booklet and DVD full of handy hints, tips and tutorials to help you get started with your new Jewellery Maker hobby.
You can now keep in touch by liking Jewellery Maker UK on Facebook. Get interactive with Jewellery Maker.
The early bird catches the worm. Don't miss out on your chance to grab our amazing early bird offers at 9 AM on weekday mornings. Catch them while you can.
You can now watch clips from Jewellery Maker on our YouTube channel. Get interactive with Jewellery Maker.
Do you want to be a part of Jewellery Maker? Do you think your creativity can help inspire others? Then why not get involved and send us your ideas? All you have to do is go to our website or use our catalogue and select up to 10 components. We will then get one of our guest designers to make up the jewellery from the products you have selected. Send your suggestions to chosenbyyou@jewellerymaker.com and we'll do the rest. If your ideas are selected, we'll send the made-up jewellery to you.
Good morning. Hello, welcome to Jewellery Maker. Thank you very much for joining us today. How are you feeling? Hopefully you're well and ready to get making and creating this morning. I'm Ruth Lynette. I'm going to take you right the way through until 1 o'clock today. And I am very excited to be able to say I'm joined by the gorgeous Debbie this morning.
Good morning, good morning, good morning.
How are you doing? How's the cold doing?
I'm full of colds, a bit like Rudolph, but never mind. I'm fine, thank you.
She's fine. If she starts growing antlers, it will be a different story. But at the moment, you're looking beautiful, Debbie. You wouldn't know.
Thank you very much.
Had your haircut as well, haven't you?
I have had it all
trimmed.
trimmed.
It suits you, I like it.
Thank you. Can I just say a quick hello to everyone that came on the polymer clay course yesterday? Ooh. Hello. Thank you very much, ladies. Had a lovely day.
Oh, very, very nice. I always like working with Debbie because you're tall as well.
I know.
So I don't have to sit on a chair. Normally I'm relegated. I have to sit on a stool.
I usually have to sort of lean as people come over, but no, not today.
We're okay today. We've got lots to share with you. We've got the whole crew here. We've got little Tom Jazz Hands on camera there. We've got little Jack sitting down, giving us a wave. We've made friends after he called me a dragon yesterday. Got Ed producing. We've got Chloe. It was a misunderstanding. We've got Chloe. Is Claire around as well somewhere? But the whole crew ready to take you through this morning. And we do have some absolutely brilliant deals. We've got so many amazing, amazing deals today. One of which I have to say straight, we've got a Beading Basics bundle. It's terrific. We had a bundle for you on last night's show. This is a cracker. For anybody who's new to us this morning, I've got to say this is a brilliant bundle. It's just going to be amazing. In terms of how much you get for your Beading Basics bundle, you've got tools in there, you've got gemstones in there. It's going to be amazing. We've also got some fabulous new kits I want to share with you. First of which is the Enchanted Forest. Sounds very exciting. I feel like I need an apple and Snow White. But that is your Enchanted Forest. Jasper in there, everybody's favourite. Beautiful quality to those gemstones. Deep, deep, rich forest greens. And I love the different sort of patterns you're getting on the rounds there. Very bright sort of apple greens, really invigorating. So that's one of the new kits you're going to get this morning. We've got more coming up for you. We've got chips and nuggets, got honey, baby. A little bit limited though, that one, a little bit limited in terms of stocks. That's going to be a little bit of an exclusive kit for you this morning, but you can see why that is popular, can't you? Some wonderful patterns on the gemstones there, some very, very different sort of sizes. And a really, really cute look to that. We've literally got so many. We've also got Chosen by You. Of course, that's where you send your ideas and you send in a list of different elements you want us to use, and then Debbie gets creating, and she's going to do some fantastic things on there. And as we did yesterday, I believe, we're going to give you the chance to tell us what sort of techniques you'd like to learn, what techniques you'd like to see. So once we've introduced the kits to you, start texting, let us know which techniques you want to see, what sort of different techniques from Debbie, and she'll take you through some of those. So it's your show, you let us know what you want to see, so it's definitely your show, and let us know. We'll follow you today, quite frankly. Tell us what you want to see, and hopefully Debbie will be able to accommodate. No pressure, Debbie, no pressure. She can handle anything, she's like Superwoman. And if you do want to get in touch, of course, don't forget we should give you our text details, shouldn't we? Our text, of course, here is JM Studio. Start your text with that, else it just disappears. JM Studio, and then send that through to 60777, and normal network charges apply, standard network charges there. And we will have a text topic as well. And in fact, I'll give it to you now. The text topic today is, what's the best thing that's happened to you since you joined us here at Jewellery Maker? What's the best thing that's happened to you? It could be something Jewellery Maker connected, could be something completely different, but what's happened since you started to get involved with us here at Jewellery Maker? Maybe it might be friends that you've made, or an experience that you've had when you've been out and about, or maybe something that you've really enjoyed in terms of once you've started to make these pieces. Maybe Debbie has been to a party of yours. Maybe she's been photographed with you at a party. Maybe that's one of the, because you've been doing that, haven't you, Debbie? We know.
I only went to one. Yes, it was very nice.
Been in the newspaper, haven't you?
Oh, that was from Sarah, yes, and who organised a function, a get-together with the Jewellery Makers, and it was lovely. It was lovely a couple of months ago.
Isn't it?
It's really good.
So
enjoyed that.
Maybe
yes.
that was the best thing that happened to you.
Yes.
Right, we are going to get started with our early bird special. From a big bird, we've got an early bird, and this is going to be, it's going to be like that all morning. It's going to be like that all morning. I'm here all day, don't worry. And we've got a really fantastic strand here for you. I love the effect of this. You've got this wonderful matte, sort of frosted feel. 120 carats, they're 10mm of your flat coins, but you've got this fantastic faceting that's working so well with a classic. Let's be honest here. This is a classic. This is a staple of your jewellery collection in terms of your stash of your gems that you want to work with. It looks terrific. 120 carats. So you're getting the drama from the colour, from the depth of colour, the chocolate browns, the chocolate mocha latte tones that you're seeing within the gem. And then it's not the polish, it's this matte, and they just look glorious. So it's a great colour too. I love the smoky quartz colour. Classic, isn't it?
Yeah, well, I think most people know it's one of my favourites. I just think it goes with every single colour in the spectrum, really. It works better than blacks to me.
Softer, isn't it?
It is. It can work with turquoise, oranges, reds, whites, you name it. Amber colours, yellows. It can go through every single spectrum. I think it's beautiful. Really
nice
lovely.
with the oranges, actually. Just
yes.
As soon as you say that, suddenly you go, oh, you start to think about it and visualise it, don't you?
Yes, you do.
Really burnished sort of orange tones.
Or citrines or something. Some really deep citrines, very nice.
Lovely in summer. So it's not just, a lot of people think of smoky quartz maybe as an autumnal gemstone because it's quite rich and autumnal and chocolatey, but actually it's a great summer gemstone, like you say, adding that flash, that sort of dash of colour, whether it's the turquoises or the oranges, and you've got something incredibly beautiful. And as Debbie said, it's much softer than black. I think as well, black can be quite harsh against the skin sometimes, but a lot of the times the navies and the chocolates are much more softer and much more flattering, I think, on the skin tone. But look at that, £8.95 we're looking at, and that's just where we're at now. This is an early bird. This is an early bird special, so we like to tweet about the price. We like to really get your feathers ruffled with your first early bird special. Don't know where it comes from. £8.95, 120 carats. I want people on the lines now at this price because that isn't going to be what you pay this morning. And even if you come in, confirm now, don't panic because you're not going to pay £8.95. You could, let's be honest, 38cm strand of gemstones. This isn't faceted plastic or faceted glass or crystal. This is gemstones. Mother Nature's delivery here. And already at £9, I would be happy. If I saw a strand of that in a shop at £8.95, I think, OK, they've got something good going on in there. £8.95 is not your price today. This is Jewellery Maker. It's your one-stop shop for all of your beading essentials, for all of your gemstone essentials. And if this is really looking exciting to you already, I've just met a lady out in the canteen, actually, who's just come to do one of our beading basic workshops today. She's never, ever put a bead on a strand of thread, ever. And she's been watching Jewellery Maker and just saying, oh, I like that. Oh, I've got to do this. And she said, I hope it's not a whim. I said, trust me, it won't be. Once you get your hands on the gemstones, it's addictive. It was lovely to meet her, but she's never done anything before. And her first experience with us before she's made a purchase is to come in and do a course. That is exciting. That is brilliant news. I'm going to go and see everybody later, but let's give you this price now, shall we? 0800 644 655. That's a free phone number. Check this out. Check this price out. £4.95. I look like I just lost Debbie then. £4.95. That is fantastic, isn't it? £4.90 for a classic staple gems. £8.95. You see it in a shop. That's a brilliant price, isn't it?
Well, yeah, but you couldn't buy a strand of acrylics for that.
Well, so exactly.
For that quality.
Plastics or exactly, and they're genuine gems. £4.95. I would not get one of these. I'd get two. I'd get three. That that's at the end of the day, you are always going to find yourself reaching for this gemstone to go with your carnelians, to go with your citrine, your amethyst, your hematite, your pyrite, you name it, you will use this with everything, I think, in your stash. Well done, congratulations, of course, on the web as well. All the w's.jewellerymaker.com if you want to add that into your basket. Start your order with us this morning. You may have started it already if you've been watching the repeat show, so that order may already be open and you're already starting to add to it. And I think one set of P&P is brilliant. With your one set of P&P, if you just bought this strand, you're under a tenner still. Under £10, which is ridiculous. And if you are doing this for the first time, don't forget you get your free DVD, you get your free booklet, and of course you get this month's free magazine. This all comes together for £4.95 with the strand. There's a lot of reading to do here, but your DVD lets you into so many secrets to get started. There's lots of hints, there's lots and lots of tips in your booklet as well. And we've got a massive Facebook community. There's loads of video tutorials on our web as well. So get started. It's a brilliant, brilliant place to sort of really get going. Gorgeous, congratulations. Now we are going to have a look at our kit. I want to give you the opportunity to sort of start texting in. This is our enchanting forest. Our enchanted forest, I'll give you a rundown of everything that's within this kit, and then you can start to think, okay, I want to learn how to do a basic sort of woven bracelet. Can we ask Debbie to do that? Or maybe you want to see some chandelier drop earrings. Maybe there's a specific technique you want to really learn. Even if it's as simple as how to attach a lobster claw clasp. I've never done it before. It can be as simple or as complicated as you like. It's your call, it's your show. So we'll have a look at the enchanting forest. Obviously it's very, very green. That's the colour that we focused on for this particular kit, but you can see there we've got green Chinese jade. That's the faceted drops. They're beautiful, 260 carats. Green imperial jasper plain rounds, 10mm, 230 carats. And then we've got 170 carats of green Chinese jade. That's the faceted rondelles, which are 8 by 5mm. Now, of course, as this is a kit, it's not just the gemstones that you're getting, it's the solid sterling silver and then all of your beading threads. So that's your silver, which includes 3 of your solid sterling silver bolt ring clasp and open jump rings, 8mm and 4mm. Then you've got 10 solid sterling silver ball head pins, which are 40mm long, 2 pairs of solid sterling silver shepherd hooks, and 10 of your solid sterling silver crimp beads. Now, of course, along with that, you need to be able to thread or work with your gemstones. That's why you get your monofilament wire, and there's 150 meters in there. That's going to keep you busy for a long, long, long time. Plus you've got 6+ meters of elastic, then all of your beading thread, and that's 50 meters as well. So this could stretch from, goodness knows, from Land's End to John O'Groats. You've got so much in terms of your threads there. And of course you've got your organza gift bag, 1 small and 1 large, and you can see your solid sterling silver is all within that smaller gift bag. But let's look at the gemstones because they are looking pretty gorgeous, I have to say here. Really, really wonderful, sort of spring and summer feel. Aren't they gorgeous? I love the different textures that you're getting here. Now, straight away, you're probably looking at this and thinking, well, this is obviously a green kit, and they're very close in terms of colour. The green imperial jasper, the green Chinese jade, very, very similar in terms of the depth of colour that you're getting, but they're different because you've got the different shapes, the different sizes. You've got those lovely long faceted drops, which are 20 by 10mm, 20 by 10. Then you've got the green imperial jasper rounds, which are 10mm, and then you've got the faceted rondelles, which are completely different as well. I do love those rounds, I have to say. I love jasper. There's so many different varieties, so many different colours, and that to me, I just love this sort of, it's almost like marbled effect that you get on the gemstone, and they're all completely different. All totally different, and it's new today. The Enchanting Forest kit, brand new today. So I know all of you regular jewellery makers will probably be looking at this thinking, oh, I've got to have it, I've got to have it. It's a great way to buy your gemstones, isn't it? Great way to get your strands on it. Now, you can get onto the telephone lines now. I promise you a great deal on this. Just call us on 0800 644 655. Hit your option 1 and stay where you are. You saw what we did on the early bird. It doesn't matter where we come in. You know, we are always going to bring to you the best deals that we possibly can. But you can see just how stunning the different shapes and the different faceting is in here. Now, are you ready for this prize? Remember, it's a brand new kit, brand new today, and it will be your choice. What do you want to see? What do you want to see Debbie creating? Are you ready for this? 3 strands of gemstones. You've got big carat weight happening here. over 600 carats of gemstones, solid sterling silver, and then you've got all of your beading thread in there as well. For 3 strands like this, what could you pay? Let's be honest, as we said, you know, if you were paying £10 a strand, £30 for those 3, I don't think that's bad going at all. I really don't. Not for the amount of jewellery that you're going to be able to create from just these 3 strands, whether it's earrings, necklaces, bracelets, the word your lobster. You've got so much choice, haven't you? And already there's a big reaction on the telephone lines. Congratulations to you. And let's do it. Because at £21.95, that isn't a high price for a kit, is it? £21.95, 3 strands, all of your beading thread, an amazing amount of solid sterling silver in here as well. If you love green, this is your kit. If you are absolutely loving the springtime colours, the summer colours, it's the Enchanting Forest all the way for you. £21.95, and that's the beauty of these kits. They offer you everything apart from your tools, but we can bring you onto that with your beading basics bundle in a moment. You've got everything that you need here to start off. Don't forget, you get your free DVD. Hello, Jack. You get your free DVD, you get your free booklet, and of course you get your magazine in there as well. So it really does start you off. It kicks you off in the best possible way, doesn't it? All you need is your toolkit, and your toolkit we can come on to in an auction or two. But this is just as a gift. If you know somebody that's possibly interested in getting going, what an amazing gift that would be for £21.95. You could, I mean, you could buy probably a top or something for that, but £21.95, this is a great gift, isn't it? Enchanting Forest is a brilliant offering. The quality of the gemstones is just sublime, absolutely beautiful. 0800 644 655, just press your option 1 and stay on those telephone lines, or of course on the world of the web, all the w's.jewellerymaker.com. It's a fantastic bundle, isn't it? Everything that you're getting here, plus all you need then is your toolkit, but we can come on to that, and you're ready to go. You're going to make so many pieces from just these 3 strands. So have a look. You've got a 30-day money-back guarantee. 30-day money-back guarantee. £21.95. 0800 644 655. That is fantastic. Well done. Congratulations if you're getting those. Keep coming in. You've still got plenty of opportunity to do that. But I think we're going to go and have a little look over here with Debbie. If I can't get out. There we go. I was stuck. Sorry about that. Right. Doesn't normally happen. Let's go and have a little look. Now, you've made some pretty gorgeous pieces over here, I have to say, Debbie.
Thank you.
How did you feel when you saw the kit?
I have to be completely honest, because you know I always tell the truth. I opened it up and thought, oh, it's all green. But actually, the colours do work together, and because there's facets on there,
yeah,
it lightens the greens, I think. I think absolutely beautiful. And this, if anyone does wire work, to put gold wire or silver wire around these deep greens, would
really
be absolutely stunning. Absolutely stunning.
They
really
are beautiful,
would,
aren't
yes.
they? Particularly, I think, with the obviously the pattern that you're getting there on the Imperial Jasper. I think the gold with that would be lovely.
It would actually. And
really nice.
Ed said earlier, I think to put something like bronzite with it, or I think pyrite or something, would look absolutely stunning.
Really set off the colour, wouldn't it?
It really
They're
would.
Gorgeous. So you've made some pretty fantastic designs already here. We've got earrings. I like your bracelets, I have to say. I do
my stretches. I like my stretches.
I love.
Yes,
I love them. I can't stop making stretches. They're so easy, aren't they?
They are. They're so comfy, aren't they?
And you just don't. It's like not taking anything away from it, but you don't need to have masses of expertise and technique to make the stretches, do you?
No.
Great way to start. Great way to start. So you can see here that obviously the pieces that Debbie's created have numbers. They've got numbers with them. Why is that? We're not about to have a game of hook a duck or anything, are we? I know, we could maybe do that later. But what you have here, you can choose what do you want to see Debbie recreating. Just text in the number. So you can see here, we'll go through. Obviously, start your text with JM Studio to 60777. Your normal standard network charges apply. But what would you like to see Debbie showing you in terms of technique? If it is, quite simply, the stretchy bracelet, text number 1, but you can see it's more than a stretchy because you've got that lovely detail in terms of almost the little charms in there. So text us a number 1, JM Studio, and a number 1. Then we move to the earrings, which again, you know, very simple, but they're still, unless you know how to do it, sometimes you just don't know where to start. I think that's my problem sometimes. Right. So if you want the earrings, text to us number 2, JM Studio and number 2, and Debbie will show you. Then number 3, we're going up to one of the necklaces. You've got a choice of 2 necklaces here. This is more of sort of you've not got the drop on this one, but you've got a little bit of detail obviously in there as well. You've got lovely funky wire work at the centre. So this is number 3. If you'd like to see Debbie showing us how to make number 3, text that to us, JM Studio number 3. Number 4 is going to be your earrings. Got a second pair of earrings. Can you see, shall I bring them in? There we go, can you see? Oh, it's because you got the number 4 in.
I know.
That's all right, I'll do that. Easily solved. So that's your number 4, the earrings there. Got a lovely drop, nice open wire, sort of a beading thread taking you down to the earrings. That's number 4. If you'd like to have a look at those, I'll pop that back on there. Number 5 is the second necklace. Now you've got more of a drop on this. I think this might be a bit of a winner personally. I don't know, but I think that might be a bit of a winner. I just think that is such an effective design, and I'm sure Debbie's going to show you how to do that, and I'm sure she's going to make it very, very simple for us all. And last but not least, we've got another bracelet here. Just on the corner, slightly, well, it's very different to the stretchy bracelet actually, that one. Looks quite complex, doesn't it?
When you look at it. Just a weave, but
just bigging it up
yeah.
for us.
Oh,
But it does look quite complicated.
Ever so complicated. So complicated, yeah.
So that's number 6 from all of these different pieces. If you want to see any of those, just text in JM Studio with the number. So just write that down and text in, and then Debbie will get creating.
I
So there we
will.
go. JM Studio 60777. Which have you got a favourite there, Tom? He likes the necklace. He likes the necklace. So that is your Enchanting Forest kit. I will leave you for a moment. We are going to set Debbie a challenge.
Yes.
Very shortly. So we won't leave you doing nothing for too long.
It's all
We know
right.
she likes to get
Yes, I do.
creating very, very quickly. But I tell you what, we're going to have a look at the Beading Basics bundle as well, because we've got a lot to get through tonight. So do you want to hop on over with me, come on over, as they say, and we'll do our Beading Basics. Now this is absolutely fantastic. Oh, we've had a few texts for number 6 already, Debbie. Already for number 6. So you
Right.
see, for the complicated bracelet, you see?
There you see.
No influencing the decision at all. Now, this is brilliant. Now, last night we had a fantastic bundle for you. And honestly, the first thing I did when I got off air was I went home, I had a look at it all, and I went and got every single piece individually on our website, totted it all up. The savings you can make on these bundles are ridiculous. They're such a brilliant, brilliant offering. So if you are watching for the first time this morning and you're thinking, I like the look of this, I'd like a hobby, I want something that's going to sort of, start to activate the mind a little bit and sort of allow me to be creative, this is a brilliant, brilliant bundle. You are starting here with your real basics. Now, as I said a little bit earlier on, if you're thinking about getting some of your gemstones or getting a kit or so, get your Beading Basics bundle, because you'll get your tools, your 3 basic tools in here. But I'll show those in a second. You get your DVD. Now, these are fabulous. I've been having a look at these as well recently. Everything from the wire ones we have, from the gizmo ones, they are fabulous. This is a great guide for you. You've got your Beading Basics bundle. It's a brilliant, brilliant guide, and there's lots of tips and hints on there to help you through. So that's your DVD that you can watch. Obviously, don't forget, you'll get your booklet, you'll get your free DVD as well if you're a first customer, and you'll get your monthly magazine. So there's a lot of literature there. There's a lot of sort of tutorials as well. But look at everything that you get in this bundle. Obviously, as a newbie, and actually, if you want to just update your tools as well, I know you like some of these, don't you, Debbie, for the chain mail?
Yes, the
They work
clippers,
really well.
Yeah, the clippers in particular, the pliers are absolutely superb. They're so sharp, and they can be sharpened very easily. And also the round nose pliers of a very, very fine point.
Yes.
So if you're doing complicated weaves, it's perfect.
Yeah. So they're really worth taking home. Even if you are very familiar to us here at Jewellery Maker, you can see here you've got your 3 basic tools. So you've got your flat nose pliers with the red, you've got the cutters in the centre, and then you've got your round nose pliers in there as well. They're fab, aren't they? And you can see they're really sturdy, they're very strong, and they are really your 3 basic tools. I don't generally at the moment tend to use much else than those 3. No, they are really your foundation when it comes to sort of starting to get going. So that's your 3 basic tools in there. And we also have, obviously, all of your gemstones, beading thread, and your silver. Did we have a little clip of this, did you say? Let's have a look at these. got some gorgeous. Okay, we've got a clip of the DVD. There we go. So you can see that's a little selection of pieces from the DVD. So you can see there on your beading basics. I mean, that would normally retail at £4.95, as you saw there. £4.95 on its own ordinarily. But you'll have little designs. You've got quite a few designs on there that you can follow in terms of the tutorials. They're brilliant. But you need some gemstones as well, I would say. So for your beading basics, I cannot tell you how much I love hematite. It is one of my all-time favourite gemstones. And the cubes are so fabulous with this gem because look at that lustre. The metallic lustre that you get from the cubes look absolutely superb. They're just beautiful. Now look, you can see also in here what else we have. You've got 170 carats of jasper, that's the plain rounds, 8mm, 630 carats of hematite, and then you've also got in there your black onyx rounds, 6mm and 90 carats. So 3 fabulous strands. Remember, this is all together in one kit. So you've got 3 big strands of gemstones, you've got your flat nose pliers, you've got your clippers, you've got your round nose pliers. That's or to start you off in this beading basics with your DVD. Plus, of course, you need some more tools. You need, it just goes on forever, this one. You've got your jewellery elastic, and of course you've got your beading thread in there as well. 6+ meters of jewellery elastic, and then you've got all of your beading thread in there as well. They look fantastic. Very, very nice indeed. Absolutely brilliant, followed by solid sterling silver. We couldn't give all of this to you without at least providing you with some silver. So you've got a selection there of your head pins. You've got head pins which are 40mm in terms of length, solid sterling silver, sort of a T shape there rather than the ball at the top. So you've got your T-shape head pins with a 2mm head. You've also got your silver twisted crimp beads. They're lovely. I've never seen the twisted ones before. I don't know if you can, if I can put one of those out, I don't know if you can actually see. They are really lovely. Can you see that? Just balancing on my finger a little bit. Oh, hello. I knew that would happen. You've got this really wonderful, it almost looks like fasting, doesn't it, on the silver? But they're gorgeous, so you've got a little bit of sparkle on there. Fantastic. And you've got your T-bar fasting as well. So there's everything to get you started here in your beading basics bundle. Don't forget, you've got 3 strands of gemstones. You've got all of your cutters in there. You've got your wire cutters. You've got your round nose pliers, your flat nose pliers. I'm actually going to get these myself because I need to update mine. I had a bit of a fight with mine the other day, so I need to update them. But a fight with them. They just, you know, you use them so much occasionally. My cutting pliers aren't my friends at the moment. I need some stronger ones. I tried to attack too much, and it wasn't a good move. So I need to get these. And it's going to be a fantastic bundle. All of your silver, you've got your wire, your elastic. Of course, don't forget your DVD, and plus all of this, if you are a first-time buyer, you get another free DVD with loads of tutorials on. You get your magazine, and don't forget, there's always lots of backup and support actually on our website as well. This is going to be a fabulous beading basics bundle. I have to say, if you were to buy all of these separately, what would it cost you if you were to take all of these? Well, I can tell you actually, it would be well over £50. We had a look at this morning. We looked at the gemstones, the thread, the silver, the pliers that you're getting. It would be over £50 as a beading basics bundle. I still don't think that sounds too scary, I'll be honest with you. No, if I saw that as perhaps in a shop at, let's say, $49.99, I don't think I'd be scared by that still. No. I really don't.
No, I agree, actually. It's such good value. If you go to any other shop that sells these sort of equipment, be amazed how much these tools are. Yeah. Be absolutely amazed.
And I've started to do a lot more research and looking on websites and looking in a lot of the different places now, and it's a bit mind-boggling. But this is your introductory kit. This is your beading basics bundle. I don't want you to pay over £50 for this kit today. I want you to pay lower, much lower. If we can take £10 off, that would be fabulous. We get that. If we could get it to $39.90, can we get it lower than that? $39.99. How would you like to take over £20? $29.95. $29.95. I mean, this is absolutely superb. $29.95 looks absolutely so doable, isn't it? That's incredible. Let me show you the gemstones again. Don't forget, it's not just the tools of the trade that you're getting here, and they literally are. You know, we're not just offering to you here tools that are like, that are sort of lesser quality. These are the tools of the trade. These are the tools that all of our guest designers are using. You know, your basic tools here, your flat nose, your round nose, and your wire cutters. This is what the professionals are using. You are getting your beading basics bundle kit. We should, if we were looking at this maybe individually, we would be over £50, and we're at close to 30. We're taking over 20 off this as a beading basics bundle. I think that is absolutely superb. The saving actually is around £26. We've just gone back and redone the maths. That's incredible. I mean, it's close to paying half the price, therefore, isn't it, for at £29? You're not far off. £29.95 for the gemstones of hematite, onyx. You've got that beautiful, beautiful jasper in there as well. Great selection of gemstones to start working with, and possibly quite unisex as well. If you're a gent watching, and I know there's lots of gents out there who are super, super talented when it comes to creating their jewellery, I think that's a very unisex kit. I really do. You've got a lot of glamour, evening glamour with the hematite, and I think you could really dress that up or down. Brilliant at £29.99. And do you know what? If you are looking at this right now and thinking, oh, I'm not sure, do I, don't I? Is it safe? Is it secure? Yes, it is. Plus, you get your 30-day money-back guarantee. Not a problem. Even if you start to have a look at these beads, start to have a little bit of a play at these and go, oh, no, actually, it's not for me. Return it. That money goes straight back onto your card. It's not a problem. We appreciate you need to look at these for yourself. If it is a new hobby, if it is a new venture, you need to see these. You need to feel and touch the gemstones. You need to get to grips with the techniques. That's why you also get your DVD, your Beading Basics DVD. That is like your Bible when it comes to jewellery making. That is the DVD that is going to guide you through step by step how to make some fantastic, beautiful pieces of jewellery. Necklaces, perhaps bracelets in there as well. £29.99. It really is quite fantastic as a bundle to get the chance to get all of these at £29.99. I'll be honest, as I said, I need to update some of my cutters, my pliers, etc. Rather than buying those individually, I am going to get this. Well, it makes sense. You might as well. If you're getting the gemstones and you're getting the... What did I tell you this morning, Ed? Oh, I am. Do you know what? I made a deal with producer Ed this morning. I said, OK, I've got an idea. Thing is, if you've got a question, if you want something, provide somebody with a question or a problem and give them the answer. That's what I would say. Don't just give people problems, provide them the answer. So I came in and said, there's a huge stash of pieces of jewellery and things that need all breaking down. And how about I come in for the day and I break everything down and I sort of sort everything out for you. Don't pay me. Don't pay me in money. Pay me in bead scoops. How about that? He agreed. So... fantastic. Are you going to join me, Debbie? I'm going to come in and do that and get free bead scoops.
Oh, yes. I'll be here.
I don't want money. I want bead scoops.
Yeah.
That works for me. So it's a win-win situation. So there's the problem. I've solved it, and there's the answer. 29, and it means I can rifle through them and get everything that I want. £29.99. Well done. Congratulations. You can keep calling in for that. Brilliant deal. Congratulations. Keep doing that. Absolutely fantastic. We've got a good stock of those as well. So do keep coming in. Even if you're watching the repeat show right now, keep coming in and have a look at those because they are absolutely fantastic. Now, we've been having your text. We've been receiving all of those this morning. You've been texting into JM Studio, your number, whether it's your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or 6, from the Enchanted Forest in terms of what you want to see Debbie creating. Which do you think's the winner? We'll have a quick look through them, actually. If you didn't manage to send us a text, you can still do that for a little bit later on. This is your bracelet. This is number 1. We are going to do this again, aren't we? Yes. So that's your number 1. Beautiful bracelet. I actually really like that. And then you've got your earrings, which again look perhaps very simple, but if you're not quite sure where to start, that's number 2, if you want to send in your details. Number 3 is the necklace. Looking quite gorgeous there. All of the different sort of pieces that you're getting, techniques. If you want the earrings, some more earrings down at the front here. These are number 4. Number 4 is your drop earrings. Number 5 is going to be your necklace, which is rather nice and very fancy, I say. And number 6 was what we referred to as the rather technical bracelet. Guess which one has had the biggest reaction so far?
Number 6.
Number
probably.
6,
yeah.
yes.
Yeah, thought so.
Number 6. I didn't mean to engineer that at all.
No.
But that's straight away. People came in, 3, 4 of you straight away. Number 6, number 6. So we will start with number 6.
All right.
So Debbie, where do we start for this?
OK. For the beginners, I shall start right from scratch.
Yes, please.
Measure around your wrist and always add sort of 2 or 3 inches of the beading thread. There is so much thread on these reels.
Oh.
You'd rather have more than less, and with weave it does take up a little bit more than normal. For this, I need 4 lengths. Now, to save on the crimps, because when we get the kits, we can't use anything but what in the kit, so we sort of keep the crimps to the minimum. I've doubled over the threads, so I've got 2 pieces of thread folded in half, at least the measurement of my wrist, to say plus 2 or 3 inches per length. So
Okay.
then I've threaded it through the bolt ring clasp, put 1 bead on, and then push that up to the end, and that sort of acts as the crimp almost. That sort of keeps it in position. All right. Now I'm going to put these flat onto this mat here and just part all of the threads like that. So you've got your 4 threads. Now, to start off with, I'm going to start putting 2 on one side, and 2 on the other.
Okay.
All right. And then I'm going to take the centre threads and push those together.
Right.
All right. And pop a bead on. Now, normally, if I was doing rounds, I would then just take the 2 and part them again. But because they're rondelles, you end up with a big gap here. If I just hold this
Okay.
up, you see, you end up with a big gap between the beads. So on the outside lengths, I'm going to put an extra bead, and it sort of fills it in. It depends on the shape of your beads to the design that you do, really.
Yes.
You know, you think, well, is that going to look right, or is that not going to look right? So they will sit behind the centre bead. So if I go through that once more, I'll put that on. You've got your bolt ring clasp, you've got your 1 bead that acts as a crimp. I've parted the 2 pieces of wire and put the 2 on, and they won't sit next to each other because of the nature of the shape of the beads. And then put 2 on the outside wires and 1 on the centre. All right? That's it, okay? So now I'm going to do the same again. I'm going to part the 4 strands, put 1 on the outside, 2, 1 on the other side, on the other 2. Again, pull the 2 centre ones together, put that one on there, push that back, and again you'll see there's a big gap between them, so I'm putting the 2 on the side, and that is it really. That is the weave all the way down.
And when you do this, it does look really simple now, but
It
I
does.
would not have known where to start. And like
No.
you said, in terms of what space or where to
Yes.
take your wires, when you see it like that, you can start to visualise it and say, that is
yes.
really, really simple.
It is simple. If
But the
they're in
overall effect-
rounds, they sit together quite nicely. Now, what I would do if I had more crimps or beads, I would probably put a crimp across all of them, because I like them to sit in a 5
would be
formation.
nice.
But being rondelles here, they won't sit next door to
Yeah.
each other. They want to sit over each other. So let them do what they want to do, really. And that is the weave all the way along. Can you pass me the bracelet, would you
Can
mind?
indeed.
Thank you.
And actually, that's a really good idea. Obviously, with your beading basics bundle that we've had,
I
the
undo this.
crimps in there had that pattern on, didn't they? They would
Yes,
look really
they would
lovely
look
in
lovely.
between there.
They would. Yeah,
Bit
do
of
you know, yes,
sparkle,
they
that
would.
would be really nice.
They would, and that is the pattern all the way along. So you can see they almost go into
Fantastic.
like little groups, and then
Gorgeous.
at the other end you just go through 1 single bead again and put a crimp on, and that's it. And that is the design. Really
Fantastic.
simple.
And when you see it, you start to imagine straight away how easy it is for you to
Yeah.
actually make this. And again, the DVD, the Beading Basics DVD that comes with a part of that bundle, you will get a lot of these techniques sort
You
of
will.
demonstrated to you.
You will.
And that's often all we need, isn't it? We can often
is.
have the ideas, but you just need to see the
Yes.
process started, and then
And
you can
I've
go.
done this for a choker as well, which looks really
Oh,
nice, a full
lovely.
necklace, and that looks stunning. Looks really
Beautiful. And
stunning.
I guess you could use more wire than that. You could have a sort of...
Oh, you could have 6, 8 strand. You could have it really, really chunky, actually, or do a chunky bracelet. Look really nice.
Fantastic. And we are looking, of course, if you want the Beading Basics bundle, that, remember, is $29.99, and we will come back to the Enchanted Forest a little bit later on. But don't forget, keep sending in your texts for those if you want to see one of those techniques demonstrated, whether it's the other bracelet, the earrings, or one of the necklaces. Just let us know. Send us a text with the number to JM Studio to 60777. And we know you've been creating because you've been sending us your entries for the Wall of Fame. So I think it's only right that we go and have a look at those
Absolutely.
now. OK, we are going to share with you now some of your ideas, some of your entries for the Wall of Fame. Do you want to start first, Debbie?
I will indeed. This is number 448. Oh, my goodness, that's nice and summary. Oh, I like the type. It's bigger. That's much better than it used to be.
Very nice.
That's better. This is my latest entry to the Wall of Fame. Well, it used to be really tiny and you couldn't read it. You're like, this is my latest entry to the Wall of Fame. Ooh. I'm going on holiday again. This was lucky last time. I made the set with aventurine and citrine. The pendant came from Afghanistan via Holland. Oh,
wow.
My goodness. All colour coordinated for once. Please stop having so many tempting offers. That's from Hazel in Durham. They are lovely. Beautiful.
That's fab, isn't it? Beautiful work.
Very
Congratulations.
nice.
Well done. Can I just say as well, by the way, in terms of texting in, we don't want any more texts for that kit now, is that right? OK, apologies for that. Apologies for that. What we'll do is we'll show you the next kit and we'll get you to text in the technique. Sorry, that was my fault. I got overexcited with that. Yeah, actually, it was producer Ed's fault because I did ask. So we will do it with the next kit. I might as well be honest.
Yeah.
Where there's blame. Right, have a look at this. Now, these colours are gorgeous. Do you remember? That's a lovely... I love all of that hematite.
I like that.
The hematite, I love the donuts.
I love
they
that.
are fabulous,
Very
aren't
nice.
they? It says, hi all, sending you this piece for the Wall of Fame. I was inspired by Mark one day when he was on your show. He's fab, isn't he? Hope you like it. Love to all from Una in at Newcastle. Una, you're on number 447. That's a necklace I would definitely wear. I really
would actually.
like that.
I would.
Really
It's
beautiful.
really
Well
nice.
done,
It
Una.
sit nicely. I like that.
Gorgeous. Congratulations.
This is number 450. It says, hi guys, I haven't entered for a while, but this is something I made recently after getting those lovely agate rice beads, which are still in stock. Cannot resist making long style necklaces my favourite thing to wear apart from clothes. I like that. That's really good.
You do need them both, though,
You do really, don't you? Have a fab day from Simone. That's beautiful.
Fantastic. Well done. My kind of colours there as well. Some nice fuchsias and pinks.
Gorgeous.
Gorgeous,
Very
nice long strand, that's what we like. And look, this is
look
just
at that.
incredible. Is there a bit of gizmo action going on here?
I think there might be.
They've been out of stock. I've got my gizmo, I've got my name upstairs. I need my gizmo.
You do. You do.
Right, hi all at JM. This week's entry to the Wall of Fame was inspired by Rachel Norris's, there we go, you see, by Rachel Norris's DVD. They're brilliant. Give me practice with my gizmo. Silver wire and hematite beads are all JM, with the fastener being designed to allow for one of the S to be taken out to shorten the necklace. Great idea. Hope you like it. Many thanks from Pamela from Flintshire. Pamela, I want this. Pamela, I want this. This is fab. These are the sort of designs that I've seen that have inspired me to get working with the gizmo. I can't wait. Every day I come in, I'm like that. Is it in yet? Has my gizmo arrived? You can make such fantastic necklaces from them. And that design there, that is lovely. Well done. Congratulations.
Beautiful.
Pamela, you're number 446. So congratulations to everybody with those. They're all going to be on our Wall of Fame. And we've had a text, I believe. So thank you very much for sending that in. It's from Katie. Hello, Katie in County Durham. Good morning to you. She says to us, hi all. The other day, Debbie made some charm beads from polymer clay. They looked like they had silver centres. What item did you use in the centre? From Katie. Can you remember,
Did I make them on air? Did I bring some in? I can't remember. They were just eyelets. You know the eyelets you have in your belts?
Oh, yes.
Yes, you can get from lots of craft stores and what have you, yes.
Right.
Or off certain sites that sell loads of things.
Okay.
You know the ones I mean.
Yeah.
But just eyelets. Make sure, if you're going to put them onto a well-known bracelet, make sure they are big enough. They need to be about a 6 mil hold to get onto it. But that's all they were. You just make a bead, get a knitting needle, push it through, and you stick one side, one the other, and it looks like a charm bead.
So clever, isn't she? She's
Simple.
so talented. But again, it's just having the idea, isn't it? It's having this sort of the noddle to kind of think, oh, I can grab that and I can use that. So brilliant. We're all going to be making those now, aren't we? So that is your Wall of Fame. But should we take a stroll to the middle, Debbie?
Shall we?
Shall we take a stroll? Shall we walk this
Come on
way?
then. Am I coming to the middle? Oh, yes.
Just me walking that way.
say.
Right, we are going... Oh, sorry, just hit the bust. We are having a punch up. We are going to set you another challenge. I have to say, I'm liking a lot of the pieces in here. There's a little bit in here I've not seen before. I know, actually, I should grab... we had one of the Wall of Fames and somebody had used this, but... There's some very interesting gemstones in here. Not only the gemstones, but you've got some fantastic bits and pieces to add into this particular kit. I'll grab the gemstones for you first of all, so you can have a little bit of a look at these. Now, you mentioned earlier on you wanted to have a look at the pyrite, didn't you? It is a kit.
I love it. I love pyrite.
Pyrite and hematite, I could just...
yes.
I have to stop myself working with it. I have to stop myself buying it sometimes because it's all I work with. I love it. But you add in a splash of colour like this and it can really transform the entire look. You've got some very, very beautiful gemstones here. So we've got that fantastic pyrite. Now, this is your star turn. Your star turn kit. We'll give you all of the details in terms of what you're seeing here. But you've got some very beautiful different shapes and different sizes here. So you've got your multicolour. Gosh, that looks a fab price for all of this lot. Goodness me. $24.95. When you see all the elements you're getting in this kit, this is going to set the mind boggling. You've got 370 carats of multicolour, crackled, or cracked I should say, agate puffy ovals. They're 30 by 20 millimetres. I'm loving those. The colours that you're getting in there, the pinks, beautiful sort of turquoisey and purple tones are just gorgeous. 310 carats of pyrite. That's the medium nuggets, 7 millimetres. You've got sort of almost like little hexagon type 3D hexagon type shapes there, really, really different. And then you've got the fuchsia Chinese jade, which are faceted. Now, they're the rounds. They look a little bit rondelle-ish, but you've got the sort of smaller rounds. Obviously, you can see how well that's going to work with the agate straight away.
Aren't they a beautiful colour?
They're lovely,
really
aren't they?
unusual, aren't they?
Gorgeous sort of deep colour.
They're beautiful.
Oh, are we? OK, we're going to give you a better price than that. $24.95.
Oh, wow.
And we haven't even seen all of the kit. You're going to get a better price. There's a lot in here. One thing that I absolutely love with all of this, we've added in a few sort of bits and pieces here for you. Obviously, you're getting your solid sterling silver, 30 pieces. You've got that standard set of silver there, from your shepherd hooks to your head pins to your bolt ring clasp and jump rings. And of course, you've got your crimp beads in there as well. And obviously, Debbie said how well you can use the crimp beads if you're doing your sort of weaving. Plus, you get 150 metres of monofilament wire. That's of your monofilament, sorry, that's going to go on forever. 50 metres of beading thread, 6+ metres of elastic, one small, one large gift bag, and then we've added in a couple of extra pieces with this, haven't we? Okay, we'll come to that in one moment because you can see that. I'll just move that out of the way. But let's give you the price for the kit, first of all, for your star turn kit. Those colours are amazing. You can really see the cracked effect in the agate as well. But we're going to give you a better price on this today because we fancy treating you this morning. I say yay to that. $19.95.
Goodness me.
It's brilliant, isn't it?
Well, so you could use all those in different projects. You don't have to use it in one. You can use them in lots of different projects. Just one on a beautiful bracelet, all a wire bracelet. Fantastic value.
I mean, as we saw with that Wall of Fame, if you're doing sort of working with your gizmo, if that's your thing,
you need 2 or 3 beads.
2 or 3 of those as a feature.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Whether you could have a matching bracelet, matching necklace, you can make it go. That's why I love the kit. You can make them go so far, can't you?
And the multicolour ones, obviously, you can split and use at a later date. I've got some things I haven't used for 12 months.
Gosh.
You've split the different colours, and I will use them, but it depends which colours you're working with at the moment. So I think they're really good value.
Yeah,
really
£19.95 with all of your wire and all of your solid sterling silver in this star turn kit as well. This is going to be quite exciting, I think. There we go. That's all of your silver in there as well, which is brilliant considering you've got 30 pieces and it is 95 solid sterling silver. Again, remember, if you are doing this for the very first time, you will get your copy of the DVD and the booklet absolutely free of charge. Plus, you get your magazine in there as well, your new monthly magazine. I feel like I need octopus arms right now. I should just use an arm of yours, Debbie. $19.95. But as a starting out, take the beading basics as well because you get your 3 tools in there. Your nose pliers, your flat nose pliers. Can't get it out. Your round nose pliers, and of course your cutters as well. It's a very simple word. Those things that cut.
Those things.
$19.95. 0800 644 655. And you're ready to go. You're ready to get started with that kit. And for under £20 to start a hobby, I think is brilliant. So if you do need this, you've got a 30-day money-back guarantee. It's what it's there for you to take these pieces home, to start to have a look and to really get going. I know a lot of you, once you do it once, that's it. You're addicted, you're hooked like we are. But if not, return it. Not a problem. That $19.95 will go back on your card. We appreciate, you need to see these, but I would say, I don't know what the actual statistics are, but 99% of people, let's be honest, I'm quite a creative person. If you are as well, whether it's drawing or arts and crafts, if you like doing that sort of thing, you're going to love this. You're going to love getting involved with your jewellery, and I think there's going to be a lot of regular bidders taking these, don't you?
Yeah, I had a long conversation with some of my ladies yesterday on the polymer clay course, and they said 2 things. One is, and they agreed with me, I know I say this every time I'm on, but people buy these kits from the strands, they forget how much the silver is.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, they get it and they just think, oh, it's the same pack as I had last time, and they forget the cost of it. The second thing is, a few of the ladies went to one or two exhibitions recently and went to some stands to look at some gems, and their comment was, well, they didn't look real,
Right.
for one thing, and the quality for the price was just ridiculous. And they said we get a bit blasé watching it every day, thinking, oh
do.
yes, oh it's a good price, but the quality is much better here, and they look stunning when you get them. They don't look coated. Do you know how some of the things you buy can look plastic almost? But yeah, they were singing the praises, I have to say.
Very nice to hear. But we do get complacent, don't we? Because this is
We
what
do.
we're seeing
We
every
do.
day.
Yes,
and unless we kind
absolutely.
of take ourselves out into the real world,
Yeah.
and then it's a bit of a slap in the face
It is.
sometimes when you sort of
It
faced
is.
with things. You think, gosh, we're actually, this is what we're doing here is pretty amazing.
Yeah.
So it's nice to sort of hear
Yeah, it is actually.
affirmation of that as
Yeah.
well, actually.
It is.
So £19.95. Congratulations to every single one of you on the telephone lines, whether you're a new customer, whether you're one of our regular customers. And would you like to, we're going to give Debbie a little bit more because it's a challenge. We like to treat you, don't we, Debbie?
You do.
Is it a treat or is it just a
No,
more
I
of a
like to be
challenge?
kept busy.
You
I
do?
like to be
You-
kept busy. I like a challenge. I really
okay.
do.
Well, I think we couldn't give you it. We couldn't give you the kit without
I
adding
love
in.
those.
I know. The black rondelles. These are fabulous. And did I slash these last night? I think I did, didn't I? That was naughty of me. So we will, I think we should honour that. I think we have to, don't we, really? We're going to. So with your black rondelles, we are looking at the black onyx rondelles, 10 by 5. So that was the original price as well, by the way. That's not the price that we're going to honour. That's the original price of £8.95. But we will honour the slash that I did for you last night on the Late Show. What you're seeing here, obviously, you really can notice the faceting, but you don't get that polish. It's not the lustre. The drama's from the frosted sort of look in it. I think when you're mixing that, particularly if you imagine that with the pyrite,
Oh, I was just about to say, I mean, that together.
Poles apart,
with
but-
that's just me to a T. I just think that is stunning.
but they
And very
work with each other.
contemporary.
Yeah.
They do, yeah, they do. They're very, very contemporary. It's absolutely superb.
And you've got such
I
a
love
metallic sort of
that.
lustre from one gem. It highlights just
It
how matte
does.
the other one is and
It
vice
does,
versa.
absolutely, yes.
See, I'm learning. I love it. £8.95 for your black onyx. Isn't your price today, though, so we will slash this down so you can add this to the kit if you want to take the Star Turn kit. £5.95.
Oh, my
that was my
goodness.
fault yesterday. £5.95.
That is stunning. I must get
Brilliant.
some of those.
They
I
are
love
lovely.
those. Yeah,
Really.
love them.
And I like them with the rondelles as well. I do like the
it's
rondelles.
my favourite shape, that is.
And you get a lot, actually. If you think
You
about
do.
the rondelles on a 38cm
Oh,
strand,
gosh,
obviously,
yes,
you're going to
yeah.
get more on there. They're a lovely size, 10 by
lovely.
5 millimetres, 300 carats. And that's something I think we're naughty with, we're a bit blasé with as well. This is 300 carats of gemstones. We're not talking about faceted plastic or acrylics or anything like that. It's gemstones. 300 carats is a lot of gemstone. Even if you're talking about the quartzes, obviously quartz, quartz is quite available out there. It's about 12% of the Earth's crust quartz, so it's not that massive, but it is a readily sort of available gem. But 300 carats, it's a gemstone for £5.95. So that's going to be added into the challenge. So if you want to take that home, you can. But something I've never, ever presented to you before is this. I'm a little bit intrigued by this, I have to say. I think it looks fabulous. I found one necklace when I was rummaging through one of the boxes yesterday when I was coming up with my plan to come and break
Yes.
everything down.
Yeah.
I did come across a little bit of the silver coloured mesh, and I was sort of looking at it thinking, that is fab. Somebody had used it and sort of put gemstones inside it and twisted it around. It was brilliant. And what you're getting here is a metre of the coral colour. It's like a coppery coral colour, or a pinky sort of tone, actually. It's coloured brass mesh wire. It's 17 millimetres across, but you've got an entire metre of all of this. And I just think that's really going to add something a little bit different. I think that's kind of, for me, like throwing a bit of a curveball into the situation. You may have been very familiar with this. It's a lovely colour, maybe a more of a champagne sort of salmony pink tone.
I think it's lovely. Really nice. It's in this this
the
hub
magazine.
that's coming out at the moment. You've got the mesh wire. So there are different colours and what have
And
you
you'll
in here.
get, I don't know if we can find that, you'll get all the different colours in there, but
Yes.
you'll get this magazine absolutely free of charge as well. Don't forget, with your purchase, you will get that for free. But it's going to be intriguing. I think we're going to have a bit of fun with this. As I said, we did have a Wall of Fame entry, but I can't... Oh, it's there. It's there. Shall I just grab it? Can I just grab the Wall of Fame entry? Because somebody's actually worked with this, and it looks terrific. Brilliant. Look at this. This was from Sherry in Wiltshire. And you can see that now. This is the sort of the silver colour. If I turn it that way, there we go. Look at those. Aren't they fantastic? So you can work with it in lots of different ways. We've sort of got the little sort of the flowers that have been created there, and then that's very similar to what I saw actually. So the gemstone sort of slotted almost inside, then it's twisted. What a lovely idea. Very, very different look, isn't it?
You've got the picture of the jewellery there, and then you've got the picture of the wire there. So
brilliant. So that's in your magazine, you can see.
You can see some ideas at the bottom there when you get your magazine. Can you see that?
There we go.
And then a couple of pages over, you've also got all the colours down
here. It's a nice selection of colours, actually.
Yes.
So we've got the one there, so that's the sort of the coral.
That's right.
The coral sort of colour that we're saying. So that's going to be added into the challenge. How much was that? Was that $5.90? $8.95, goodness me. $8.95, I was going to say, I didn't even see the price. So that's going to be added in there, and I think it would be cheeky not to add in a little bit of chain for you.
I love chain.
You're right there, Jack, falling over in the corner. I know, it's these prices, you see, these prices. So we are going to add in, now again, I'm just thinking straight away, I'm just looking at that pyrite, and getting very excited. Because a lot of the time, what I love about pyrite is it works with silver or gold.
It does, doesn't it?
And it
yeah,
shouldn't,
it does.
should it?
No, it shouldn't, but it does. You're quite right.
Absolutely beautiful. So you can see there, that is your gold chain link. We are looking at the gold-plated brass pentagon chain. You've got 50 centimetres, and they are 12mm links. So you don't have to leave those as one long chain. So you can take one or two of those, and you can use them in lots of different ways.
And that's a long length there.
It is
There's
actually,
a lot
isn't
of chain there, isn't there, for your money?
If you were, you could actually, if I'm just putting that on the neckline,
yes.
just as a necklace, £9.95, you've got something really beautiful there.
That's lovely, actually. Isn't that lovely?
As a light sort of summer fit.
Yeah.
Breaking news, we're going lower. We're going lower. £9.95, we say no to. We say no to. So let's see you on the telephone lines. We are going to take this a little bit lower for you. Imagine that, though, with pyrite in there, the mesh wire. These designs, I think, are going to be a little bit fabulous. £9.95. Got 5 of you on the telephone lines already. We are going lower, so you're not going to be paying £9.95 today. 800 644 655. Are you ready? Hang on to your hats. We're going to get that much lower. We've got to get the slash action in, though, Debbie.
Have we? There you go.
£7.95. £7.95 if you want to take home the gold-plated brass pentagon, it's a long one, isn't it? Chain, it's there at £7.95. Mix that with the mesh, it's going to look gorgeous, and it's for 24 hours only, so I need a bit of a bit of a warning thing there. 24 hours only. We couldn't afford that graphic.
No.
We just
Sorry.
0800 644 655 on the telephone lines is a brilliant, brilliant deal. So that's going to be added into the challenge, along with obviously the black matte frosted rondelles, the onyx. Then we've got, of course, the kit, the star turn kit, all going into the challenge today. So there's lots to treat yourself with, of course, and I think that's going to be very exciting.
Yes.
Any ideas yet? Earrings, bracelet,
loads. But I might take some ideas from some of the ladies that are on the beading course.
I know we've got some visitors. We've been joined. They're all going this way, ladies, not that way. They're all going that way. Come in. We won't bite today. I've been fed this morning.
Camera shy.
Don't be camera shy. Come in, ladies. I will treat you gently. These are some of our ladies.
Hello.
You lovely
We've got
to bottom there. Come in and say hello. Who have we got here? Yvonne. Hello, pleased to meet you. We've got Yvonne, Shirley and Connie. Hello, ladies. How are you?
Hi.
Good. Are you excited about the beading course? Yes. It's gonna be, I was going to join you today, ladies, I have to say. I was booking in to come and join you today, and then I had to come in and see everybody here on Jewellery Maker, so I'm probably going to pop in later and see you. So I'm getting excited and ready to get creating. Have you been doing this for long?
No.
A year? Oh, wow. So you've been doing this for quite some time then. Is this first time for you?
First time, yeah.
Yeah, so a new hobby potentially.
That's nice, actually. Nice to get some new people on. And Cherry's lovely. Cherry will take you through step by step. She's very good.
She's fantastic. So we'll come and see some of your designs a little bit later on. Enjoying having a look around the studio. Is this kind of what you expected it to look like? Or?
No, not at all.
No.
Oh, really?
How you expect it to look.
Do you expect it to be smaller or bigger or?
Bigger.
Really? Yeah. Well, maybe we'll see you on the Sunday sofa then at some stage.
Oh, yes.
Creating. That would be very, very nice. Now,
Yeah.
what I'm going to show to you actually, ladies, is it this the shell bead box with the pinks and the oranges? We're launching a bead box in a moment, and I think, ladies, you might be a little bit. This is going to be a really, really great deal. You can see there, obviously you're going to be working with all of your beads upstairs. Just to let you know, these are some of the colours, obviously, that we're going to be bringing to you in the next sort of selection here on Jewellery Maker. I think these are going to be pretty exciting, just to give you a nudge, nudge, wink, wink, heads up kind of thing. But we will catch up with you a little. I will anyway. I'll come up and catch up with you a little bit later. But give everybody a wave. Say hello to everybody. 40 seconds of fame. You've got to use every second of it. But very nice to meet you. Thank you very much for coming in. And we'll
see you later.
We'll have a quick chat in the break.
Yes.
But we'll be back with the bead box. Stay where you are. Thank you.
Add to your collection with our Beading Projects Edition 2 DVD, full of handy hints and tips for all levels. Join our guest designer Linda as she takes you through her step-by-step instructions for 6 different projects, where you will learn a variety of skills and techniques. To get your hands on a copy, phone our call centre now on 0800 644 655.
Well, here at Jewellery Maker we have absolutely everything that the experienced jewellery maker requires. We also have absolutely everything that a beginner would require. But for the more experienced jewellery maker who has probably encouraged their own creativity, perhaps by buying the kits in the first place, they then move on and become able to look at the gemstones strands that we carry and the findings, and almost make up their own kits, their custom-made kits. And then they're able to put together a beautiful piece of jewellery, possibly that they've even seen in a store in the high street or something, but put it together themselves, and there's nothing more rewarding than doing just that.
New to wirework? Why not come and join us in our Wirework for Beginners course? Join guest designer Louise Jacobson as she takes you through all the basic techniques of using wire.
People would benefit from coming on the wirework course because it's an ideal opportunity to actually experiment without feeling the pressure of actually buying things and then not knowing how to use them straight away.
You will learn a variety of skills, all of which will help you to become more confident when using wire in your jewellery. During the course of the day, you'll get to have a backstage tour of the studio, meet the presenters, and have a trip to our jewellery shop. The full course includes a selection of colours and different gauges of wire, a generous scoop of mixed gemstones, use of all relevant tools, lunch and refreshments, all for just $69.95. For details on course dates and availability, phone our call centre now on 0800 644 655. Get creative with Jewellery Maker.
If for any reason you're not satisfied, you have the benefit of our no-quibble 30-day money-back guarantee. Just complete the returns form enclosed with your goods and send them back for a full refund.
If you have a question or query for Jewellery Maker, then you can contact our call centre on 0800 644 655 and press option 2. Or alternatively, you can email help@jewellerymaker.com.
Hello, welcome back to Jewellery Maker. That was lovely to meet our ladies, wasn't it? Very, very nice indeed. They're all going off now to start getting creative. I love it when you come into the studio. It's always really nice to meet all of you. So we get as much enjoyment out of that as you do. So that was very nice indeed. And they're all been having a little bit of a look at all the pieces we've got coming up. So beading box, very exciting. New in, I've got a 6-strand beading box. These represent such brilliant prices. We did one of these for you yesterday, and what I like about this one particularly, not only do the colours work really, really well together, but they're all really, really different. Now, they do come in your plastic bead box, and these are, I'm sure you've got hundreds of these, Debbie. They're brilliant to keep your gemstones in. I don't know where. And clay.
Yeah. Don't forget, yes, they're very good for storing clay. I've got loads of those. Loads of them.
I mean, I don't know what I'd have used otherwise, to be honest with you.
No, I don't.
They really do, and you can actually move the centre. I know I'm not kind of selling the box, but some of the other ones you used to be able to buy, you can move the centrepieces. You can't in this one, but it just organises your gems, because once you cut into the strand, you're going to have all those loose gemstones. You don't want them rolling away. They're kept in that compartment, so you do get your plastic box. But look at these gemstones in here. Look at the colours we're seeing. Don't they look fantastic? This is a really beautiful bead box that we're seeing here. Beautiful, beautiful colour tones. But we want to find out what is inside here, don't we? The one we launched yesterday, I believe, was a sellout, by the way, just to let you know. But I love these. I love these. Right, have a look at the different colours, and then I'll let you know what you're actually seeing. Just goes on forever, doesn't it? I'll let you know what you're actually seeing in terms of your gemstones. These are glorious. So you've got your bead box, and look at all of these. Look at all of these. We're going to take you through. Don't they look gorgeous? Perfect for your summer designs, these ones. Absolutely beautiful. And we're going to go through all of the gemstones. Ed's going to take us through in terms of what we're actually getting inside here. But you can really, it's the colour tones, I think, straight away that are so striking, isn't it? The colours that you're seeing are absolutely glorious. But all different irregular shapes here. But we've got green shell, golden shell. You've got violet, gorgeous creams on the other end. But they're all the shell. You've got the honey in there as well. And then you've got the fuchsia. Love the fuchsia. It's almost a cranberry tone, this one, isn't it? Very beautiful. People are flying in for this already. Remember, this is your shell pearl. They're very, very beautiful. So these aren't pearls that are taken directly from the mollusk, directly from an oyster, let's say, but reconstituted. So if you're taking the iridescent lining of a mollusk and we're sort of crushing that down and we are reconstituting, we are creating these different shapes and these different looks. So they are organic because of where they've come from, but don't they look absolutely superb? 6 strands, 6 strands, and it's all about the summer colours. These are perfect. You know me, I love my pinks. I love my bubblegum pinks. I love the cranberry tones and the purples that you're seeing in here. And I've got to tell you, it is going to go below £20. 6 strands, they are going to go below £20. How phenomenal is that? Every single one of these gemstones, I think you're going to love. Every single one of these strands are just gorgeous. Well done. On the telephone line straight away. That price is going to come in. We're going to go straight down. And there we go. £17.95. You've got 6 strands for £17.95. Take it away on the phone lines and on the web, all the W's.jewellerymaker.com. They are fantastic, aren't they? Absolutely beautiful. Well done. There is a slight wait on the telephone lines. You're going to be waiting about a minute, but please do stay there. But that really is quite sensational, isn't it? Well done. 08400 644 655. Loving the colour tones, the golds, the honeys, the creams, the oranges, pinks and sort of magentas almost coming through. And absolutely complimentary. You can mix and match these gemstones as much as you want to. £17.95. What does that work out per strand? You've got 6 individual strands here. It's nothing, is it? £17.95. And of course, you've got to add in your bead box to that equation as well. It's almost like the bead box is in for free, let's be honest. Your plastic bead box that you can see, the 6 individual compartments, in terms of just paying that for yourself, let's be honest, it's going to be, you know, you're looking at around £3, even if the bead box is perhaps free. You're looking at less than £3 a strand. That is pretty incredible. For the colour tones that you're seeing, they are gorgeous. Well done. All the W's.jewellerymaker.com. 0800 644 655. They're all 38 centimetre strands. Don't forget, if you are queuing, if you are on the telephone lines, please do stay with us. You're looking about a minute wait at £17.95. Half the stock has now been allocated. So if you're watching a repeat show later on, at the moment, during the live show, we've still got half the stock. So give it a go. Give that a chance. You've got a very good opportunity to take this home. Brilliant, brilliant deal for that bead box. They are so, so popular. If you don't know how you're using these gemstones yet, you will. As soon as you get these home, you will start. And my goodness me, they are really, really cute. Well done. Congratulations. £17.95. Hold the telephone lines. I know that you're queuing, but if you stay there, please, please do absolutely enjoy those. Now, if you are new to us here at Jewellery Maker, you will need your findings, you will need your silver. And I think one of the best ways to get some of your silver findings is to buy a kit, because you do get so much. As we said, silver, we know the price of silver and gold have been changing all over the place, but that would be a really great way of adding in your silver to your design. So we're going to bring to you lots of more kits coming up, but where are we moving to before that, Ed? Low stock kits. Okie dokie, we're going to do some low stock kits, but before that, we're going to have a few more text messages, I do believe. We've had a few more texts. If you do want to text in, send it to us here at Jewellery Maker, which is JM Studio. Start your text with JM Studio to 60777. It will cost you a normal standard network rate. Now, we asked you at the beginning of the show, what's the best thing that's happened to you since you started to be a part of us here at Jewellery Maker? And you have been texting in, so let's have a look at one of your first texts. This is from Juliet. Hello, Juliet in London, with lots of kisses. Juliet said, the best thing that has happened to me since I started getting involved with Jewellery Maker is that I have improved my creative ability in jewellery making, as well as improving my knowledge around gemstones from across the world. Thank you. I love you all, from Juliet. Thank you, Juliet. Seriously, that's really lovely to hear. That's what we like to hear. The fact that obviously you're being creative, but you're getting to know so much as well is brilliant. Thank you, Juliet. We've also had one from Jane, and this is the effect it can have on people. Jane has said, hi, I'm new to Jewellery Maker as I'm at home recovering from breast cancer. Second kit came last week. First two kits, sorry, came last week, and I'm loving it. Best thing, new hobby, inspiring me to fight and keep going. Brilliant, Jane. What more? That is fantastic. That's really best of luck with everything as well. And thank you very much for your test. We wish you all the very best, and yet keep creating, keep going. That's really lovely to hear. Thank you, Jane. That means the world to hear about your text, to hear obviously what's happening to you as well at home. It's very much part of the family here at Jewellery Maker. Thank you, Jane, and yeah, best of luck. Keep going. Now, we've also, have we had another one? Did I see another one flash up there, or am I just making it up? I'm making it up. Keep your texts coming in. We'll show some more of those to you a little bit later on, but we are continuing now with some limited stock kits. We've got some beauties here, I can say, some very, very nice kits indeed here. Are we starting with EVG? Yes, the nearest one to me. Are you going to follow me, Ed? I'm just going to pick and Ed's going to follow me. Keep your texts coming in. Thank you we do appreciate them. We do appreciate them. Right, have a look at what we've got in here. Nice colours. Really, really lovely colours. Oh, made for me. Made for me. You know I like my big slabs of gemstones. I'm pendant crazy at the moment. Oh, these are gorgeous. Oh, they're very complimentary, aren't they? Beautiful. Really, really fantastic. Look at these. Look at these. They are gorgeous, aren't they? Now, this is our Ladylike kit. Very nice. Ladylike kit. Black edge, agate, irregular flat coins. They're good, so they're looking pretty regular there, though. 37 to 45 millimetres. We've got 30 carats of nude and orange agate rounds and 220 carats of red agate. I'm trying to say it all in one word. Red agate faceted rounds, I'm trying to say in one word, which came out as they're 10 millimetres. So you've got some really lovely different size options here, from the really small to the really, really huge. So giving you lots of food for thought, I think, with that. Solid sterling silver. You've got lots of pieces of solid sterling silver, and of course, there we go. You can see all of that, from your head pins to your shepherd's hook, your clasps, your crimp beads, and of course 6 meters of elastic. Your beading thread, 1 large and 1 small gift bag. So you'll get all that. I don't know if you get the monofilament wire actually in this kit, so I'm going to pop that there. I don't think you do. I think it's the beading thread and the elastic. But originally launched, did we originally launch at £24.95. You do get monofilament. Let's add it back. It just wasn't on my graphics. It's back in. Ladylike jewellery kit. I don't want to leave that out if that's what you're going to get. So you've got 150 metres of the monofilament. So originally launched at £24.95, but today, on the Late Show, we're naughty on the Late Show, £19.95, but we're honouring that for you here today. Another great way to introduce you to jewellery making. All of our ladies on our beading kit today, I'm sure they're going to be going home with armfuls of gemstones and findings and the likes. Probably lots of kits, I would say. And surely the ladies, definitely, we need to tell the ladies about our beading basics bundle, don't we? We can't let them go home without that. £19.95. Great deal. Of course, you get your magazines, you get your free DVD. If you've never done this before, they're all free of charge. We don't add any extra pounds and pennies on for those. And that is really a brilliant, brilliant bundle, isn't it? £19.95 for a very ladylike kit. I'm going to hold those up to the neckline, actually, because I love the size. Love the size of these. You know me, I like my pendants. I would take one of those and wire wrap it. Absolutely glorious. £19.95. You can have a big chunky necklace though. Be a bit heavy if you used all of those, I would have thought, but you could certainly take one or two. Maybe have quite an asymmetric design, I'm thinking. Maybe two one side, one the other.
You see, everybody out there knows that I love tassels. I just have one big one and a nice chain and lots of tassels of gems that are
Nice.
lovely.
Well, you could do that with the smaller ones, couldn't you?
You could.
Have one of these.
You could.
Then then the smaller ones, you could create your sort of tassel-y drop from that.
Lovely.
How about for beady beads, Debbie?
Oh yes, stunning for beady beads. Yes,
nude
absolutely.
and orange.
Yes. If Olga's out there, that was on the course yesterday, she said she loved beady beads, she wanted more, so here we go.
There we go, you can use that for your beady beads. £19.95, they're gorgeous. Well done, great work, congratulations. So let's keep moving on. Got our next one coming up. What's the name of our next kit, I wonder? Oh, where is it? Where is it? Which one does this begin with? SYG. I've got it. I've got it. Oh, really? Oh, I'm liking the colour of these. Summertime. Straight away. Summer, summer, summertime. Who sang that? I don't know. Oh, was it Will Smith? Was it? Was it really? I thought it was a lady. Was it really Will Smith? Are you winding me up? Oh, I'm sure it was a girl. Sure. I don't believe you. I don't believe you. I'm going to have... Is that like his big famous song? I think they're winding me up, Debbie.
I think they're winding you up, actually.
I thought it was a lady. I thought it was quite an old song.
I thought it was.
Summer,
just...
summer, summertime.
Don't know.
Maybe I'm not as cool and funky as I thought. not down with the kids. Is that what you do? Something like that.
I can't do that.
Don't know. I shouldn't do it. This is your Shimmering Shoals kit. Very, very nice. This could be a Sean Connery kit, or Shimmering Shoals. Lovely, lovely colours. I love Amazonite. They are so... We had a lot of Amazonite on the show last night, but this is the real sort of duck egg turquoise colour. And they are graduated. Oh, this is. I think I might be getting this.
The early bird, you know that smoky quartz?
Yes.
Looks stunning.
Oh yeah, if you've not got the early bird, the smoky quartz with that would look terrific. Yes. Beautiful nuggets. These are gorgeous. Really, really beautiful, aren't they? Okay, so we've got the Amazonite. That's 580 carats. 18 by 15 to 29 by 17. Pyrite, obviously, we already know we adore. We've given Debbie the pyrite, obviously, to work within the challenge. Then Peruvian opal, double strand, I have to stress here. So this is like getting 4 strands of gemstones. Originally launched at £24.95 with the solid sterling silver and, of course, your organza gift bags and all of your monofilament beading thread and elastic. But on Sunday night, we were naughty with our Shimmering Shoals on the Late Show. We were naughty, we slashed the price. We'll honour that. We will honour that with you this morning. So we're not looking at the £25 mark. We're going to £19.95. That, for the Amazonite, I just think is ridiculous on its own. I absolutely love these. You can tell they're real straight away. As soon as you touch them, they're cold. You react here to temperature change because they're genuine gems. That is beautiful. What a great chance to start a new hobby for under £20. If you are at home, maybe circumstances have changed, you're looking for a new hobby, you want something to cheer you up, you want something to channel your creativity into, this is a great way to start at £19.95. And can I suggest, if you are starting at £19.95 with this kit, add in the Beading Basics bundle. I'm going to harp on about that all morning because I just think that is such terrific value. And of course, you've got your 3 major tools that you'll need to use if you want to start creating. It's such a terrific deal. It really is. At £29.99, the Beading Basics bundle, add it to your kit. We saved over £26 on that kit for you on the beading bundle. So it's a terrific opportunity. Was it even more than that? Oh, okay, so it was even more than that because we actually took it lower than we were supposed to go. It's all about being naughty this morning, isn't it? There we go. There you can see. That is your £29.99. That's not for the Shimmering Shoals, though, is it? £29.99 is the price for the beading bundle. The words are there for the. We've got a mix of graphics there. That's the graphic, the words, but that's the right code. So ignore the Shimmering Shoals, but that was the right code with your £29.99 for the Beading Basics bundle. That's all right, Ed. We can't all be perfect, can we? We can't all be perfect. That's all right. Now, next up, oh, I'm going to go for these hot reds. Look at these. Ooh, corals. The Smoky Quartz Early Bird. Glorious. This is code REG, I think. REG. Ooh, not seen those before. Not seen those before. Oh my goodness, Debbie, you're going to love this. That is fabulous.
Oh, I like that.
Aren't they gorgeous?
What's that in the middle?
I don't know. It's bicolour agate.
That's beautiful.
I've never seen that before. That is really... Look at the patterns on there.
The shine over here is
Oh
incredible.
my word. They're good. And the smoky quartz with the coral.
Yes.
Wouldn't that be beautiful? This is what Debbie was talking about in terms of bringing to you sort of the reds and the oranges on here. Very, very nice indeed. You can see the coral and the agate. They look absolutely incredible. You've got one large, one small gift bag. You've got 50 metres of beading thread, 6+ meters of elastic. Your monofilament wire in there, of course, as well. But look at those. You've got a double strand again here with your red coral nuggets. There is nothing hotter or more holiday-like than your coral gemstones. They are absolutely terrific. You can make some fabulous stretchy bracelets with the red coral. And of course, whether you're dangling those down, make some fantastic earrings, whether you're going to do perhaps what Debbie normally does and add those perhaps to below a pendant, and then you've got that lovely sort of drop from a pendant. They are going to look hot. And look at the colours. Look at the different detail you're getting in the bicolour agate. They rock. I love them. And quite sort of lovely salmon and orangey tones you can see in there. They would possibly work very nicely with the mesh that we've given to you, Debbie.
They would actually. They pick up the colour beautifully. They really would, yes, actually.
Like them. They are really lovely, aren't they? And you've got the two different sizes to start you off with as well. So you've got there the 12mm. That's approximately 37 rather than 38 centimetre strand. And then you've got 140 carats of the smaller 8mm as well. But that's sensational to see those together. That faceting is gorgeous. Of course, you get your silver. We've got 30 pieces of solid sterling silver. As always, you've got one large, one small gift bag, 50 metres of thread, 6+ meters of elastic, and 150 of monofilament wire. A tangerine dream. That's lovely. That is really a lovely price. $17.95. I've got a hunch about this. I think this might be a bit of a sellout kit, personally. I really do think this is going to be a massive reaction. The colours are absolutely sensational. $17.95 for your Tangerine Dream jewellery kit. They are going very, very quickly indeed. I'm just going to twist these two together and I'm going to hold these to the neckline because I think these are going to go really well with my dress, because I've got the little spots, which are very, very similar colours on my dress to those strands. Oh, look at that. That works brilliantly, doesn't it? $17.95.
Perfect.
Do I have to get this kit?
Yes.
It'd be rude not to, wouldn't it?
Yes, it would.
It'd be rude not to. If Debbie said I have to buy it.
Absolutely.
$17.95, and then adding that hot colour of the coral, and you are looking at something fantastic. Double strand of the red coral there, perfect for your holidays. Lovely, perhaps just even with your bikini and a sarong, if you want something to wear on the beach, nothing too precious if you don't want to necessarily be wearing your diamonds and your sapphires on the beach. That is going to look absolutely wonderful, isn't it? You get them all, £17.95 with all of your solid sterling silver. They are gorgeous. Absolutely flying out of the door, which I think they should be, considering we're all hoping we've not had summer. We're all hoping it's still to arrive. At $17.95, you can see how gorgeous these are. Now, if you're hitting a queue, don't panic, you're being answered super, super quickly. These are causing a massive reaction. Oh, look at that one. Look at that one, that's fabulous. What you could do, I would split these up actually. I'd have to go through these. Some you've got definitely more of the blacks. That one is just, and that one covered in colour. So many different patterns, so much detail. We are loving this here at Jewellery Maker today. You are loving this, and I don't blame you. If you're watching the live show now, if you're watching the repeat show later on, try it, because this is a fabulous kit. The Tangerine Dream kit at $17.95. What an amazing opportunity. Well done on that. That is really, you're continuing to come in. Absolutely what you need to do. Definitely recommend that. That is going to be one of that. I think that might be one of the best-selling kits. I'm going to say I think that's going to be the best-selling kit for today. Oh, you see, I say that though, and then I look in here, and then I look in here, and I go, oh, I don't know. It's. Oh, you see. I'm so fickle, aren't I? I'm so fickle when it comes to gemstones. I know, because you see something, you think, oh, that's it, made my decision. And then you see something else and go, oh, I don't know. At the end of the day, you know, these gemstones, they place themselves in your life, don't they? They arrive on the screen, you look at them and go, that's my favourite, I'm having that. Then you see the next kit and you go, oh, I need that one. This is the next one. No, I need that one. Fine. Luckily, you can add to your order for one set in P&P. It's a good job we don't charge in terms of weight, isn't it? Because if we did, my goodness me, it'd be a very, very high sort of P&P, wouldn't it? But you can add 1 or 101 pieces to. Can you imagine if you did that in a show? 101.
Oh, I say.
That'd be nice, wouldn't it?
Ooh.
Go all out crazy.
Oh, yes.
These are absolutely fantastic. You can see, look at this. Now, okay, we're going to look at these in a little bit more detail. This is your Touch of Silk jewellery kit. Touch of Silk. Now, this was originally, I've got a bit of fluff on here. Do bear with me a second. There we go. There we are. Sort that out. There we go. This was originally launched at where, sorry? £27.95. £27.95. Yeah, great price. Great price considering you've got amethyst. Look at the size of the amethyst in here. So strong as well. You've got amethyst medium nuggets, that's 13 by 4 up to 18 by 7, 290 carats, alongside the multi-quartz faceted large nuggets. They're 10 by 9 to 25 by 16 and 450 carats. Gorgeous colours in there. Well, it makes perfect sense to obviously add in your pink shell pearls. Gorgeous. They're your pink shell plain rounds, 6mm, and they are absolutely, I mean, they look like they've just been taken out of an oyster. You wouldn't know. Obviously, the pink shell pearl is from the shell reconstituted to give you that look. I mean, it's the look of a perfect round, brilliant, spherical pearl, and the colour tones are pretty. You could go as feminine, as classic as you wanted to here, but as funky and as modern as you wanted to on the other foot. So that gives you, I think, a realm of possibility. I've got no idea where we're going to in terms of price on this, and I don't know if I want to know, as we launch this at 19 and 95. Solid sterling silver, of course. You've got all of your findings. You've got your crimp beads, your shepherd hooks. You've got your clasps, your head pins, and all of your beading thread. 6+ meters of elastic, 150 meters of monofilament wire. This is a terrific kit for under £20. I'd pay that for the amethyst. Seriously, if I was to see that amethyst strand, and it's the quality, because if you look at the amethyst here, and obviously working on our sister channels, I've seen a lot of amethyst. It is a very, very desirable gem. I think alongside the likes of your big precious 4, your diamonds, your emeralds, your rubies, your sapphires, we look at aquamarine, we look at perhaps some of the beryl gemstones like morganite, amethyst, garnet. I think these are the gemstones that are absolutely so important to us. That colour, the array of colours in here, you've got deep, almost what I would sort of refer to as maybe Zambian quality amethyst. They look stunning, don't they? Very, very pretty. £19.95. They look absolutely glorious, don't they? 0800 644 655. Classic pearls. Obviously, you could quite simply string them on their own, or you could put those with classic white pearls. But they look so gorgeous, don't they? £19.95. Can I just grab? I've got down here. I've just spotted here. These are beautiful. The carve, you're going to go wild for these, I've got to say. We've not showed these to anybody. I've got some stunning rose quartz carved roses. Now, when you see this, I'm going to show you actually the kit together with the roses. Should we launch them? Let's launch them, because you're going to go wild for these. Aren't they beautiful? Just taking those two aside, the roses and the pearls, the shell pearl, I think that is one of the most feminine looks I've brought to you. I really, really do. If we're thinking about summer weddings, if you're lucky enough to be having a summer wedding this year, maybe that's your bridesmaid colours. Maybe that's the colours you've picked to go on your chair covers, on your table centres. I think classically, the pinks anyway always sell. It's a feminine colour. It's a very pretty colour. And you've got these gorgeous lilacs that are coming in with the shell. But add in something funky. Add in the multi-quartz faceted nuggets. You could easily, if you didn't want the strong sort of greens in there, why don't you, from the faceted nuggets, pick out the more rose quartz colours? You could just quite simply add texture and variation. Those roses, can you believe they're all carved? I mean, that takes such a time to do, doesn't it?
I think we forget, actually, don't we, that these are hand carved.
Yeah.
We forget with the price. But they are absolutely beautiful. I had some of the hand carved citrine a while ago, and I couldn't believe the quality and the time it must have taken somebody to sit and hand carve each one.
Yeah.
But they are beautiful. Say for weddings, for bridesmaids.
They're so stunning.
Pretty.
And to pick out one or two of those in a feature, I think kind of makes more of them sometimes, doesn't it?
Absolutely.
They're very, very elegant, and yet, you know, this isn't about tumble faceting. This is about carving every single one of those gemstones intricately, perfectly, and bringing you that same sort of design. Obviously, they're going to be very, very slightly different. They've got to be individual. If something's handcrafted, if you're cutting or carving or faceting into a gem, obviously with a design like this, you can't make every single one 100% identical. It's impossible. Obviously, even if we're following exactly the same design, if you were to get under a microscope, they're going to be slightly different. That's the beauty of getting something that is hand carved, that is hand faceted. You can see how soft and delicate and beautiful the colour tones are. Rose quartz, I think, works with every skin tone. If you think about morganite we recognise as being one of the most flattering gemstones to the skin tone. What colours are you seeing in the rose quartz? It's in the same band, isn't it? It's morganite, rose quartz, the soft pink pearls. Pink's the colour of love, pink's the colour of emotion, and we do love. It's one of my favourite colours on the planet, whether it's a soft candy floss baby pink or whether it's an electric, vibrant fuchsia. I love pink, and I don't think I come over as a pink girl sometimes, as a girly girl, but I really am. You should see everything in my house. It's pink. Pink and flowery. I love it. I'm very much a girly girl. And this, when you're considering you're getting 340 carats of rose quartz, they're 12 millimetres in terms of size. I've got to stress how well you are doing on the telephone lines and on the web for this already, because we had a great stock, a big stock of these, and already we are fast approaching half of it being allocated. You've not even seen the price. We could be, don't worry, we're not. We could be bringing in a world price of £80, £40, we're not, but already nearly half the stock has gone. That, to me, I love to hear, because that proves that you trust us here at Jewellery Maker, so thank you for that. Genuinely, I know a lot of regular bidders have done this. We've got new customers on the telephone lines that are doing this right now, and you've never done this before. You've no idea what price you're about to pay, but you understand that you've got a 30-day money-back guarantee, that you can change your mind, and this will be lovely. I promise you, at £12.90. If these were rounds, at £12.95, fantastic deal. They're not rounds, they're carved, hand-carved roses. Debbie's jaw has just about hit the desk at that. That really is lovely.
If you go to a wedding fair and you see jewellery for bridesmaids, they start at sort of £20, £30 upwards for each bracelet. If you had a little bridesmaid and just made a stretchy, you know, got a tiny little one who likes to just play with the jewellery, can you imagine putting that with a little heart charm or something on? It just looks stunning. The price, my goodness.
Really pretty. And the bracelet you made earlier on, the Enchanting Forest kit that we had, that first bracelet, the stretchy that I liked, just had that little cluster detail. You could do that so easily, couldn't you?
Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. And so comfortable for bridesmaids to wear if they're not used to wearing jewellery.
Yeah, beautiful.
Lovely.
£12.95. Well done. Congratulations. That is not bad at all. 340 carats of handcrafted rose quartz gemstones. Give that a go. Even if you're watching the repeat show, please give that a go, because my goodness me, you're not going to want to miss out on those. They are really different and very, very beautiful. So huge congratulations on that. Fabulous work. Have we got time for one more kit? Yay, let's do it. Why not? Always time for kits. And something completely different here. Ooh. Now, I love these. Now, did I have this last night, I think? I think I did. I did. Gave it a bit of that action. Bit of slash action. Splendour in the Rain. I'm going to show to you first of all, I adore this strand, and if you are starting off, if you simply restring this strand and add a lobster claw clasp maybe at the back, look at what you could create. How simple would that be? I mean, it's ready to go, isn't it? Can you see the silver?
Stunning. Has it got silver in between?
It's got silver beads, silver balls between every one of the gemstones.
Well, you don't need anything else, do you, really?
Exactly.
It's done for you.
Exactly.
That's beautiful.
I love it. Splendour in the Rain, and it's graduated, so you've got the smaller gemstones at the back, and what I particularly love with all of that, it's black Chinese jade, graduated faceted rondelles. You can see that feature, big one at the bottom. But then, I'll bring this down so you can have a look, but look at how it sparkles. I mean, if you're wearing that with a little black dress, the sparkle you're going to get from the faceting, it's the lustre, obviously, is going to look just gorgeous. You can see there, look at the silver beads you're getting in between. How fab is that? So you've got the silver beads every time between those gemstones. So from going at the small at the back to the big ones at the centre. Then we've got tourmaline, a double strand. Now that in itself as well, I go absolutely wild for my tourmaline. It's my favourite gemstone. 260 carats And then we've got the pink Chinese jade rondelles. Now, I'm remembering, I know what we did with this last night, and it really does look. Really? Okay. I'm glad I'm with you today, Ed. This is naughty. This is naughtiness. What we're going to do, I'm really sorry about this, but I know for the people that bought this last night, the price you paid, I'm afraid we're not going to be able to match that price. I'm sorry about that. We are, however, going to make it lower. So what happens to everybody that bought it last night? Don't panic. We will sort your order out. We're going to honour the price of today. That's a little bit generous, isn't it? We like to do that. We like to look after you. So if everybody that bought this from me last night, the price you paid, we're going to take more off it. So we'll sort your account out. We'll adjust it accordingly. Don't panic about that. You are going to get money back into your bank account. You've gone to bed last night feeling very chuffed with yourself at the price you paid because it was fantastic. And you're waking up, if you're watching now and thinking, I bought that last night, you're going to get this price as well. We will adjust your account accordingly. I like the sound of that. I like this. So it does pay to watch the shows. Obviously in the evenings, the late shows, we bring to you some incredible deals, slashing prices, but any show as well. Any shows, if you're watching this morning, obviously we're going to honour prices left, right and centre. You never know, we might do something crazy like this and go even lower. 0800 644 655, ready for this? And of course, it's not just the 3 strands. You've got the silver, you've got the organza gift bags. You're going to get all of them on a filament beading thread, metres of elastic as well. Is that 17? Yes, it is. $17.95. So you've got a couple of pounds back in your pocket there. We've gone lower than we brought this kit to you at last night, so we will adjust your account. That is terrific. The silver in between the beads of the black Chinese jade really adds to that look. You don't have to keep it like that. You don't have to keep it in that one strand, of course. You can split this up. You can make so many fabulous designs. I've got to stress and highlight the fact that you're getting this tourmaline. The double strand of tourmaline for $17.99 is absolutely off the scale. And you can see, look how the pinks are coming in with that strand. They are gorgeous, aren't they? You are diving, rocketing to the telephone lines. Well done for taking that home. They are gorgeous, aren't they? $17.95. Look at the tourmaline is known as the chameleon gemstone. It's available all over the world. It's known as the chameleon gem because you get so many different colours from it. If you're familiar with tourmaline, you maybe think about the blues of Paraiba, the reds of rubellite, the greeny blues of indicolite. Pink tourmaline is so hard to get your hands on. Pink tourmaline is very, very difficult to acquire. Look at that one. That's sort of verging on those sort of Paraiba tourmaline tones, isn't it? That is my all-time favourite gemstone in the world. Above diamonds, above sapphires and rubies, I'm tourmaline. I'm a tourmaline queen. And I didn't even know about tourmaline until I started to work here in the building. Never even heard of the gem. Now it is one of my favourites. Really selling out, I've got to say, very limited in stock. If you were just about to pick up the phone and think, oh, I'm not going to get it, you could. We still have opportunities available. So if somebody's on the phone right now, give them a gentle nudge. Excuse me, I need the phone. 0800 644 655 and call us. Get 1 or 2 or 3 of these. There's no limit on the kits that you take home. Splendour in the rain. Can you imagine if you were to buy that necklace, ready-made with a lobster claw clasp on in the high street at a costume, if it was costume jewellery, what would you pay? £10, £12, maybe it's costume jewellery, I don't know. If that was a genuine strand of gemstones, which this is, at $17.95, I'd be in that shop and buying those up. Well done, congratulations. Hold the telephone lines because we want to launch another kit for you. We'd like to launch our second kit of the day. Honey, honey, da, 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 as sang by Will Smith. I don't believe that. Right, let's have a look. It's not that song. You see, I told you. Oh, summertime. Okay. I got my summertime and my honey confused. Now who looks silly? Now who looks silly? Now I'm paying the price of looking old. Right, we have. Come on, Jack. Come in and make an appearance. Have you met Jack, everybody? Jack and I, we firmly met yesterday, didn't we?
Yeah.
Really, really nicely. Jack did a little bit of a faux pas yesterday, didn't you, Jack?
A little bit.
Did you call me a dragon yesterday?
It might have been something along those lines.
Might have been something along those lines.
Might have been.
You meant lion, though, didn't you?
It was lion,
not dragon.
Yeah.
Don't know why dragon came into your mind, though. Is it because I breathe fire? Is that what it is?
Yeah, that'd be it.
What?
They're saying in my ear.
What are they saying in your ear, Jack?
I'm not going to repeat it.
Go on, tell me. What?
No.
They said, is this because I'm hot? Is that what it is?
Could be why.
Make him go red. Go on, I'll leave you alone. I'll leave you alone. What's that? You want to take this one, dear? I can pass it to you. See all that chitter-chatter and suddenly we're not doing our job. There you go. There you go. Well, notice I said we, I meant you. Right, next. Love him. Next kit is our Honey jewellery kit. Gorgeous, gorgeous summer colours in here as well. Really natural, I think. A very organic, natural feel to these. In fact, look at these. Shall I just take these off? I love them. They're so, so pretty. Once again, I think with any skin tone as well, with your lighter, darker of skin tone, they are going to be so, so complementary, aren't they? Beautiful strands of gemstones. Don't they look fantastic? Really, really pretty. Fire agate barrels, now I could take those home any day of the week. They're new to my eyes. I've never seen the fire agate barrels previously, but they look absolutely sensational, don't they? Gorgeous. You've got 160 carats of crazy lace agate in there as well. And of course, then you've got the smaller faceted rounds of the fire agate in there as well. Really, really quite beautiful, aren't they? All members, of course, of the agate family that you can see, but wonderfully complementary. Different shapes, different sizes, and different sort of feel that you get from the gemstones, whether they're rounds, whether they're facets, and then, of course, the shapes of them really do. I love those barrels. 14 by 11 millimetres. I think. Do you work a lot with these, Debbie? Have you seen these before?
I don't actually. No, I've only had them twice. That sort of shape since I've been on Jewellery Maker, and I love them. They're really nice, aren't they?
They just feel really nice.
They do.
They are gorgeous. OK, well, lots of you on the phone lines already. It's our brand new kit today. I know there are going to be lots and lots and lots of our regular customers that are taking this home, and we will be. My goodness me, I've got to be. I'm thinking. £24.95 would be a bargain deal, I think, for the Honey kit, personally. £24.95, I think we've every right to do that. Remembering your solid sterling silver, 30 pieces of 95. Silver, I mean, you can pay a lot for silver out there, can't you? And then, of course, your monofilament wire, 6+ meters of jewellery elastic, and then you've got all of that beading thread. That will keep you busy. That will keep you occupied for a long time. All of that you're getting. And, of course, your one small and one large organza gift bag. We want to offer this to you at a brilliant price, an introductory price. It's brand new, so you're going to get an introductory offer. So I'm not saying definitely that we're going to repeat this again. I don't know. All I know now is this is an introductory offer for you. A bit like what I would call a sort of a PR sort of a jewellery kit for you right now. That's where we kind of make friends as opposed to anything with a kit like this at the price you're going to take this down to. Get onto the telephone lines. I know if you are waiting again, you're probably waiting for about a minute. Honestly, all we're asking for is your time. It's not about payment in terms of your telephone call, because that's a free phone number. So 0800 644 655, and on the world of the web, all the w's.jewellerymaker.com. You've got some of the most wonderful complementary colours. And at £19.95, that is a genuine introductory price, a great first deal. If this is your first jewellery kit, it is brand new today, so I know that all of our regular customers are going to be flying in to take this home. Remember, if you're new, you get your DVD, you get your booklet absolutely free of charge, you get your monthly magazine in there free of charge as well with this kit. The only thing you're missing are your tools of the trade, your flat nose pliers, your cutters, and of course your round nose pliers. Get your basic beading bundle. I'll get that right. Get your beading basics bundle. Add that on at £29.99, and you've got the professional tools of the trade to work with when you take home this kit. You are going to be starting off flying at £19.99. Wonderful, wonderful colours. And we are going to give you ideas on this as well, because Debbie has been working with this kit, and you're going to get the chance in a moment or two to again text in and let us know which of the techniques you'd like Debbie to show you. Under £20, you've got 3 fantastic strands. You're not even paying, let's work this out, you're not even paying £7 a strand. You're not even paying, if you were paying £7 a strand, would be at £21. We need to add in monofilament wire, elastic, beading thread, silver, 30 pieces of silver, and I've got no pounds to add into that. If the gemstones were £7 each, we'd be at 21. That's why it's a deal. That's why this is an incredible introductory deal. And we haven't even seen all of this gorgeousness I'm looking at in terms of what Debbie's already created to give you some idea, to give you some inspiration, because they really are so, so beautiful. £19.95, 0800 644 655. They are selling like hotcakes. Congratulations. Keep coming in for that. You still have the chance to grab this, but I'm going to hot foot it over to Debbie because I want to see these designs because they are looking absolutely gorgeous. Now again, we've got a selection of necklaces, bracelets and earrings. I love them. I love the barrels. Little bit addicted to those.
I had a bee very similar to this when I was on with Fee, and she said it reminded her of the nut brittle. Do you remember the toffee with the nuts in?
Yeah, absolutely.
And I know exactly what she means, because it does look like nut brittle. It does,
a little bit like if you've seen peanut wood as well before, it's got that kind of feel, hasn't it? Can I just say, if you've not taken the early bird yet, the smoky quartz early bird.
Stunning. That would look lovely with that, actually.
Wouldn't it?
Really
Wouldn't
would.
it?
Look really, really lovely with this.
Gorgeous. So let's have a look now. If you were with us a little bit earlier on, what we're going to do now is we're going to ask you to send in your text what technique, what piece of jewellery here would you like Debbie to show you how to create. So if we're going to start with beautiful earrings.
Just spiral. I mean, I only had 2 left, so I thought, what on earth can I do? And I kept the milky coloured to the end, so I just did a quick spiral.
They're really effective though, aren't they?
Really pretty.
See, if I saw those in a jeweller's for £10, I'd think nothing of it.
Well, yeah, so even at a craft fair, probably.
And your kit's £19.95.
Amazing,
It's
amazing.
ridiculous. So that's number 1. If you want to text JM Studio and number 1, we'll have a look at that. Number 2, we've got a little bit more all out in terms of the sort of the wire work on this one. Fantastic. Number 2, they look fabulous, really funky. So that's your number 2 for those earrings. Number 3 is going to be your necklace with the barrels. And you can see using the beading thread on there. Very, very elegant design, lovely drop down the centre of the neckline. So that's your number 3. Number 4, we're going back to the stretches,
I know,
which we
love. I'd love those.
They're always going to feature, aren't they?
I know,
always going to feature.
With a little stretchy on the front as well.
Cute.
That just is a little
set it off.
Like a beady bead, yes.
So that's number 4 for your bracelet. Number 5 is that's
matching
set,
really.
isn't
Yes.
it?
Yes.
Really lovely. And again, you've got those sort of little beady beads added onto that particular necklace. That's number 5. If you'd like to show, if you'd like Debbie to show us how to do that one, text in JM Studio and text in number 5. And last but not least, at the end, I'm saying nothing, is the bracelet. 6 chances. Oh, 6 chances. I don't know why I'm saying that. It's number 6. No 6 chances about it. I don't know where that came from. Number 6. And you've got, oh, it's cup of tea. It's 11:15.
I know.
It's cup of tea and biscuit time, isn't it?
It is.
It always happens. Always happens. So do stay with us. Send us a text and let us know which one of those you'd like to see Debbie create. There we go. That is your JM Studio. Start it with that as it gets lost in the ether and all those texts end up on little Tom's phone. Send it to 60777. They don't. Normal network charges will apply. So get texting. And if you do want to text in as well and let us know what's the best thing that's happened to you since you started to join us here at Jewellery Maker. It might be an experience that you've had.
What is the best thing that's happened to you since you started Jewellery Maker?
Oh gosh, I'm on the spot. Do you know what? Seriously, the best thing. No, I didn't know that. The best thing that's happened to me is actually I love making my cards. I've always liked making my cards. I've always been creative. When I was at school, I loved doing pencil drawings. I loved doing sort of portraits, and I kind of stopped doing that and moved on to other things. I'm just loving, I love jewellery, end of story, that's why I do the job that I do. I'm interested in gemstones. And then to be able to come over here and still keep learning about my gemstones, where they come from, what they're made up of, compositions, etc. And to actually be able to then make my own design, so I can again start to be creative.
One of the ladies said yesterday how to incorporate cards with jewellery. Is to
just started to do.
Oh right, there you go. It's to do gift cards on a craft stall, you know, one that say happy birthday, happy Easter, whatever, and punch the 2 holes in and then put your earrings inside and give it as a gift. I mean, how lovely.
That's what I've just started to do with my cards. I've started to put... And I was in the car this morning driving to work, obviously concentrating on the work on the road, but I was just sort of dreaming up of different ideas, and I'm doing it with the pendants, not the big ones, but with the smaller pendants.
It's a lovely idea.
Putting them into the centre of the card. I'm going to be selling them at my first craft fair. I'm so excited.
You'll have to all go.
Frightened. I know. I might let you know a bit close to the time. I might be a bit embarrassed.
You'll turn up.
Oh my goodness.
Flags.
I know. Come on, Ruth.
Hello.
Right, we we have lots more to share. And obviously, I've got to say as well, meeting everybody on Facebook, I think as well, the big community that we've got.
If you have a problem,
I love
they just
that.
answer your questions. Brilliant.
Yeah, I feel like we've made a lot of friends since we started here at Jewellery Maker, and that's very important. So keep sending in the best thing that's happened to you. But we are going to have a look at another kit now, which is called Chips and Nuggets. We like the sound of this. It's not a kit, sorry. It's not. It's a what? Sorry. It's a segment. It's not a kit, Debbie.
Oh,
it's
sorry.
a segment.
It's a segment.
A segment.
It's more posh than a kit, obviously.
You can carry on with your challenge,
Thank
Debbie.
you very much.
Well, you carry on with your challenge while I look at chips. 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 Is there any fish around here as well, or is it just... No, it's just nuggets. That's all right. That's all right. I don't actually have it. That's why I was probably a bit confused, because I was looking over here. I've still got my honey kit. So actually, that wasn't just me being having a blonde moment, because I saw kit and thought, it's a kit. It's just a kit. Debbie, what's your favourite? What's your favourite moment? What's your favourite experience? What's the best thing that's happened to you? That was Ed walking in front of the camera, by the way. Didn't know it was on, did you? So on-studio savvy.
Oh, I was unprofessional. I don't know.
He didn't know that camera was going to be on. So what's the best thing that's happened to you?
I think the best thing that's happened to me, I think meeting a whole new group of people. I think they fire your imagination, because sometimes when you do so much jewellery, your imagination goes, your inspiration goes. But it's nice to meet so many new people. It's lovely.
I know.
And everyone's lovely. Everyone's lovely.
Aren't they? And I'm so surprised the whole time, constantly being surprised by what people do. I was looking actually on the Jewellery Maker website yesterday. I can't remember the lady's name, but I was liking your design. She's made some fabulous pendants. And again, I've just gone, okay, I'm doing the same thing now. I need to do something a little bit more diverse. And I'm looking at your ideas thinking, I was going to say emulate, but stealing ideas.
Well, one of the ladies yesterday on the course, I did a bangle, a clay bangle, and she suggested a different way of adorning this bangle. So we've named it the Olga bangle, because it's just her design. And you will see it on Facebook. I'm going to fire it at home. I'm going to bake it.
Brilliant.
But it's her design, and we all went, oh, that's a good idea. And everybody made exactly the same. And it's lovely to get inspiration from other people.
Yeah, really get sharing.
Yeah.
So we look forward to hearing about all of your best moments since we started here at Jewellery Maker. But I can now see chips and nuggets. I can now see the chips and nuggets. Ignore that. I don't know. That's a belated honey. It's just for the kit that Debbie's working on, £19.95. So text in what technique you want to see. Text in your number 1 to 6 on any of those pieces. Which one do you want to see? From the earrings to the necklaces to the bracelets, it's your choice. It's your show, so it's your call. £19.95 for the honey, da, 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 da. Chips and nuggets. Smoky quartz, we said with that kit that the smoky quartz would work really, really well. So I think it would be rude not to bring you some, actually. And we've got the chips, the nuggets. I'll tell you what, though, chips and nuggets, I'm not quite so sure on that. We're calling these gemlets now. Gemlets. Was that the text topic yesterday? Was it coming up with a new name? Gemlets. I like that. I like that. What else did you have? Chuggets. Mixture of the two. Chuggets. I like that as well. What was your suggestion, Chloe? Tumbled gems. But that might make them sound like they're tumble-faceted instead of hand-faceted. That's all right. No, I like it, Chloe. Sorry. Putting Chloe in a place. I'm sorry. Chloe, I love you. You know I love you. It's a very good idea, Chloe. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. See, I just said I like Jewellery Maker for making friends. I've just lost one. I've just lost one. We've got... That's all right. We've got thousands on Facebook. We've got some beautiful smoky quartz gemstones here. Lovely. What did you call them again? Gemlets. Gemlets. They are cute. We like this. You've got a lovely polish on those. Great transparency to the gemstone here. I'd actually say great clarity as well, but really, really beautiful. And this is kind of a latte tone. It's not a rich chocolate. It's more of a latte, isn't it? A soft sort of a latte tone that we're seeing. Now, they would work beautifully with the honey jewellery kit if you are thinking of taking that home. If you have taken the early bird this morning, which was the matte frosted smoky quartz, they would look gorgeous. These are all add to your orders. These are add to your kits. Any of the kits. Boom, £5.45. £5.45 for all of these lovely chocolate type nuggly chippy nugget things. £5.45. 0800 644 6 555. Really, what was the other suggestion? Nips. Nips. I was going to say, how does that work? Nips, so nugget and chip nips. I quite like that. What do they say? Is it nips and tatties? Neeps. Neeps and tatties. Hey, neeps and tatties. At £5.45. I don't know what accent that was. I was trying. 0806 444 6. Maybe I should practice in my bedroom before I actually said that. £5. I used to be good at accents, believe it or not. £5.45. 240 carats of smoky quartz drop nips. £5.45. Just adding in more names for me is just totally adding into a cauldron of confusion. On the web, all the w's.jewellerymaker.com. Again, you can easily see just a restrand that is going to look fabulous, but you probably want to add in some colour. I've got some colour for you here. Very, very nice indeed. Well done. Am I going in any order here, Ed? You follow me. Well, I'm going to stay with that particular shape then and add in a lovely sort of lilac-y blue. I'm going to show it to you. Oh, noisy Ruth. Show it to you with the smoky quartz, and you could perhaps mix and match. Some of those colour tones. But I'm going to give you the same sort of shape here from the gemstones. We've got some really lovely pieces here, actually. But a softer colour, isn't it? A delicate sort of lilac-y, soft sort of powder blue, a cornflower blue. What colour would you sort of term that as? Yeah, it's a cornflower, isn't it? Very pale, sort of subtle cornflower. It's lovely. Really, really, and I think if you think of that with morganite, the soft pinks,
beautiful,
on the rose quartz flowers that we had, they would look absolutely glorious. I think they've gone away now, but they would have looked amazing with this as well. It is your agate, of course. You've got the larger nuggets, 18 by 6 millimetres. Perhaps with howlite, you could add in that white, that beautiful bright white, to sort of split up the design. The silver, again, I think the silver would really offset these particular gemstones. You can have a lovely sort of trail at the bottom there, maybe a chandelier sort of drop. Lots that you could do with that. £5.40, £5.45 again. £5.45 again for this strand. So if you do take home the smoky quartz and you're paying under £10 for these two strands. For both of those, they're going to be under £10. Can we say fairer than that? I don't think we can, actually. I don't think we can. Oh no, sorry, it wouldn't. It wouldn't be £10.90. So I'm getting overexcited. £10.90. Forgive me for that extra 90p. Maths, yeah, not with it today on the old mathematics. Now I've got is this a double strand? Looks that way. This is gorgeous. This is zoisite. Now, what other gemstone do you know is a member of the zoisite family? Do you know, Debbie? Putting you on the spot?
No.
We're going to have an on-the-spot day today, aren't we?
Yes. No, I don't know.
Zoisite. Jack knows. He's standing there going, go on, Jack, what is it? Tanzanite. Yeah, tanzanite's a member of the zoisite family. And you probably wouldn't believe that when you look at these sort of gemstones. They've got totally different colours. So we're learning and sharing today, aren't we? That's it. We're a caring, sharing kind of a bunch. And here we've got ruby zoisite. So you've got the wonderful sort of reds of the ruby tones that are coming through, and those deep, deep, delicious greens. Lots of gemstones, by the way. A lot of gemstones are heat treated out there in the world. Paraiba tourmaline, tanzanite, lots of them. When tanzanite actually comes out of the ground, it can often be a brown colour, so it's heat treated to get that wonderful sort of purpley colour tone. These are beautiful. Ruby zoisite, large nuggets, 18 by 6 millimetres. Different. Obviously, the large nuggets we had on the previous pieces were elongated. These are sort of more sort of condensed, aren't they? Beautiful. And it's a double strand. It's a double strand for £5.45. So that's going to go on a long way. I'm going to wrap that whilst you're there. I'm going to wrap it around the wrist because I think for a stretchy bracelet, that's going to look gorgeous. You could sort of link that together. You could do a weave on that and link all of those nuggets together. That would be quite something, wouldn't it? And £5.45.
Oh, just beautiful.
It's crazy. It's gorgeous. 425 carats. Add this perhaps to one of the kits that we brought to you today, whether it's the star turn, whether it was perhaps the honey kit, maybe not working with the honey, but have a play with these together. I think that would work with the star turn nicely. £5.45, well done. Stay where you are. Let's bring you more. Let's bring you more. Oh, I've got something to choose from. I can't wait any longer, actually. I was trying to save the best till last, in my opinion. I'm doing them now. Can you write? I'm going to scribble down the code, actually, for this, because I was working with some like this. Very... Have a look. I'll show them to you first. I'll show you to them first. Aren't they gorgeous? Look at these. Aren't they beautiful? Look at the colours. Look at the tones of every single one of these. That is hot fuchsia. We've got cranberry flashes. I love the detail that you're getting. The character, the individuality that every single one of these gemstones has is amazing. And they're so they feel amazing. They're really tactile. Because they're genuine gemstones, I find them tactile straight away. You want to touch them, you want to feel them, but they are gorgeous. Have they recently been slashed on the Late Show? Let's show you that price. Let's show you that slash price. So they have, sorry, I didn't even, Imperial Jasper, sorry, I didn't even mention that. They have been selling £9.95, big nuggets. £9.95 for these Jasper gems. I just think they make such a feature on their own on a necklace, but just again, I know I keep going for the simple bracelets. I just think they're absolutely superb. Why don't you take one of those actually, wire wrap one of those on a ring. You could wire wrap that in a cage of perhaps the solid sterling silver. Actually, your gold overlay would work really nicely with that as well, wouldn't it?
Yes, it would.
Something a little bit different, but you could wire wrap one of those as a feature ring, and that's what I've got to do. I've got to do one of our workshops to try and make some rings, because it's one thing I just can't seem to get to grips with. I tried to make one yesterday. I might actually have to grab you, Debbie, and I just can't get to grips. £9.95. We haven't yet showed you this. Oh, is that all we're going to? This is lovely. They are really, really, really pretty. £6.95. This colour against the skin tone. This with a white vest top in the summer, you are sorted. That looks incredibly, incredibly elegant. I'm a pink girl. I love this fuchsia. This is my kind of pink, this one. But you can't just say that they're pink. Look at the flashes of red you're getting in here as well. So many different colour tones, and that's the thing, when we talk about colour, you can't just say the colour is pink, because then you've got tone, you've got hue, you've got lots of different elements to bring in, and I love the patterns. Every single one is different. At £6.95, I don't expect these to be here for very long, actually. I think that's a terrific, terrific price point for Imperial Jasper with that hot colour. If you want to really stand out from a crowd, if you want to go for gold in terms of your colours, this is it. And it will work with silver, it will work with gold. It's completely up to you. Or perhaps some of the other coloured wire that we've got. How about we've got a bright pink sort of copper wire like this, actually. You could really bring, in fact, I saw some just literally a second or two ago, but that would work really nicely with the Imperial Jasper. It's over there. It's over there. If I just grab it, I was going to say you can throw it at me, but I probably won't catch it. £6.95. I don't think I have a code for this, but just to show you, that's all right. Look at that. See that for a ring, Debbie? You've got to show me this after. I need to make a ring just with this. You can show me for technical purposes, and then
yes.
then I could just.
Or even bronze wire would look nice.
Oh,
with
bronze
that,
wire would look lovely as well, wouldn't it?
Yes,
See, I'm just all out pink, pink. But bronze wire as well would work really nice. You can have a look at those on our website if you want to take home that. But £6.95. We'll bring those details up on screen, actually. £6.95, the Imperial Jasper is terrific. If you do want to add in your wire, I mean, it's shocking pink, isn't it? I think that's the best term for it. It's a lovely sort of shocking pink. This is 0.8 millimetres in terms of that wire. You get 100 metres. 100 metres of fuchsia colour, silver-plated copper wire, and it's £19.99. But look how much you get. That's 100 metres. 100 metres is going to take you some time to get through. At £19.95, you get that entire sort of spool, and it could work brilliantly with that. If you want to change the colour, we do have, as Debbie said, perhaps the bronze colour, the copper. They're all on our website if you want to have a look. Or if you're thinking, I don't have the internet, call the number on the screen, talk to the customer service centre, and they will be able to find you the different colours. So they're always very, very helpful, and really, really there to help you to get the right pieces that you need for your jewellery, for all of your collections. But at £19.95 for 100 metres is terrific. Have a look. We can show this to you actually on the web. This is allthews.jewellerymaker.com, and you can have a look actually at the page. There we go. You can see your threading materials. If you click on that for the threading materials, it gives you all of the different colours that you can take home. Oh yeah, that coppery, that would look lovely actually, wouldn't it? That would look really nice. Just bringing out the little flecks and the flashes within the jet. Oh yeah. Particularly if you wear yellow gold. That's going to be a really nice choice, isn't it? Nice. Bring that together. So there we go. You can see all of those on the web, or ask the call centre, whichever's easiest. Now, I spy with my little eye some wonderful carnelian gemstones going on here. Double strand again. Double strand. So popular right now. We had a massive response to carnelian last night. I think it's because it is so summery. And I know I hate to keep harping on about the summer, but at least it's better than harping on about the winter. I think we get more excited talking about the summer, don't we? Wonderful hot colours. It makes us think about being on holiday. It makes us think probably about being by the sea, sitting sort of in the sand, reading a book, relaxing, cocktail in one hand, palm tree by the other side. That would be nice, wouldn't it? Oh, I'm there already. Fine silica sand, postcard water. Oh, 0800 644 Maybe we should do workshops abroad.
I think so. I think we should, don't you?
I think myself and thumbs up from Tom. I think myself and Debbie should head that up.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'll take that to Steve later.
Yeah.
To
do seaside colours, you've got to go to the sea.
Got to go to the sea, and we can report back. We can do live.
We can
live jewellery makers from the seaside, from the tropical waters. We could go to
compare
Dubai,
compare the
Hawaii,
water. Yeah,
compare
absolutely.
the water.
Got to.
I think that. Yeah, exactly. Comparing the gemstones of the world. We'll suggest that. We're being told good luck on that. Thank you. Thanks for wishing us good luck. £5.45 for all of those. I just think, it'd be a great way to see other gemstones from around the world, to see jewellery from other cultures, to give us inspiration. Phone's ringing. £5.45. Okay, we're all fired. No, that's a joke. That's a joke. £5.45. 0806 444 655 for 250 carats of carnelian drops. Wonderful, wonderful hot colours there. So do stay with us. Congratulations to everyone that's taken those home. I am having the fuchsia, just so we all know. I'm going to have that. But I'm going to trot off. I'm going to have another chat with Debbie. I'm going to bring my tea with me, Debbie. Is that all right?
That's fine. Yes.
We're going to have a catch-up again. Oh, we're going to have another catch-up on these pieces. I'll let you have a little tidy up.
It's okay.
This is actually quite bizarre.
Why?
But we've had a choice again of the 6 individual pieces. This is all from the Honey kit.
And?
Guess which one?
6.
Yes.
I thought it would be.
It is. I wonder why.
I wonder why.
I don't know. But it's your choice. It's your choice.
It is.
I have to say, I do love this. And it is slightly different. It's not the same.
No.
Although it had to be number 6 again, and it was a bracelet with the weaving technique. It looks to me like this is actually a slightly different technique, though. Still, you've got a different pattern happening on there. So good choice, I have to say. Quite frankly, I do like this. So take us through it,
how
Debbie.
I did it actually.
Oh.
No, I'm joking. Sometimes though, you do make things up sort of a week or so before, and you think.
You get brain blocks sometimes, don't you?
I didn't mean on boxes around here.
Right,
Excuse
me. Pop that over here.
Just get some bits and pieces out here. A couple of crimps, some bits and pieces. Right.
I'll show you that pattern.
Here we go.
So we're going to show you the technique. This is the one that you've chosen.
Right. For those real newbies, we're really going to start from scratch now, because some people don't even know how to put a crimp bead on or a clasp. So let's start right from scratch. So we take a crimp bead onto a piece of wire or beading thread. It's a bit misleading saying it's wire, really. It's metal wire coated in like plastic. So we pop on a clasp, if I can see. There we go. Pop on a bolt ring clasp. And then I'm going to fold the wire back through, just make a loop, back through that crimp, like that. Whoops. Back through that crimp. And pull the crimp up to the clasp. I personally don't like to pull it right up. I think it looks better if it's got a bit of a
time
loop.
to breathe.
In fact, if I was doing this at home myself, I'd probably put a bead, then the crimp, so the crimp would be behind the bead, so it would look part of the bracelet. But then you squidge it, technical term, squidge it.
Squidging?
Yes, squidge it, okay. Now, bend back that piece of wire that's sticking up, and that gets cut off. Now, on the website, you can... Sorry.
No, I was just going to say, so squidging your crimp bead, it's not going to wriggle around then, is it? It's going to be...
No, it just holds the 2 pieces of beading thread in place.
And you're okay to cut that close to the crimp?
Yes.
It's not going to suddenly pop out?
No, not at all. Not if you've flattened it and really done it quite tightly. And as long as you bend the other piece back away from that piece of wire. I can't tell you how many times I've cut that piece of wire off and cut the wrong one.
Oh no.
Or cut the end off. So if you bend it back, you know you're cutting the right piece of wire. And on the website, of course, you can get some crimp covers, which makes it look like a bead.
They're pretty they, aren't they?
Yes. And we also have crimping pliers as well, don't we?
Yes.
So that's the start of your bracelet. I'll just cut this thread, we don't need quite as much.
And again, do you do the same thing as you did before? Do you need to wrap it round
you
in a
need
bit,
at least
bit more?
2.5 times.
Right.
Really, for this weave.
Okay.
Right, start off by putting 2 beads on, well 3 beads on actually to start off with. You want it away from the clasp. The pattern starts away from the clasp.
Okay.
So I'm going to put 3 beads on. You can never find the hole, can you, when you're standing it? There we go. So starting off with 3 beads on your piece of thread. Take a 4th bead, and this is where the pattern starts, and go back through the bead that you put on before, like that. Okay, and then put 2 more beads on. This is so simple. This really is simple.
But again, I wouldn't know where, just from looking at the bracelet that you made, I'd have had no idea where to start with that.
Oh, right.
Because again, I thought the previous bracelet you wanted to see made had the 3 or 4 different strands, and I'm thinking, I didn't imagine this would be from one strand.
This is so, yep. Well, whenever I get these kits, I sort of get a length of thread that I know I'm going to throw away and just play, first of all. And then I think, right, I'll throw that away. Now I know what I'm going to do. I'll do it neatly. So that's what I've had to play with this, and it sort of worked.
Okay.
So there I've gone round into my bead. Now I'm just going to flip that one over. So that bead now lies on the opposite side.
Yeah.
Okay. And then take my thread, put on an extra bead, and go back through the previous bead. Oops. Hold it so it's facing the right way.
Yeah.
Okay. And that's it. It's literally going one side, then the other, and you have to make sure that you twist your wire. You can see how that's not falling right.
Right.
Once you've made it, if you put this into something like an airing cupboard, somewhere it's nice and warm, with a heavy book on top, the wire will stay where it is after a couple of hours.
Ah.
Or make sure that you're twisting it as you're going. So you've got these either side now, these little loops. So I'm going to turn it over because I want the loop to be on this side.
Okay.
Take 1 more bead and put it through the previous one.
So easy, isn't it, when you actually see it?
Yes. And you just end up with loops either side.
Looks fantastic.
Okay. And it's quite effective actually.
It is, it's really effective.
Because the beading thread here is so shiny, it looks as part of the design. So that's a really, really simple technique.
And this is what you end up with if I just wrap that around. And you can see there, obviously that's sitting nice and flat against the wrist.
I'll put a big book on top of that and you can see the little loops either side.
It's gorgeous. I like that with my dress. It's matching the spots.
Oh, yes, it is actually. Yes,
matching
very
the spots of my dress.
It is
so
indeed.
Really, that's for me.
Yes.
And that is just £19.95 for the Honey Kit, the Honey Jewellery Kit. Perfect way to get started, and we've got that fantastic technique there, of course, from Debbie. If you want more tutorials and bits like that, obviously have a look on the web, and you can have a look also on the DVD. If you are doing this for the very first time, you get your free DVD, and they are useful, aren't they?
They are, because you can stop it and start it and stop it and start it. If you don't understand it, wind it back and have another look.
Just watch
They're
it
really
again.
Good.
Yeah, so fantastic. Okay. Do stay there. We're going to have a look at some of your designs again now. We're going to go over to the Wall of Fame. Welcome back to the Wall of Fame. I was just coming over with my cup of tea. I'll just put that under there. Hit the shelf. I've thrown it everywhere. Oh dear. Oh dear.
Never mind.
Never mind.
Hey.
We'll carry on.
Yeah.
We'll carry on with our Wall of Fame. Now, it was a little bit sneaky because we've already had a little bit of a preview of this one.
Yes.
But
this is number 452. This is my entry for this week's Wall of Fame. They are made from ribbon, wire, mesh, stones, etc. from Jewellery Maker. This is from Sherry in Wiltshire. That's lovely.
Okay, hold on a second. Sorry.
Stop show.
Sorry.
What?
We need to read a text message
What?
at this point from Nick. Where, sorry? From Nicola, I think it was. Lovely, talented, gorgeous, wonderful head. Oh, blimey. Wonderful head. Please can we have a 24-hour price offer on the ribbon mesh that Debbie has in her challenge? Be your best friend. Love you from Nick in Pentecost, South Wales. Why did we need to read that straight away? I
don't know why,
Why do we need
actually.
to do that
I
when
don't know.
Ed's producing?
Which Ed's
Gorgeous.
that? Do you know which?
I don't know. Gorgeous, lovely, talented. I don't think I know one. I don't think I know one.
Which one?
You knew what you were doing there, though. Is it Ed Sheeran, that singer? Is that you? You know what you were doing there, didn't you, Nick? Well, I'll leave that with Ed.
Yeah.
I'll leave that with Ed. What are you going to do, Ed? You want to make best friends, don't you? He's going to sort it out right now. He's only got 2, Nick. He's only got 2 friends, so he will sort that out for you now. Oh my goodness me. Oh my goodness. But is it happening now? Is it happening? It's happening right now. This is a live show. We never know what's happening.
No,
do
we don't.
It's happening now. So where were we? Where were we for the coral coloured mesh? We were at £8.95. Nick, this is for you. See what happens when you text in? £8.95.
Yep.
But it's not just for you, Nick. It's for everybody. It is for everybody. £8.95. I've no idea. I've no idea. But it proves it's worth asking.
Absolutely.
It's worth it. It's worth it. If you don't
Absolutely.
ask, you don't get, do you?
Nope.
But £8.95. Debbie's been working away with this. We're going to see. We're going to see some of that. Thank you, Jack. Got a piece here. Thank you, hon. So this is it. If you're not quite sure what we're talking about, come on, talented. I'm just repeating a text. Talented, gorgeous. Sorry, I missed out the lovely. Sorry, Ed. Oh, lovely, talented, gorgeous, wonderful Ed.
So these are available in the hub, and I'll change the price on all of them.
Okay.
So you can take your pick.
They're available in the Hub magazine. You can see, so you can take your pick. This is going to be a 24-hour. I like this. This is going to be a 24-hour special only. So get this. Not £8.95. There we go. Little cheeky slash coming your way.
Everybody's going to be phoning Nick now, saying, "Can you text him to the show?"
Text him again. I want this. Get behind the gun. She's apparently, Ed's just said though, Nick, you are his best friend. So
well, there you go.
How easy is that to buy friends? Lovely. £6.95 for your metre of coral-coloured brass wire mesh, but it applies to all of the colours. Ed's extending his friendship and his love to everybody.
To everyone.
Extend the love, so you can pick any single one of those colours. That's good. I mean, if you want one of those, I mean, saving £2, you only need a couple of those, and you pretty much covered your P&P.
Absolutely.
Brilliant deal. That was worth the price of a text, wasn't it, Nick?
It was. It was indeed.
Absolutely.
Well done.
Thank you very much.
I'll pay you later.
We'll be adding ours on. And actually, it's a good job we've done this because it has been popular. And we can see from the Wall of Fame, because this particular Wall of Fame idea we've used that. What are you wandering around for now, Ed? What are you on the look for?
I need a
What do you
copy
need?
of the hub.
Do you need a copy of the hub so you can do it? Here you go. He needs to change those prices. Would you like to see lovely, talented, gorgeous, wonderful Ed's face? Talented. Have you ever heard all of those words together in one sentence, Ed?
Oh, yeah, whenever somebody describes me.
Oh, is that really? I didn't get that email. I got the other one.
Oh, that one.
Yeah, that one. Oh, yeah.
Can't say those words.
Can't say that. As his head will be out there. £6. Chloe's just said, I've just checked my number. I think Ed sent half of that text in himself. Wouldn't surprise me. Wouldn't surprise me.
Oh dear,
Nick from Wales. Yeah. Well done. £6.95. Ed's going to change. Ed's going to change over those codes for you now, and we're going to have a look at your ideas for the Wall of Fame. Well, pays to be watching, doesn't it?
It does indeed.
You never know. You never know what's around the corner.
Yes.
Oh my goodness. Right. So, did we do that one?
We did that one.
We did that one. It's me then, isn't it? It's me. Oh, lovely. We've got a set here. Beautiful, beautiful blues. 451 is your number. Hello, Anita. Congratulations. Wall of Fame entry for this week made from Turquoise Seas kit. You see another kit there, and some crackled quartz, all from JM. Hope you like it. Anita, I don't like it. I love it. It's very, very beautiful indeed. So congratulations. You made the Wall of Fame. Thank you very much for sending that in.
Take with us to the Caribbean, don't you think?
I was just thinking that. That's the sort of Caribbean water.
Yeah, I think
That's
so.
what we need. That's
quite agree. This is number 453. Hi all at JM. Found this channel by accident and it's been on ever since.
Oh.
This is my first ever attempt and I'm so proud of myself because I had a stroke and I only have use of one hand.
Wow,
Goodness
that's
me.
amazing.
The earrings are green Chinese jade, silver rondelles and cracked quartz, and the flower is white coral, orange fluorite, and the picture doesn't do them justice, but had to show them off.
Brilliant.
Thank you for giving me all the inspiration. So excited, hope they make the Wall of Fame. If they don't, I know I'm capable, but there you go. I think
Brilliant.
that's absolutely
Very lovely.
They do
And
make the
again,
Wall of Fame, they're beautiful.
Almost like a little starfish design to take with us on our holiday.
Absolutely.
To take with us on our
quite
adventures.
yes, that's from Carly.
Thank you, Carly. Well
That's
done.
beautiful.
Congratulations. Keep making. You're doing a fabulous
Very
job.
talented.
And again,
Gosh.
we've got Mother of Pearl here as well, which is obviously from the ocean.
Yes, I think it's a
Add
bit of a
that
hint,
in. Add
you
that in.
see.
Hello, Lisa. Lisa Brown. Congratulations to you. Here's my entry. I use these materials for all of this. All bought from Jewellery Maker. White shell shapes, black hematite. You know I love that. Fancy rice beads and tubes, silver and ribbon. I hope you like it. Yes, we do. Very, very beautiful indeed. And again, you've made so much. Earrings, you've got a whole set. Earrings, bracelet and necklace. So 449 there. Well done. Thank you very much for sending in your Wall of Fame. We shall pop that up in just a moment or two. But keep sending in your entries. Don't forget, you need to get them into us by today, isn't it really? By today, 4 o'clock on a Tuesday. Send your entries to us by email, or you can send them to us by snail mail as well. We'll always give you the address, because I know a lot of you like to do that. I like to do that still. And then we will draw the Wall of Fame entry on every Wednesday, so you can keep bringing in your ideas. Stay with us. We're going to a very, very short break, but we will be back with lots more. We're going to catch up with some of Debbie's designs in a moment or two.
The Jewellery Maker Wall of Fame is where you get to showcase your skills as a jewellery designer. And each week, one lucky entrant will win £100 credited to their Jewellery Maker account, and the runner-up receives £50. If you want to enter your design, just send a photo to studio@jewellerymaker.com, or you can post your photos to Wall of Fame, Coloured Rocks Limited, Unit 2D, Eagle Road, Moonsmote, Redditch, B98 9HF. Good luck and happy jewellery making.
Want to advance your polymer clay techniques? Then why not come and join us on our new Milli Fiori course? Join guest designer Debbie Bulford as she guides you through numerous techniques for creating flowers and leaves, from simple daisy canes to elaborate floral pieces. If you're looking to create unique handmade jewellery, then this is the course for you. During the course of the day, you'll get to have a backstage tour of the studios, meet the presenters and take a trip to our jewellery shop. The full course includes black and white clay, a colour clay pack of your choice, use of all tools, a buffet-style lunch and refreshments, and all for just £67.95. For details on course dates and availability, contact our call centre now on 0800 644 655. Jewellery Maker, bringing out the designer in you.
I'm an outdoor girl, aren't I? Lots of wind.
I'm going to be your presenter on The Late Show.
Look at that.
And I give good hugs.
Best celebrity impression.
Oh, this is difficult.
Oh, I do a good Montgomery Burns.
I like doing Cilla Black.
Smithers! Life is full of surprises. Hatchet face.
Arnold Schwarzenegger, get out!
Get away from me, that camera's too close.
Get it now in your basket and check out.
Favourite sayings. Now, Rod Jinks keeps stealing these.
We go Lolo, Buffalo.
There's been words, but he doesn't listen.
Holy guacamole as well.
Love cakes.
What do you mean, is that the best? Did you say, is that the best you've got?
Orgeano.
Yeah, it is.
Just comes out of my mouth, you know.
You know, Jewellery Maker, look at the set, it's absolutely amazing. Favourite biscuit?
A Rocky Robin.
Chocolate hobnob.
Is that a biscuit or a chocolate bar, though? There's controversy there.
It's a Soviet.
You can now watch clips from Jewellery Maker on our YouTube channel. Get interactive with Jewellery Maker.
Hello, welcome back to Jewellery Maker. We are continuing this morning with another fantastic kit. We are just showering you with kit. Showering like shooting stars. Shooting stars. That will be the kit. But before I share it with you, I've got... Is it? Oh, my word. Oh, right, I've got a brand new... Oh, these are lovely. These are quite weighty. I've got a brand new 3-strand pack heading your way in a moment or two. This is a brilliant combination. We've got rhodonite in here, morganite, and rhodochrosite. That's got to be one of the most, is that right? Rhodochrosite as well? That's not right. Jasper, that is, sorry. Jasper, morganite, and rhodochrosite. There we go, get there in the end. Rhodochrosite, Morganite in the centre. Now, Morganite is a really, really revered gemstone. We were talking earlier on, weren't we, with the rose quartz flowers, about that tone, the Morganite tone that you get from the gemstone. Beautiful with sort of aquamarine, with the greens of you. All the beryl gemstones are so beautiful. That together looks stunning. Again, I'm bound to love this because you've got sort of the softer pink tones in here, but they are so pretty, very delicate. Rhodochrosite as well. Rhodochrosite gets its name from the southern Spanish province of Rhodochrosía. That's how it gets its name. Did you know that? You didn't know that, did you, Jack? Jack's just turned around and gone, oh, see, we're learning today. We're learning. But that is a fabulous 3-strand pack, and it's coming up probably about 11:30. We're only going to keep you waiting about 10 minutes, but before that, I'm going to get the Shooting Star kit rocking and rolling for you. This is gorgeous. We've got some really fabulous, bright, beautiful colours in this particular kit. I love those pearls. Straight away, I think that was the first colour that sort of took my attention, if you like. Golden potato pearl. Golden potato pearl. 7, we can't help it, can you? 7 by 6 millimetres. Again, we need another name for that, don't we, really? Far, 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 far more beautiful than that. Golden potato with your dark red Chinese jade in the centre, and it is a dark red. It's a real sort of almost mahogany red that you can see in the centre from the rondelles. And then last but not least, pale colour zoisite plain rounds. Beautiful. I like this. It's different, isn't it? They look good together. And I'm going to be honest with you, I don't know if you feel the same about this, Debbie. If I was to be presented with these 3 strands separately, I'd look at them and go, okay, the zoisite and the Chinese jade, they go. And I would look at that and think, how on earth do you mix that with a golden pearl? I just wouldn't think that those tones would work.
Well, kits really are for you to buy and not necessarily use all together if you don't want to.
No.
You can just think, well, I like those individual strands. They're very good value. I'm going to put them in my stash and use them with something else. Because 9 times out of 10, people like myself have got something in mind and think, I need that. Oh, that's good value. I'll buy the kit.
Yeah.
So, no, I wouldn't think about putting them together. But then again, sometimes I get kits at home to make up and I think those don't go. And then I put them together and think, do you know they do? So sometimes it's to have a go at putting things together that you wouldn't normally put
gorgeous.
together.
I think this is going to be... Right, if you're sitting, again, Ed's on one this morning. If you're sitting at home right now thinking, I want to take up jewellery making, I want to be a part of Jewellery Maker, this is the hobby I think I've just discovered that I need to be a part of. And you're thinking, but I just haven't at the moment. I can't quite stretch to $19.95 because I need to get a toolkit as well. Get onto the telephone lines right now. Let's make this your first ever kit. Let's make this Shooting Star kit the first kit you ever buy. Great, great colours. You've got pearls, you've got beautiful jade, you've got fantastic pale colour zoisite. This is going to be a beauty. Not forgetting, you get all of the silver. All of this at 30 pieces of solid sterling silver. Look at that, a little bit different. I love the hoops. You're getting the hoops in this one. That is fantastic. So you've got the bolt, ring, clasp and jump ring, solid sterling silver hoops, shepherd hooks, crimp beads, so you can make more pairs of earrings from this kit. And of course you're going to get your beading thread, 6+ meters of elastic in there. This will start you off. This will start you off. Got a decent quantity, but it is going 1 large and 2 small gift bags with this particular kit. Shooting Star, we will see this kit shoot out of the building because $19.95 today we say no to. We're not having that today. We want to factor in that I think many of you are going to be taking home your beading basics bundle. That was $29.95 and that will give you your 3 basic tools that you need to start off your creating. So we want you to be able to have that. So let's take a bit more money off this so you can put it towards that kit as well. Does that sound good? I think that sounds like a fair trade, doesn't it? $19.95, we sell kits for $19.95, $24.95, £30 plus. This today is going under that £20 mark. It's there already by 5p. Let's get it under. Let's really get this under. I'm hoping for £1 or 2 off this price. I'm sure you are as well. Debbie, $14.95.
Oh my goodness.
You weren't looking, so I just suddenly thought, how often do we see a kit at $14.95?
Goodness me, that's amazing.
Well, it's not even £5 a strand, is it?
No.
How good is this? We're not making money here. This particular kit isn't about us making loads and loads of pounds. It's about making friends. It's about making more people able to really, really satisfy their creativity and to really get going on their hobby. Find a new hobby, find a new outlet. 14.95. I know for a fact, actually, we've worked with these gemstones before, and we had a designer that made about 6 amazing pieces with this kit, and we just don't have it to hand. I wish we did. At 14, would they be on the website? Shooting Star Kit, would they be on the web? See, not just a pretty face. 14.95. Have a look on the web, because the different designs, we'll get that up for you now. They should be on the web. See, I can see it's a good job I'm here sometimes. 0800 644 655 for your Zoe site. That's 160 carats, 90 carats of dark red Chinese jade faceted rondelles. And then your potato pearls are stunning. £14.95. Excuse me, I've got a frog. That's my Friday frog. It shouldn't be here today. £14.95. Look at this. Look at that. Look at that necklace. That is absolutely amazing. Actually, there's not 6 there. There's 7, because you've got 3 pairs of earrings. How fabulous are they? You've got 2 bracelets. You've got several pairs of earrings, 2 necklaces. I love that. Look at the way that the golden pearls have been used. Doesn't that look terrific? Really, really fantastic. That's an amazing deal. Look at all of that. All of that, obviously, I mean, we've used a little bit of extra in terms of the silver. We've added to that kit. We've used extra bits and pieces in there, but my goodness, if that doesn't start you feeling excited or creative, nothing will. Nothing will. £14.95 just for the gemstones. That's less than £5 a strand. Less than £5 a strand for those gemstones. And then it's like you're getting 30 pieces of silver for free, the beading elastic, the thread for free, the organza bags for free, if the strands are under £5 each. That's how good this kit is, and that's why you are on the telephone lines, you are on the web, all the w's.jewellerymaker.com. That is, I'm a little bit flabbergasted by that, I'll be totally honest with you. They are definitely worth taking home. Goodness me, I know the regular customers are really, really lapping this up. Congratulations to all of you. I'm sure you're all going to be interacting on Facebook. So I've got the shooting start, and I'm sure we're going to see lots of entries for our Wall of Fame with this kit. It's amazing. £14.95. Have we had another text? Another text explaining what the best thing that's happened to them is. That's bizarre. It's from somebody called Nick in Wales, saying the best thing that's happened to me since finding Jewellery Maker is getting Ed as a new best friend. Thanks, Ed. Have we checked the text number on? Has he sent that to himself again? Nick, stop. His head's growing. He's not going to get out of the gallery. He's not going to get out of the gallery. Goodness me. £14. £14.95. You really don't know how much stress you're causing us, Nick. Oh my, he's going to be unbearable for the next few days. Absolutely unbearable. Congratulations, though, to everybody who is taking that home. They look absolutely fantastic. Gorgeous work, congratulations. We have, in all seriousness, though, we have had quite a few more texts. Do you want to read one out now? Or let's do it, because I have one from Pamela in Staffordshire. Hello, Pamela. Pamela says, hello, all you lovely lot. That's obviously directed to Ed as well. My best moment since finding Jewellery Maker last year was watching the Christmas fireworks. Wow, at the Magic Kingdom. My goodness me. The beautiful jewel colours and shapes inspired me, but I still haven't sent anything to the Wall of Fame. Get going, Pamela. By the way, have you mentioned the mannequin yet? If not, oh, named it, sorry. Named the mannequin yet? If not, how about Gemma? All the best, Pamela in Tamworth. Thank you, Pamela in Tamworth. I think she is. It is called Gemma, isn't it? There she is. She's a bit shy, look, isn't she? Gemma needs some clothes on, really. She's a bit chilly. So apparently she is called Gemma. How bizarre. How bizarre. Thank you very much for your text, Pamela. Thank you very much for sharing that with us. We're going to go over to Debbie, shall we? Let's go and have a catch-up and see how she's getting on with the challenge. I'll pick my tea up and I'll carry it gently this time so I don't spill it. Ooh.
Well, I haven't done a huge amount because I've been doing other things.
But running everywhere, but I'm liking this.
I've done a little bit of the mesh. And I've done some little cherry earrings.
Oh, they're cute.
With little leaves on the top.
Oh, they're really pretty. I haven't seen those.
Yes.
And don't forget, with the wire mesh, obviously, because Nick texted in,
yes,
wanting to tell us how lovely, talented, and all the rest of it Ed is. So we've gone £2 lower. If you were watching earlier on at the start of this show, and we were £8.95 for the wire mesh, That's all changed. We like to fly by the seat of our pants a little bit here at Jewellery Maker. So we've taken another £2 off that price. And it's not just for the copper colour that you're getting here, it's for every one of the different colours. You'll see them all in your Hub magazine, but they're all £6.95 and it's for 24 hours only. We'll have to stress that. 24 hours only, but it is just a brilliant, brilliant deal. £6.95. Come on you, bring it back. Beautifully hand modelled by Ed. Beautiful. I told you how lovely and talented your hands are, Ed.
Are you Nick?
I am Nick from Wales. No, I'm not. Right, look, you can see all of the different colours. All of the different colours. Now, I know you too well to send you texts like that. Look at all of those different colours. I know what happens afterwards. You can see all of those different colours. Any single one of those, forget that £8.95 that you're seeing there. You're going to pay £6.95 for 24 hours. So take advantage of that. And we're going to see some of these designs that Debbie's been working on. So that is a real brilliant deal.
They're nice mixed, actually. The graphite one with this, to mix them together, twist them together would be lovely.
They are gorgeous.
Yeah,
so
really
let's have a look at these in a bit more detail.
I haven't had time really to make anything, but I will do. I've done some little cherry earrings, which are just the tiny little jade, which are on a piece of wire, and then I've spiraled up and then put some little leaves on the top to look like little cherries, really.
They're very cute. Nice long drop as well on those.
Yes. I don't wear earrings, so I find it difficult to make them.
Oh, okay.
No, I don't wear earrings at all.
I didn't think about that. I suppose that must have an effect. See, I always wear my chains. I always wear my long chains and my pendants, so maybe that's why I'm drawn to that.
Yes, I like long necklaces. And then the bracelet, I only found one set of, can I turn them around?
Yep.
The ribbon connectors.
Oh, okay.
So I popped those ribbon connectors on the back, which are perfect for this, because the teeth really grab into the wire mesh.
Right.
Sometimes with the wire mesh, you'd be very careful about how you finish them off, because you have to pull and it comes undone. But this is really good. I would probably put a bit of glue in there, some jewellery glue.
So that'd be worth getting off the web then, wouldn't it? Or
Absolutely.
ask the customer service centre.
Yes, yeah, they're perfect for this. And then just did some little clusters, like little berries, and some.
So you can see with the wire there, it's quite malleable.
Oh,
isn't it?
It's easy. It's easy. I mean, I've just started to do a necklace here and just pop some pyrite inside. I was trying to do sort of a set, if you like.
Yeah.
So these shine through. But if I untwist.
So is that all you're doing to hold them into place?
Yeah, just twist. And you can put wire around if you want to. But if I pull this straight.
Yeah.
It goes back to its original shape, and then if you want to make leaves or petals, you just pull.
Oh, wow.
Okay, and then twist, and it stays because it's wire.
Yeah.
It will stay, and then twist, and then pull again.
I just find
love it.
It's just fascinating, isn't
I know.
it? You work with something so simple again, and you make something really designer. Really quite dramatic, and it looks like this looks like it should be on a big designer sort of.
It does. I have made a petal somewhere. I've obviously put it down anyway, I'll find it in a minute. It's good for making flowers, good for making petals. As I say, it's nice if you twist the two together, because it gives more of a depth of colour. I've got some graphite and the old gold, which I twisted together, and that looks stunning, actually. It looked really nice.
We'll take advantage of that. When this particular wire mesh is only at £6.95 for the 24 hours. Stock up. Really stock up.
I will.
I was going to say,
yes.
We will be.
We will be.
Thank you, Nick. And obviously working with the different gemstones, they're all coming to you from... Hello, Jack. Jack, what are you doing today?
He just wants to be.
Just wants to be in, wants to be on the action.
How many times do you see Jack?
Yeah, it's a bit like Where's Wally, isn't it?
Yeah.
We'll do that one day. So, yeah, if you want the star turn kit, add that to your order. Add that to your order. The graphics have just disappeared. That's all right. We've got loads and loads to bring to you. It doesn't matter. No. Star turn. If you dial through, star turn. There we are. There's your mesh. For some reason, we're going on full speed ahead today, and the graphics are just taking the time. Graphics are in Sunday mode.
Yeah,
we're not. We're not. They're just chilling out, taking the time today. And then, of course, we don't know where the star tone graphics are. They've disappeared. We also added in the black onyx rondelles with the mesh, and, of course, we also added in the chain link. I'm going to be working with that.
I'm going to work with that now.
I love the chain.
That.
Very nice. So you've got the gold sort of pentagon shape there. So £5.95 for the black onyx frosted, faceted rondelles, and then you've got all of the gold chain link in there as well to work with. Very beautiful. So that is everything that we gave to Debbie as the challenge. I'm going to leave those with her. I'll let you carry on creating and busying over here.
Did you forget your tea?
Yes, I have. The chain graphics just coming in as I'm... There we go, as I'm wandering over. come over. Jack's just ran out again of shot. I tell you what, Jack, that could have been 3 times then, 3 or 4 times. I think he just wants to get close to the dragon. That's what it is, isn't it? That's what it is. You want to get close to me, don't you? Right, new info. He's going red, bless him. He's like that behind his top now. Don't. We are bringing to you now, brand new. I'm in absolute wonder at these big gemstones that we're seeing here. These are ridiculous. They're just gorgeous. We're going to do this after our 3-strand pack. How phenomenal is this? When you see these designs, that's why at the end there, as I was just about to walk over, I was suddenly a bit away with the fairies, because Jack was bringing these in, and I was just looking at that thinking, they are huge. They are absolutely gorgeous. You are going to love that. You're going to be all over that. That's amazing. Quality kit that's heading your way. Oh my goodness. But new in, first of all, I've got some fantastic pieces here. Are we doing that 3-strand? We're going to do it. Jack's been clearing up, so it's back down here. Look at this. Morganite, remember? We've got morganite. This is absolutely beautiful. Look at these 3 strands. Now, I will say before we start off, we've got a really decent quantity of these. And I know you're going to love these. Look at this. Look at these colours. How gorgeous. How gorgeous are they? Look at the quality of those gemstones. Aren't they beautiful? I'm talking real perfection here. These are absolutely glorious. You are on the telephone lines straight away on this. Congratulations to you. If you're on the phone lines, it's only about a 20, 30-second wait at the moment, but you are getting in early. I tell you what, if you like queuing, wait. Wait if you like. If you like it, wait. If you don't like queuing, get on the telephone lines now. That's what you have to do. It's what you have to do. Now, look at the gemstones that you're seeing. Rhodochrosite. This is your rhodochrosite. That's a phenomenal gem. Rhodochrosite, it's one of the ites. When I say that, rhodochrosite, think of tanzanite, petalite, zoltanite. They're exotic gemstones. They're exotic finds. They're quite adventurous gemstones. And a rhodochrosite, originally named after the place of its first discovery, and that was in Rhodochrosía in the southern Spanish province of Rhodochrosía, hence the name rhodochrosite. We don't see a great deal of this gemstone, unfortunately, but it is highly, highly revered out there in the jewellery world. It's a most beautiful, beautiful, exotic gemstone. Not only that, you can see why it's revered, because the depth of the colour looks absolutely sensational. Aren't they gorgeous? Very, very beautiful indeed. And then you can see, now I'm about to, you can set me straight on this, because my gem knowledge is suddenly all getting twisted up in my head. Rhodochrosite, what's the gem, is it rhodochrosite or rhodonite? What's the one that comes from the stalactite? There's one that you get from within a stalactite. You remember stalactite and stalagmites? Rhodochrosite, is that the one we get from inside is that rhodonite? I'm completely mixing up all of my gem knowledge now. We're double checking, but this is quite nice as well. This is something where I could have sat here and gone, I'm not saying that, just in case that's wrong. But we learn so much about different gemstones. I'm quite happy to sort of question that, and you can tell me. I don't think it is. I don't think it is. But just to throw it out there. Now, 1 minute 40 on the phone. Well, it's just gone down actually to just over a minute, so you are being answered very quickly. Moving on to morganite, originally known as pink beryl. Morganite was renamed by G.F. Kunz. Now, George Frederick Kunz, you may know of his name because of Kunzite. He's affiliated, or was affiliated, to Tiffany. Obviously, we know about Tiffany. But pink beryl was renamed in about 1911 by G.F. Kunz in honour of the banker J.P. Morgan. It's a beautiful gem, originally discovered in Parla in California. It was known as sort of Californian iris. Wonderful, wonderful, bright, beautiful pinks. And as it is a beryl gemstone, you get amazing brilliance. Very, very beautiful. I don't think rhodochrosite is the gem from within a stalactite, but you might need to go into a search engine and have a look for gemstone stalactite, because I need to know which it is, because it's going to annoy me now. And then, last but not least, you've got this beautiful quality jasper. Doesn't that look gorgeous? Very, very nice indeed. You can see just those pretty, pretty patterns that you're seeing from this jasper. They are so complementary. Really well done. We are answering your calls left, right and centre on this. They are brand new. 3 strands, brand new. And they just look amazing, don't they? It is, isn't it? Yay! I was right. I was right. Rhodochrosite, it is found in stalactites. I knew in the back of my brain somewhere, I knew it was there. And do you know the reason? It's bringing everything together now. Why is that interesting? You think of a stalactite, until you cut into a stalactite, what's in it? How do you know? You don't. So you cut into a stalactite, take the time to take it down to have a look at it. If there isn't any of this gem quality in there, that stalactite, it's of no use. It's absolute potluck. There's no way of knowing what's in that stalactite until you actually go into it. And then it can be such a tiny, tiny percentage of rhodochrosite that you actually find within the stalactite that you can actually use that's then also gem quality. That's why it was of interest. There we go. Now, we were going to launch this at £14.95. Don't tell me that's going lower. Rhodochrosite, morganite and jasper. And the reason that this is so exciting, and it is because of the rhodochrosite and the morganite that's in there, they are two very top-end gemstones, really beautiful. And that's why it was there in the back, in sort of the depth of my brain, because I haven't brought to you rhodochrosite, you know, as set as a gemstone, set in Jewellery, maybe one of our sister channels. It's so rare that we actually get the chance to bring you a strand of that. And obviously now we know a bit more of the sort of journey behind it. Just incredible. Okay, half the stock's gone. We better do this. Congratulations. Pretty, pretty colours. £12.95. 12, not morganite. We don't, do we do morganite? Do we do morganite on its own as a strand for £12.95? Seriously, this is an incredible, incredible opportunity. Don't miss out on, if you miss out on anything today, don't miss out on this. Don't miss out. 3, 4 more of you on the phone lines. That is gorgeous. I'm adding that. Can you add that onto my post-it note for the fuchsia, please? Onto the Imperial Jasper that we had, the fuchsia. Add this on, because if there are any when I get off, I'm hoping that there will be. £12.95, but they are. I can't let morganite and rhodochrosite in particular disappear. You can make a really fabulous necklace. You see those sort of twisted together? Isn't it lovely?
Beautiful.
Very, very nice indeed.
That's lovely. Looks
They're
really
gorgeous.
expensive, doesn't it? Really exclusive.
But you've got expensive gemstones in essence here.
Well, you have, absolutely.
Morganite, rhodochrosite, as I say, it's a wonder we're even seeing that. £12.95. I love what we do here at Jewellery Maker. This is what, this particular 3-strand pack, this is what sets us apart, I think, from anybody else out there. And I don't just mean, I don't even need to refer to anybody else, because right now I'm not even going to talk about competition. I don't think there is any competition. When we look at opportunities like this, prices like this, I know I'm in the right place. I know that you're in the right place, which is why you join us now. And even as we said, we heard earlier on from a viewer that just found us here just this morning on Jewellery Maker. Straight away you're there. You can feel that's a good price. Whether you've got gem knowledge, whether you know about your gemstones anywhere else, you can work that out. You can see that's a great offer for just how much you're going to be able to make. £12.95. It's terrific. You've only got about 25-30 seconds to wait on the phone lines. But again, I can see there is another flurry. We're coming in flurries for this particular 3-strand pack. But you are literally, again, there on the phone lines thinking, I'm not missing out. I'm going to leave them with you. They are being allocated as we speak, so congratulations. Don't hang up till you've spoken to the call centre, though. What? I'm not going to get one of those, I don't think. What an incredible opportunity. I really do salute you for taking that home. You obviously know your gemstones, you really do. Gorgeous. Now, we're going to move on to a little bit of a clearance extravaganza now. Don't forget this kit is coming up for you, but we're going to do a clearance extravaganza. And actually, would you be surprised if I told you that this kit that is coming up is actually a part of the clearance extravaganza? Because it is going to be part of the clearance extravaganza that we have. Look at the size of these centre gemstones. I'm completely in love with those. They're dramatic, they're big, they're bold, they're dramatic, but you've got incredible detail on those gemstones. Well, please hold for that final auction. I know you're at a minute wait on that for the final piece. Sorry, not auction, for the final piece. Please do wait there, because that is going to be fantastic. These are gorgeous. Can we kick off the extravaganza with these? I think we have to. I think we have to, really. We've had a bit of a cheeky look at these. Oh, and I just think you're going to absolutely adore them. Knocking over the bracelet. I won't do that. Right, what have we got? Well, my goodness, we've got a lot. That's what we've got here. Look at this. Sardonyx, onyx, and agate. They are awesome, aren't they? Big, big gemstones that we're looking at here. 660 carats of black fire agate. And they, as soon as I saw those, what do they remind you of, Debbie? Do the shape of those remind you of anything?
Dumbbells, aren't they?
Dumbbells, okay.
Peanuts. Peanuts.
Peanuts. Monkey nuts, exactly. And that's what they're called. That's what they're called. Why try to overcomplicate things? They're called black fire agate peanut-shaped beads. You know exactly what you're dealing with there, don't you? They're 40 by 1. What does that mean? 40 by 1. 660 carats anyway. 660 carats. You've also got, let me move this one over here. You've got 90 carats of black onyx, and it's the puffy coins that you can see, 8mm. Then you've got 35 carats, 4mm of the round there for your black sardonyx. Terrific. 21.95. 21.95. Don't they look absolutely phenomenal? It's a big, big opportunity, this. Big opportunity. You've got the right image. Oh, it is, isn't it? Monochromatic look as well has been created, I think, because of the white that's coming through from the black fire agate. You could add in a splash of white there from howlite, maybe. Do you remember the strand of, we had a strand of howlite. Did we have howlite? No, it wasn't howlite. Maybe it was last night we had howlite. At 21.99. How low can we go though? It's not about how light, it's how low. How low are we going to take this down to? It's a clearance extravaganza. Haven't even mentioned solid sterling silver pieces, 30 of them. 30 pieces of solid sterling 925 silver with your organza gift bags, with monofilament wire, with beading elastic, with your beading thread. All of this is a kit. With your organza gift bags, you get every single part of this. And I'm going to show you some of the fabulous designs in just a second. But $21.95, we'd love to stop at. I'd love to stay at, but this is a massive, massive price slash. Let's see on the phone lines, this is a clearance. This is a clearance extravaganza. So we're down to £15.95. Look at the size of those fire agate gemstones. This is incredible. £15.95. Fire incredible. Fire agate, you've got sardonyx, you've got an incredible, incredible deal there. You need to check out all of these designs as well. That necklace rocks. All of this for £15.95, remember. These are some of the designs that have been created. I'll just move that to the side a little bit so you can see. Again, using a similar technique to the one that Debbie showed you with the bracelet actually earlier on, by feeding the thread back through the gemstone to create a wonderful sort of, it looks like French lace actually, doesn't it? That sort of frill that you can see. This bracelet I am absolutely loving. Look at that, we've made a real feature from that big fire agate. You've got sort of the beady beads going around, and then look at the wire work. Look at that. You can learn how to do that. Have a look at our DVDs, have a look at our tutorials, come and have a look at some of the workshops we do here and learn these sort of techniques. That is fabulous. Buy your Beading Basics bundle and you're really going to be going in the right direction for these designs. If we move across, you've then got pairs of earrings. They're cute. They are really cute. This is all for $15.95, by the way. Obviously we've added in perhaps a little bit more. This particular pair of earrings at the bottom, you've got those lovely funky tassels. Look at those. Those are really cute, isn't it? For £15.95. It's ridiculous. How much? You've got 2 necklaces, a bracelet and 2 pairs of earrings. We may have had 1 or 2 gemstones left as well out of that. Phenomenal, phenomenal deal. £15.95. It's a clearance extravaganza. Well done. 0800 644 655. Press your option 1. Again, if you're queuing on the telephone lines, it's a matter of seconds, and that is a free phone number, which is always great to know. So your free phone number is all we ask. All we ask for you to pay in terms of your time. That's all. But they are cracking and they are flying. Well done. If you're watching the repeat show later on, give that a go still. We've got a good quantity of those. Oh my God, £15.95. Stunning, stunning. Right, should we do a bead box? Let's do a bead box. Can I pick? I've obviously gone for hematite. I'm such a creature of habit. But it's hematite all the way for me. Look at these. Hematite and then some really hot oranges and reds to complement. Aren't they gorgeous? Look at these. You've got 6 strands in a bead box. Do you know what? I beg your pudding. I stand corrected. I stand corrected. Pyrite. It's that metallic lustre. That's what you see straight away, isn't it? It's not a problem. I love them both. Not a problem. Actually, they do work really nicely. Got some lovely shapes in here. Really lovely. Now look at the pyrite shapes first of all. Before I bring in the reds, they're fabulous. Look at those. Love the round discs that you're seeing in there. Then you've got your puffy rectangles. Then you've got the cubes. Now the cubes we love, we've been working with those, or Debbie has been, not me. Debbie's been working with the pyrite cubes. They look fantastic together, but that's only half the story. Only half the story, because we need to add then in red coral. Again, the reds are terrific with the pyrite. So many different sizes. There's not one that's exactly alike there. You've got 6 different shapes from the 6 strand, and red and gold. Beautiful. Very, very nice. I don't think... would you add any? I wouldn't add anything else into that, to be honest.
Perfect. Absolutely perfect. I think the one complements the other. It's lovely. It's a lovely
nice to
bead
see all
box.
the different shapes, isn't
Absolutely. Oh, yeah. It's nice to work with different shapes, actually.
Beautiful. Well, you've got 6-strand bead box here. Obviously, you do get the bead box as well, the plastic bead box, to keep all of your gemstones nice and organised. $27.95. No, we're not doing. $27.95. Fantastic, don't get me wrong, for 6 individual strands. But this is our clearance extravaganza. Add in the plastic box. That's there for free as well. $19.95 for 6 strands. The pyrite, I paid $19.95 for the pyrite, actually. Add in the red coral as well. 6 individual strands here. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous gift of a piece of jewellery, isn't it? A piece of jewellery, of a strand in terms of the bead box. Brilliant. 0800 644 655. They all look phenomenal. The lustre that you get from the pyrite, it's kind of second to none. Pyrite, did you know, was known as fool's gold because of that golden flash that you get, the golden shimmer. People used to find pyrite and go, oh, I found gold, and then you perhaps had a mini gold rush. But in actual fact, it's a different gem. It's pyrite. You've got presence of iron within there. But look at the flash that you get, the lustre. That's what we call that lovely sort of tone, that lovely sort of flash that comes from the surface of the gemstone. The puffy rectangles, the cubes, and then you've got those lovely rounds. I love those little coins that you're getting. Quite good depth to those as well, I have to say. Add in that splash of colour from your red coral, magical. And either way, if you want to use them with white, with the 95 solid sterling silver, I'd probably do that because I'm a bit of a silver girl. But with the gold, beautiful with the pyrite. It's meant to be together, isn't it? At $19.95, whichever the weather, that is a brilliant deal for a 6-strand bead box. Beautiful with the bead box. 0800 644 655. On the web, of course, all the w's.jewellerymaker.com. Again, we don't have too much of a queue on the telephone lines. You've all pretty much been answered now. You're being answered as soon as you come in. The calls are being picked up. So $19.95, 6 strands of gemstone. I don't think they're to be missed out on. Congratulations if you get them. That is a great deal. You've still got the opportunity as well if you want to take those home. Keep calling in and grab them. I think I fancy another bead box, don't you? You get such great value. You really, in terms of how many gemstones you get, how many strands, fantastic. We've got malachite in here. I've got to say, is that right actually? Hold on. Okay. I'm a massive fan of malachite. I've got quite a few malachite pieces, double strand. So in essence, we've got 7 strands before we even start off here. These are all really, really different. You've got some big pieces in here. I'm in pendant heaven actually by what I'm seeing here. But look at all of this. Let's get them all out. We've got so many different colours. Malachite is an incredible... That malachite, by the way, if you're thinking about getting the bead box and you've already added to your order this morning the Enchanted Forest jewellery kit, more greens to add in, different colour tones. I think so. I definitely think so. But we haven't finished because look at these. Oh my goodness, they are gorgeous. But for me, the pièce de résistance, if you like, is this strand. I think they're incredible. I love it. For pendants, I think they are going to be absolutely beautiful. Actually, one of those on the wrist as a feature for a bracelet. Maybe you're going to use your gizmo and you could have a fantastic piece. Gold wire as well with that. Sort of a sandstone type colour that you're seeing, a terracotta colour that you're seeing in there. This is a lovely selection. 6 beautiful strands here. We've got zebra jasper, red and green malachite all coming together. So is that your red malachite then, Ed? Is that your red malachite? Because I've never seen red malachite. Got to be. I've never seen... Have you even heard of red malachite?
No, I haven't.
This is brand new
That's
to
amazing.
all of us. I've never seen it. You've got nearly 1,000 carats of it. I honestly, and I've been working in the jewellery industry for nearly 6 years now, I'd never heard of red malachite. But it absolutely, probably, it's got to be dyed, I would say, but I don't care. It looks terrific. Genuine gemstones still, but you can see just how fabulous they are. And with the green, that's the classic, isn't it? The classic green malachite. The reason it gets its name, by the way, is from the mallow, the herb. It's a Greek word for that herb, but it's that deep, deep green that we love. Deep green, sorry. $17.95. I'm literally dripping in gemstones here. All right, we're going to slash the price again. This has all gone a little bit crazy this morning. £14.95. I'd pay that. I would pay that just for that one strand. I just think of how many pieces of jewellery you could get. You've got 3, 6, 9 approximately 9 slabs of gemstones in there. I could, and I would, and I hopefully will, make some brilliant individual pendants, and imagine sort of swirling wire or putting your wire all around that to frame it as a pendant. And look at the shape of that. Look at the cutting you're getting in the gemstones. Predicting, again, they're all going to be slightly different. Let's have a check, but it's almost that, yeah, look at that, like little crosses, little kisses in the centre.
There's some lovely rose gold beads and findings on the website, and rose gold would go beautifully with that, and the copper.
Very nice. Rose gold would work beautifully. The little mesh sort of balls as well that you can get would look fabulous, wouldn't they?
It would.
Glorious. £14.95 here for your 6-strand bead box. £14.95. Phenomenally beautiful and really affordable. I think that's the key here. You're getting a lot of gemstones in a one-stop shop in this one bead box. So phenomenal work. Congratulations at £14.99. That is a winner for me. And look at all, and actually it's 7 strands really, isn't it? Because your malachite, the green malachite, is a double strand. So in essence, you've got 7 in your bead box. We've got to look at it that way because it's true, really, isn't it? But beautiful. Now we're going to launch the final kit for you. So please do stay with us, but I'm going to squeeze in. Can we do one more price slash? Is that all right? Is it the single strand? Oh, I love them. Love them. Look at this. Now, I've been saying all morning, haven't I? Add in a splash of white or maybe howlite. Well, here you go. This is your opportunity. This is your chance to do exactly that. Some really beautiful tones that we can see in here, and lovely shapes you can see. Look at the quality, look at the colour, look at the size of this moonstone. I love moonstone. You get the most beautiful shimmer from moonstone. You get a lovely glow from within the gemstone, and then you see that all the way around. You've got literally, it's like moonlight trapped and encapsulated within the gemstone. This is going to lift so many of the designs. If you took, and I'm going to bring this in, this is what I was talking about, the peanut shapes that we had within the kit. That kit was incredible. Did that kit go to £14.95? Wrong. But look at it with the moonstone. Look how that's going to work with the big sort of peanut-shaped fire agate that we had. They are terrific. Absolutely terrific together, isn't it? And with moonstone, obviously, it is that sort of shimmer that you get. And it literally looks like moonlight sort of skipping and dancing across a lake. And it can be a blue shimmer, it can be a yellow shimmer. Depending on origin, you might sort of find Indian moonstone or rainbow moonstone. But I promise you now, the studio lights don't do this gemstone justice. I don't know if you're even seeing that blue shimmer. Well, have a look, but I don't know if you're actually seeing it within the gems. It's there because I'm looking at it as I'm looking down into the gem, but I don't know. It's not being picked up, I don't think. Little bit. There we go. Look, you're getting that blue. Can you see that blue glow? It's very subtle here in the studio. But actually, even looking down from a bird's eye view, you can see it a little bit more. Take it outside, look at it in natural daylight. Trust me, you've got a 30-day money-back guarantee anyway. It's called Moonstone for a reason, because you've got that lovely glow within the gemstones. $37.95? No, not today. They are incredibly revered. These are bigger gemstones, but it is the quality of the gem that we're seeing here. Price slashing this, that's a £10 saving. £10 saving. You could treat yourself to nearly 2 other strands of gemstones for some of the prices we've seen today for that £10 saving. That is massive. A big opportunity there. $27.95. Look at the colour. It's a milky colour, but it's not milky as in cloudy in the gem. You've got wonderful quality. Very beautiful, and it's that glow. It's that moonlight glow that is there within the gem that we absolutely adore here. $27.95. That is a terrific deal still. Saving you £10 on that. Looks glorious and it feels absolutely superb. Stay there, congratulations. We only have about actually I've only got one person waiting to be answered, and I think you have just been. So stay where you are at £27.95. Keep coming in and adding that, because this is one strand, I think, of all of the pieces in the show today that is going to be the most complementary and workable with every single kit, every single bead box, and even the challenge that obviously Debbie's been working with. I think there's a place for Moonstone in everybody's hearts and everybody's designs. It always sells. And think of that with the, oh my goodness, with the 3-strand, with the Morganite and the rhodochrosite. I've got to show it to you. I know we're moving on, but I can't not show this together, because it really does offset these gemstones. Oh my word. Look at that with the colours. They're so pretty, aren't they? How gorgeous is that together? Definitely add those to your order. They're beautiful. They're so pretty, aren't they?
Beautiful, yeah.
Gorgeous colour tones.
Very
I definitely
lovely.
do that with the rhodochrosite. I think they are so beautiful together. I was just about to say that obviously they went to £14.95, forgetting they went to £12. If you got those, congratulations, but add in the Moonstone. But they were absolutely terrific, and for £12.95, something so very wrong about that price. It's too low, it's too low. But we have coming up for you, and just literally about a minute or so, we're going to come back with a fantastic jewellery kit. We're going to launch another kit. It's called Paradise Scent. So start to think about that. What do you want to see as a bit of paradise? Because hopefully it's going to be coming your way in just a minute's time. Stay with us, get yourself another cup of tea. I'll see you in a second.
Add to your collection with our Sculpey Clay Basics DVD, full of handy tips and hints for all levels. Join guest designer Debbie Bulford as she teaches us how to create basic canes, kaleidoscope canes, bead shapes and much more. To get your hands on a copy, phone our call centre now on 0800 644 655.
You can now watch clips from Jewellery Maker on our YouTube channel. Get interactive with Jewellery Maker.
New to polymer clay? Then why not come and join us on our Polymer Clay for Beginners course? Join guest designer Debbie Bulford as she guides you through the basic techniques of creating bead shapes, basic canes, pendants, feature beads and much more. You will get the chance to design and craft your own pieces, which you can then take home. During the course of the day, you will get to have a backstage tour of the studios, meet the presenters and have a trip to our jewellery shop. The full course includes black and white clay, a colour clay pack of your choice, use of all tools, buffet-style lunch and refreshments, all for just £64.95. For details of course dates and availability, phone our call centre now on 0800 644 655. Jewellery Maker, bringing out the designer in you.
I like Jewellery Maker because it counters for everybody's levels of creativity. It doesn't matter if you're starting off, whether you're a beginner or whether you're an expert, Jewellery Maker can really capture your creativity and make you a jewellery artist.
When you're watching our day show or repeat show on the internet, you can hold up to 2 items in your basket at any one time. However, when watching the live late show between the hours of 5 PM to 9 PM, things are slightly different. Due to the stock quantity being live, you can only place 1 item in your basket before you must check that item out, giving a fair opportunity for all watching. Remember, you can only purchase items from the live late show by heading to the Jewellery Maker homepage and clicking the Watch Us Live button. Enjoy the online experience with Jewellery Maker.
Welcome back to Jewellery Maker. Look at these colours. This is our Paradise Scent, jewellery kit that we are about to launch with you right now. It is going to be, what have you lost, Ed? What have you lost? Your schedule? I haven't got it. You can have mine if you want to, though. Do you want mine? It's there, it's there. You can have it, as useless as it is, because we've been all over the place today. All over. Oh, look, you've got to take that with you if you want. Take that with you. I've run out of sticky thread. There we go. Oh, you can't even see it. You can't see it, but can't see it.
I love the dragon.
I love the dragon. I love the dragon. There you are, Jack. I love the dragon. You have to wear that. I need to print it out again because I've just run out of tape. But you can put that on your chest and wear it with pride. Paradise Scent. We are bringing now. Before I bring to you the jewellery kit, boom! Look at these. Look at these. Rainforest Jasper, I do believe, coming up after the jewellery kit. How phenomenal are they? I love the colour tone that you're getting, the sage greens, beautiful sort of flashes of oranges and mustard that are in there as well. They're going to be really popular. When you see these today, when you see the price, I know you're going to enjoy these. They're coming up after the Paradise Scent. I have to say, the reason we're going to do them after the Paradise Scent jewellery kit go absolutely perfectly. I will show them together, but they work perfectly together. Look at these, 4 strands. 1, 2, 3. Well, actually, 5 really. 5, because in essence you've got 4 strands, but I'm seeing a double strand here as well. Another double strand. I'm going to bring these straight away. Look at all of these. We've got so much to share with you still on the show today. I have to say this has been one of the quickest shows I've ever done. It's literally, I know they always go quick, but it has flown. It has flown. Poppy Jasper. How much do you love Poppy Jasper? Wonderful, wonderful colour you're seeing in there. Beautiful medium nuggets of your Poppy Jasper. Hot, hot colour. We've got multicolour, crackled or cracked agate. I prefer to say crackled. Cracked agate. 50 carats of citrine. We've not seen any citrine today, so it's about high time we brought some to you. But it's actually more of a peachy colour. I like that. If you've taken home the Morganite, the 3 strands for $12.95, that is going to work beautifully. It might be, actually, I tell you what, I think it might be the orange thread that's gone through it. I think it is, because actually you've got great clarity. It might be, I think it's actually bringing out more of the oranges. So see those at home. I think it is funny. But then also the smoky quartz, perfect for beady beads, 4mm, nice size to be working with your beady beads. Love them, 30 carats. So, although it's a 4 strand, it's 5 really, because you've got a double strand of the Poppy Jasper. Really beautiful, rich colour tones. I like the Jasper with the smoky quartz together. They look absolutely terrific. And I'm going to sneak in for you the 1 strand, the single strand that's coming up, because I think you can work with those colours together. Particularly, I think the cracked agate. I definitely work with the cracked agate and the Jasper together, because they look quite, and actually the citrine. I think, and then I'm hearing shouts from the gallery, I'd use the smoky quartz and of course the Poppy Jasper. So that was Chloe's suggestion. I agree on this occasion. Is it Claire? I beg your pardon, Claire. Claire Bear's in this chair. I do, of course she is, because Chloe's actually looking at me from the glass above and waving at me, so that would be a miracle. So let's do the Paradise Scent kit. It's a kit, so solid sterling silver, 30 pieces. Organza gift bags, monofilament wire, 6+ meters of elastic, 50 meters of beading thread. Get ready to absolutely knock yourselves out. On this kit, 5 strands in essence, remember. You've got 4 strands with a double strand for £19.95. Should not have got to that price. Should not have got to that price. Isn't that terrific? You could say £5 a strand, but I've got to say 4 because that's a double strand of Poppy Jasper. So £4, that's got to be one of the lowest prices we've seen for a strand today. £4 a strand. Then it's like getting your solid sterling silver, your elastic, your beading thread, your monofilament wire, all of your gift bags for free, because I don't have any pounds and pennies remaining. Actually, we're at £3. At £3.95 is it each? Not 95. It's you know, less than £4. My maths have just gone out of the window. 0800 644 655. That is a treat, isn't it? £3.99. Sorry, I'm taking off the extra 5p. £3.99 per strand. That's not right, is it? £3.99. Oh, that pink's lovely. Look at the pink. You know I'm predictable. Look at the pink that you're getting of the faceted agate. They are quite tremendous. £3.99 for a gem, and somebody's had to facet these. These aren't tumble faceted. These are hand faceted gemstones. That is a ridiculous, ridiculous price point. If somebody came towards you today, Debbie, and said, "Okay, there is an entire strand, £3.99," I'd question if they were real. Quite
yes,
frankly.
I would actually. I would, because I would pay that for just acrylic or plastic beads, really.
Yeah. £3.99. You would.
You would.
But they are genuine. And of course, £3.99 a strand. haven't taken into that all of your solid sterling silver, your thread, your elastic. It's crazy. £19.95 for your Paradise scent. So stay on those telephone lines. Don't forget, we've got the added single strand to bring you in a moment or two. Imagine those together. They're going to look beautiful. Should we leave that for a second or two? Or do you want to do it now? I think we should do it now. We're going to, well, let's give Debbie a few extra minutes. She's busy crafting away there. We're going to go over and have a chat with Debbie in a moment and see what she's been up to. But let's just give her a couple of extra minutes. It makes sense, I think, to do this now, doesn't it? Obviously now this is me producing from the floor, but Ed's happy to go with this, isn't he? Lovely, talented, I can't remember it all. Lovely, talented something, Ed. Not quite sure, not quite sure. But we are bringing to you now. So I don't need to see the text again, it's fine. I don't need to see the text again, it's fine. Here is your strand. It's not that, we've done that, haven't we? We've done the, they were lovely though, they were lovely, Ed. They were, see, he does have imperfections, but that makes him human, doesn't it? Makes him human. Ed's taking umbrage at that. It's not him, it's the graphics that just came in. Bad workman blames his tools, doesn't he? That's what he does. So let's bring to you your Jasper. Gorgeous greens, beautiful different colours that we can see in here. They are gorgeous, aren't they? Really, really pretty. I love how soft they are. They've got a lovely polish on them as well. The colours are just incredible. A really, really pretty selection of gemstones here. Obviously, we've seen how well they work with the Paradise Scent kit. And I think actually they're going to work. I think this will work with some of the pieces from the challenge as well. So very, very pretty. 0800 644 655. We're going to catch up with Debbie in just a second or two, but they are really, really quite gorgeous. Every single one of these. Obviously, Debbie has been working with the Paradise Scent jewellery kit, and when you see everything that she's made, you are going to be hot-footing it to the telephone lines and to the web to add that to your order. You should really already be on the telephone lines, I think, for this. Look at the different colours, from the sort of the reds, the sort of rusty tones that you're seeing in there, the autumnal tones, gorgeous, gorgeous greens in here as well. Very beautiful. 275 carats, rainforest jasper puffy ovals. Do you want to see the price though? I guess we need to, really. 20 by 15 millimetres. Let's take them under 10. I know, £9.95. It's a great, great strand. That's a big one, isn't it? Look at all of those colours. Debbie, do you think you could have added this into your Paradise Scent kit?
Oh, I think so. There'd
have been room in there, would there?
There would have been, yes. Always room for more.
It's nice colour tones in the Jasper, isn't it?
It is actually, yes. They're lovely. Everyone's individual, aren't they?
Yeah, they're beautiful. £9.95. What are you giggling at, Tom? that was my footstool, can I just say? That was my footstool, if you heard a little squeaky noise. £9, such a child. £9.95. Every single one. Every single one of these gems.
Got the giggles out. Can't cope. Can't cope. If she can't cope, you know, she can't cope.
Every one of these gemstones. Tom's bent over double on the camera. It was the footstool, Tom. It was the, I'm a lady, it was a footstool. 0800 644 655, 275 carats of rainforest jasper, 20 by 15 millimetres. And very, very workable and really beautiful to add to your order today. Congratulations to everybody. Look at those, look at the different shapes, the different sizes. When I say the shapes, different shapes that are within the gemstone. Character, individuality. You can really start to appreciate the way that the gems have grown organically over the years. You can start to really appreciate how you're actually getting those gemstones. Lovely, lovely work. £9.95, definite must-have to add to your order. Congratulations if you get those. Right, I'm on the move. Let's have a look now. Of course, Paradise Scent kit has proved to be popular. Obviously, you got a terrific price on those as well. So it should have been £24.95. We said no, so we've launched it at £19.95.
Gosh.
Pretty gorgeous. How's it been to work with all of these gems?
I love this.
It's
I
nice, isn't it?
absolutely loved this. I really did. It's my colours.
Oh, wow.
Beautiful. Yeah, the chain isn't in the kit.
No, it's not.
But I made it a pendant
that.
and I just thought, I didn't want to put it just on beading thread. I thought it was quite nice. So that was in the stash down here.
How gorgeous is that?
It was just 3 little beady beads.
They are beautiful. And I have to say, this is where you come into your own, quite frankly. This gorgeous, gorgeous technique.
Oh, yes.
Fabulous
and they aren't
pendant.
orange. Once you take the thread
No,
out,
they're
you
not,
notice they're almost clear.
You've just got
like
that
an
really...
amber colour.
It's just a gentle sort of
It is,
touch of,
yes.
of the lemon, isn't it?
It is. It's beautiful.
So
Absolutely beautiful.
That is your number one. If you want to... now, what we're going to do is the same thing with the kits as we did earlier on. If you want Debbie to explain a certain technique, pick a number, text it into us, JM Studio, and your number to 60777. And whichever the most popular is, Debbie will show to you. So that's the number. JM Studio, 60777, and the number, obviously, if you're watching the repeat, don't do this. That's the number 60777. Obviously, it's live now between 9 and 1 if you're watching the live show. If you're watching a repeat, obviously, we already know.
Yes.
If you're watching, we've already done it.
Yeah.
We've already done it. So this is your number one. Very, very nice indeed. I know a lot of you like that. Number
Predictable,
two.
stretchy.
Well, I say possibly, but again, you've done a similar thing that you did with the first kit. But I really that just changes a basic stretchy bracelet into
Just
something
catches the
really
light,
quite
doesn't it?
gorgeous and fabulous with the colours. Number three, I like a lot. I love that. That's a big beady bead in the centre, isn't it?
It is a big beady bead,
A big beady bead. We love that. That's number three, if you'd like to get Debbie to show you that technique. And number four, we've got another bracelet here, using more of the beading thread, a bit more of a sort of a woven technique, is it?
Yes.
So that's number four, if you want to see that. Number five, well, blimey, we've really gone for it on this one.
I
They
like
look
that.
fab. I like that. That's your picture, Jasper, and there's a lot of detail in there, all the way around the front of the necklace. That's very, very beautiful. So that's number five, and number six, last but not least, shall I bring this over here? Just remove the number so you can actually see the earrings. They might be simple, they might be very, very effective though, but chosen by you. You let us know, but that is number six. Six. If you want to take that home. Okay, really? Okay, texts are coming in for the one. We've actually predicted what we think might be the favourite, and actually at the moment it's the front runner. We won't say which it is because we're not going to influence, but yeah, we thought it might be. But it may change, so keep those texts coming in. Let us know which number you want to see, and we will pick whichever it is, whichever is the most popular. JM Studio, 60777. Normal network charges do apply, but you can see there just how brilliant all of these different designs are. Now, I mentioned chosen by you. I mentioned that. Sorry, I got it confused with all of this that's going on. Getting all a bit overexcited. But we have obviously to bring to you still our chosen by you selection. It is coming to you right now. What happens with the chosen for you is you let us know which different gemstones you want us to work with. Debbie takes it all, makes up some fantastic designs, and then you get to keep it all. But who's done it? Who's won today? Well, it's Steph, and let's have a look at what we've done, Steph. Now, Steph in Sheffield, huge congratulations. Thank you very much. Today, chosen by you. Now, I've never done this before. This is a new feature for me.
Oh, well.
So this is very exciting. And I'm really excited. This is like Christmas Day.
It is,
because
actually.
everything that you're going to have, this is all coming to you, Steph. You're getting all of this, a Debbie Bulford collection coming your way. I think that's priceless, quite frankly. And everything that you're getting, as we said, is chosen by you. So we're going to go through everything that you sent to us, Steph. Steph, by the way, very, very quickly, Steph in Sheffield, when she sent us her item, said to us, she loves watching Jewellery Maker, and at the moment she was currently off sick from work. Oh, I hope you're feeling better now. And so she was getting to watch Jewellery Maker every day, which she thought was great. She's picked 2 different ring settings, findings, and she's been making pieces of jewellery now for about 8 months, and she's never been able to make a ring. That's me, Steph. That's me. I've never been able to make a ring. So she's hoping this will give her inspiration. Love and hugs from Steph in Sheffield, hopefully not feeling too poorly sick now. You've chosen some brilliant gemstones, some absolutely fantastic
Lovely ones
pieces.
to work with, actually.
Really nice.
Really, really nice.
Shall we go through them?
Yep.
Now, the first one was actually the solid sterling silver ring finding. Which one was it, though? Because we've got 2. Oh, it'll be this one. It'll be this one. There we go. If I just move that to the side. So this will be your ring finding.
And that comes off the
top. And that comes off. There we go. So you've got in there, you've got room to actually set your gemstone in there. So if that comes off, what's the point of that, Debbie?
So what's the point of that?
Ask a silly question.
Actually, do you know, one of those would actually have fitted in I could have put one of those in to that
So you
ring
could have
and
had
just
like
left
a retail
it.
quartz solitaire.
But if you don't want to do that,
Yes.
there is one I made earlier over here. Can I reach for it?
You can. I could
Thank you
pass
very
it
much.
to you. There we
Thank
go.
you. Now this has a few of my black onyx seed beads in it, which weren't here, that I've had for absolutely ages. But I wanted to fill up the silver sieve underneath. So you bead the sieve and then put it on top.
Right, so that's how you do it. Because I was going to say, if we don't
Sew
want
it.
that, what's the point? So you're kind of sewing it into the
Just
silver.
sew it. You just sew it.
And I guess with a design like that, it can be as flat or as bulbous as
Absolutely.
you
I mean,
like.
the smallest gems I had here, obviously the white ones, so that's what I had to use.
Yeah.
But yeah, you could do whatever you want. You could put each one on a head pin if you wanted to, but then that sieve then goes into the ring, and you close the claws around it, and that's your design. So that goes with that.
They're fab.
There
So
you go.
£7.95.
There's a lot of
if you
silver
want.
there.
There is a lot of silver actually, and that's the thing. What would you pay just for a basic solid stone
Yes, I
silver
know.
band?
Absolutely.
Let alone all of the gemstones. So £7.95. That's a size 7 that Steph's chosen. Your 95 solid sterling silver ring finding. So you've got two different ways of actually working with that. Obviously, as Debbie just said, you can choose to sort of sew the gemstones into that sieve, or you can actually pop your gemstone in there. There's actually 3 grams of solid sterling silver.
A lot of silver.
Yeah, a lot of silver. So that's the first creation coming your way, Steph. Very, very nice. We'll pop that back. And we also, and that was the crackled frosted quartz. The graphics are coming in. They're going on slow motion today, I'm afraid. But the crackled quartz frosted rounds, 40 carat, are only £5.95. So that's really, again, a bit of a no-brainer for me. Just add those to your order, and you've got a really lovely. I mean, that is a really lovely ring.
It is.
And just with that one strand and the obviously the actual silver finding, you're not going to have used obviously hardly any of that
hardly
strand.
anything at all. Hardly
So you're going to have a lot to play with still.
Absolutely.
Beautiful. Now also, Steph's chosen another ring.
Which is
this one, which is again solid sterling silver, but it's the oval. So you've got room there. I mean, that's ready to accept a pretty phenomenal centerpiece, isn't it? Whether it's a gemstone, whether it's coming out of that, whether you're going to venture perhaps into maybe your polymer clay or anything like that.
That's right. If you had a beautiful piece of agate in there, it looks stunning. Really
very,
would
very
look
nice
stunning.
indeed. But look at this. Now, will that fit you, or it's a smaller
Probably
size
on my
for me?
little finger.
Have a go,
I
because
think.
it will look far nicer on
It does
yours.
open. You can open this up.
Yes, they're split at the back, so you can actually don't pull your silver. You never want to sort of pull it sort of
It's
too
better
much.
on your fingers,
But-
actually. Put it on you've got better hands than me.
But mine are big, so let me gradually. I'll show you that actually. There we go. But it's malleable, I think is a better word. So don't pull it, but you can actually manipulate that.
You can.
Obviously, Steph's chosen the piece that she wants. I love this. Debbie, can you make us one, please? Claire wants one, and I want one.
Okay. All right. That's polymer clay, and then using
is
silver
amazing.
foils, and then I put resin over the top.
I say I'm addicted to now. You've not seen it yet, but watch out for, for the resin. Oh,
Stunning,
my
isn't
goodness
it? Claire
me.
is very good as well.
Oh, I love
Yeah,
it. I
stunning.
absolutely. I had a fantastic time with Claire with the DVD for the resin. Watch out for
Yes,
that.
very
and I
good.
managed to go home with a pendant. It's so
I know.
gorgeous.
And now,
I
now
love
she's
it.
doing resin, I can put resin on top because I've been doing it for years. And I thought, great, I can put resin on. So that's some of her
gorgeous.
resin over the top.
That is fantastic. So, Steph, there's your ring. Is that gorgeous? You're going to be wearing that a lot, I think. Absolutely beautiful. So that is your resin that we've used in there with the polymer
Can't get it
clay.
off, can you really?
No, can't get it off. I'll have to keep that.
Yeah.
I'll have to keep that. I just might wear it for a second or two because I like it. So what's your favourite, Ed? The black rutilated quartz? Yeah, the black rutilated quartz. Well, let's do that next then, shall we? Because this has been used quite a lot. Whose is this, sorry? Is it one of Steve's favourite gems? Oh, there we go. One of Steve Bennett's favourite gemstones. I didn't know that. There we go. He's got lots of lovely gemstones. He has got rutilated quartz in his museums. Our museum is growing massively at the moment. I can't tell you about that at the moment, but huge, huge changes here at Jewellery Maker. And we're going to do a price slash on this. So Steph's chosen some lovely puffy coins. Beautiful, of your rutilated quartz. They're all so different, and depending on the amount of inclusions you get within the gemstone, depends on the colour. You might either get one that's really heavily included, so it's more silvery and black,
Yes,
isn't it?
yes.
Or the lesser obviously gives you the brighter whites.
That's right.
But it's a brilliant. I remember seeing in the Natural History Museum a piece in the rough, and all the inclusions shooting out of the top.
Oh, really? I've never seen that.
Oh my word! Yeah, it's incredible.
Really? I'm
It's
just gonna
literally
say-
like kneading.
Knitting needles.
Yeah, that
one of those.
coming out
Yes.
of the gemstone. Needle, £9.95 for your strand of black rutile quartz. Not today though. As this is a chosen by you section, we're going to take it lower. And you've used this in so many of the designs. We'll have a look at some of these. But let's have a price slash. £7.95. So again, another couple of pounds to stay in your bank account or to go towards something else, I would suggest. But you've had a lot of fun with the rutile quartz. Should we grab a couple of these?
Okay.
These designs. We've got a couple
That's
of
a really
necklaces.
simple one. That's a really, really simple one.
Love both of these.
And then I've done a long necklace.
Oh, I like that.
I do as well.
I
the
love my long
chain.
necklaces
Oh,
anyway.
I do. Absolutely love them. And I've done a long chain there and a necklace, and there's this little bracelet as well. It's got it in, I think.
Can we see that?
Yeah.
It's probably easier if I just grab it. There we go.
That's right. Now that's one of the links I had to cut to cut the chain.
Right.
So I used some jewellery glue and then put that, because I thought it was a shame just to have sterling silver link that you can't use.
I can't tell you how many
I know.
many of those I've actually ended up throwing away.
I know. So if you put a bead in between
That's
the
such a good
cut,
idea.
it just makes it part of the.
That's a brilliant idea.
The
And if you
design.
wanted to, I suppose it depends on the gemstone. It depends on the actual silver. Some of the silver designs you could actually match it up and take another one around the side.
Absolutely, you could
You might
do.
not be able to do on that
yeah,
one.
you could do.
But really beautiful.
Yeah.
So lovely there. You've got two gorgeous necklaces there, Steph, and a fantastic bracelet. That is the first of 3 bracelets, actually, because we've got another bracelet here. Look at these pearls. Really, really loving these. Have a look at those. This pearl bracelet, let's bring it in so you can have a look. They're great colours, aren't they?
They are.
Really,
they're
really
lovely,
pretty.
lovely colours. And I just had a couple of links left, so I thought at the back of the wrist it'd be quite nice to have the links rather than have it all beaded.
Yes. Break it up a little bit.
But the colours go really well together.
They're
really
gorgeous,
well.
aren't they? You've got teal, you've got the green, and you've got the silver, and they're shell pearls. So I mean, you can see that, but it's the whole strand. But you can see just how well they're actually working.
Beautiful.
So, really, really glamorous as well, aren't they?
Yes. Oh yes, they just
Get
shine.
an amazing, amazing sort of metallic lustre.
There's a necklace as well which goes with that as well.
Oh yes, there is. Oh, £4.95. £4.95 for the strand.
Oh,
That's a bit naughty, isn't it? Oh, look at that. That's beautiful, Debbie.
I tried to make a set.
Yes.
So you can wear them all together. So
that's really, and you've got sort of this sort of a daisy design almost. 3 really pretty. I do like that. That looks, and I think the pearls, whether it's the pearl or the shell pearl, they're very classic. I think naturally they're very feminine, aren't they?
Absolutely. Yes, they're on any skin tone. I think they're beautiful.
And even when you've got quite, they are quite dramatic. The teal blue especially, I think the greens, even though they're quite dramatic, you've managed to bring in quite a feminine feel because of actually what you're kind of dealing with and the design.
Yeah, I mean, pearls I love just strung as a simple strand of pearls.
I do.
But these are more a modern colour. I can't explain it. You could wear this with a pair of denim jeans. Do you know what I mean? Because it's a denim blue.
Yeah.
And it's very rare you get this bluey. A blue that you could wear with denim. I mean,
it's like a kingfisher.
It is, yeah, but I think it was absolutely stunning.
Because if you are wearing a classic set of sort of cream pearls and your jeans, it's a different look. I mean, that is classic.
More of
you expect to be wearing your twin set sort of a little bit more.
This is more of a contemporary mix
modern.
of colours. I think they're really lovely. I would wear these.
£4.95. Oh, absolutely. £4.95 on those if you want to take those home. They are the shell pearls, the reconstituted. That's what you got. Why you've got the little RE. I know somebody was asking about that the other day. But that's why you've got the RE. So it's not a pearl that we've taken from an oyster or a mollusk. It's the iridescent lining that's then sort of been reconstituted to make that pearl size and pearl sort of shape. There we go, that's my science bit for the day. Now, you did choose some other pearls as well, which were the same price. And look at these again. They're in that bracelet is pretty. Really, really pretty. Let me grab this. We're running out of time, Debbie. Look at that. There we go. So you've got more pearls in there as well. And then we've got this really, really pretty bracelet that you can see. Gorgeous. Steph, this is all coming to you, Steph in Sheffield. If that doesn't make you feel better, I don't know what will. So thank you very much. Enjoy. You've got earrings as well on there as well. So congratulations to you. They are absolutely terrific. We are going to go to the Wall of Fame though. Now, I will take your ring off, don't worry. We are going to go to the Wall of Fame. We'll just clear this up. I will take it off. And we'll see you in a minute for the Wall of Fame. Right, let's do it, shall we, Debbie?
Okay, this is number 461. Oh, I like this. Hello to everyone at Jewellery Maker. This is my first attempt at an asymmetrical necklace. Gosh, first attempt. Made from mother of pearl rings, quartz chips and mahogany obsidian rounds from my stash and my first entry for the Wall of Fame. Love watching JM, usually while having breakfast. Unfortunately, my breakfast time is spreading out to most of the morning. I can't drag myself away. Keep up the good work, Jewellery Maker. You are fab. Love from Kim in Spain.
Wow.
Oh, I say.
I say, Kim.
Yeah, I live in Spain at the moment. Oh, very
nice indeed. Was that Kim, sorry, or
Kim?
I think I just called you Ken. Sorry about that. I thought you said Ken.
Slight difference.
So, a slight difference, yeah.
Yes.
Kim, well done, congratulations, Kim.
That's lovely.
But we've got really, really different looks here, I have to say. Now, this is something interesting that we loved. Number 455. It's not for your wrist, it's not for the finger, but this week's wall of, this should be on the wonderful wall of weird, I think. It's in a wonderful weird kind of a way. I thought to try something this week where we've just bought new blinds and the cord pull was a bit boring. So I added a grey agate and lapis lazuli to each one. I think I've started a new addiction with my gems. How posh blinds with genuine gemstone cords. Well done, Bev Gandy in Droitwich. Genius. Absolute genius. You do get some really boring, like, light pulls and cords, and don't you?
Oh, lovely. That would really catch the light if it sparkles. Very
well
nice.
done. Congratulations.
Very nice.
That's going to make the Wall of Fame. Well
now,
done.
this is completely different. Look at this
is
one.
Amazing.
This would make you cheerful, wouldn't it, if you wore this?
My word.
460. Hope you're all well and busy making lovely jewellery. This is my entry for the Wall of Fame. It's made from a variety of freshwater pearls, shell pearls and mother of pearl shell. Just received my order from the amethyst apple drops and amethyst chain. They're beautiful. Can't wait to make some more jewellery with them. This is love from Lynn.
That is so bang on trend as well.
It is actually.
They're made from the big fashion shows. Yeah. They call them sort of a bib.
Yeah, yes.
Which isn't a very lovely.
It's around your wrist, isn't that?
description. But it literally fills the neckline. That is phenomenal. Phenomenal.
Lovely. Very nice. Like that.
And yep, last but not least, 454. Very nice colours. You know I'd love this. That is beautiful. Hi to all you lovely mad Jewellery Maker people. Yep, bang on. Here's my entry. I've used the kit Back to the Fuchsia. I didn't know we had that. I like that. Back to the Fuchsia plus some other beads from Jewellery Maker to make this set. I also used coloured beading thread to make the messy look around the bead and bottom of the earrings, inspired by one of the JM designers. It's a bit funky and free-form to contrast with the traditional beaded look of the rest of the necklace. Reminds me of a ball of wool that a kitten has been playing with. I know what you mean. So I think she might call this set Kitty. Love and best wishes. Keep up the fantastic work from Sharon. Sharon, brilliant. And the earrings, of course, you've got the bottom. That's
really
gorgeous.
Nice.
Well done. So you're number 454, and you will be going onto our Wall of Fame. But we need to see the technique that everybody's voting for. So we're going to do a little trot. We'll go front, Debbie. Okay. Little trot over. And we're going to see now, at the moment, our pick. Now, I don't know which one we're going to do, but we all thought here at Jewellery Maker that you would probably go for... Guess which one? Guess which one? Have a look at all the pieces. We had three fantastic, well, two necklaces and one gorgeous pendant, two beautiful bracelets and the earrings. What do you think everybody went for? Because before we brought this to you, we all said, it's Debbie. Debbie's here. What do we love with Debbie? We love the beady beads. So we all said, I bet it's number one. What did you think, Claire? Number three? Number three for the big beady bead, that was Claire's offering. But most of us said number one, which is, oh, did it? Oh, number three came second. We can read everyone like a book.
Yeah.
Number three came second. And number one
came first.
We knew that was going to happen. Number one came first. Now, this was all created with the pieces from the Paradise Scent Jewellery Kit, including your 30 pieces of solid sterling silver, of course, your organza gift bags, your jewellery thread, your monofilament wire. There we go. Look at that. We had the poppy jasper in there. We had the cracked agate. We had the citrine. Lots of glorious gemstones for you to use. And, of course, the smoky quartz. All of your silver. Head pins. You've got your shepherd hooks.
Grab some.
And of course you've got your organza gift bag, monofilament wire and your beading thread in there as well. And all of that was heading your way for $19.95. So I don't blame you for choosing this. I think this is really, really pretty. I'm going to pop this on to have a little bit of a look. That's my excuse. You can have a little bit of a look as to how I can. Oh, you see, I just can't get it caught in the mound of hair. Let me have a look. I can see. $19.95. I'm no good without a mirror. I'll hold that up. See, that was my sneaky way of trying to hop off with that. Do it up, run away. £9.95. You see, I should really keep that up there. £19.95. 0800 644 655. We're going to see how to do this, and I know loads of you. I've got your printout actually. The printout you gave me for the BDB.
Oh gosh, have we got a black piece of because I don't think it's going to show up on this.
A
blackboard. Can I?
Yeah.
Because I don't think you're going to see them on a filament. That's all.
There we go.
On this, fantastic. There we go. Right. Now, beady beads. These are not as difficult as people think.
So explain to us, what is a beady bead?
A beady bead is a bead made of beads,
There we
basically.
go. Nice and simple.
Very, very simple. Right. So, take your piece of monofilament. It's far too long, actually. I'll just cut that bit off. You thread on one centre bead. In fact, I'll put 4 beads on and then I'll explain what I'm going to do.
Okay.
You need to form diamonds to do a beady bead. So there's your 4 beads. And if I go through the last bead that I put on again, you then form a diamond. So there's your first diamond, and you need 3 diamonds in a row. So for your second diamond, you've got the bottom point. So you need to put 2 on one side, 2 beads on one side and 1 on the other. Do this as quick as I can.
It's all right.
And then the one side that you've got 1 on, if I put the other one against it, sorry, like that, you then need to go through the second bead. So whichever side you've put the second bead on, you go through the second bead.
And which way? You're kind of going back through or
Yes,
into?
you're actually going through, crossing over.
Okay.
So there's the first bead, and then you put 2 beads on and you cross over.
Right.
Your threads, okay.
So you've kind of got a little figure of 8 almost.
You have, absolutely, absolutely. And then you do it all over again. So whichever side you put the 1 on and the 2 on, the second bead, I'll put the 2 on this side, actually it's easier for me to do it. Thread it from right to left. Okay. So there's your first triangle, there's your second triangle, and the third triangle I'm going to form by going through this second bead. Like so. Sorry, I know my hands are in the way. There, if I get this, you'll see what I mean. If I pull that flat, you see you've got triangle, diamonds. I keep them triangles. Diamonds, sorry, it's a funny triangle. There's 1 diamond, 2 diamonds, 3 diamonds.
Yes.
Then you need to form the 4th one to form the bead. So I put 1 on one side and 1 on the other. And you go back through the first bead that you put on. So put your 1 cord going one way and pull. Put the other cord going the other way, if I can do it that way. It will go through like that. Sorry, I'm going to have to put my hand over the top, sorry. That's it. So you've got 1 cord going one way and 1 cord going the other way. And your 2 little beads around the outside form sort of satellite. You see there, you've got your 3 diamonds, 1, 2, 3, and you've got 2 beads either side.
Okay.
So then when you pull those cords up, they then form your beady bead.
Excellent.
All right. Now, you've got 1 cord coming out one side of the bead and 1 cord coming out the other. To make that firm, take 1 of them and go round diamond until the threads meet. Sorry if I got my head in the way. Until the threads meet. Oops. It's ever so difficult with monofilament to try and show you what I mean. So I'm going round that diamond until the 2 threads are then next to each other. They're coming
So
out
not coming
of
out the same one, but adjacent.
Not coming out the same bead, but they're coming out adjacent beads.
Okay.
And then you've got them next to each other, and you can then tie them into a knot, and that holds your beaded bead firm. Okay.
And you can pull that pretty tight,
You
can't
can actually. The monofilament won't break. No, it's fine.
I think I was
really
too gentle
firm
with it first
actually.
of all, and it wasn't tying, and somebody said, no, pull it.
Yes, and if you're worried about it, use some clear nail varnish on there. Now, the bead that I've done, that's the first bead. That's how I did the first bead. Okay, that's how the smoky quartz, is it smoky quartz?
Yep.
Is done, the first one. So that's the first bead done, basically, because it's the same process. The second bead has extra beads on the way round. So I'm going to hold this in my hand like this, so you can see the diamond. See that diamond on the top there? That diamond on the top, and you need to put a bead on every diamond. So I'm going to take the monofilament now. I'm just going to drop that down. Take one of the smoky quartz, and you've got the beading thread coming from the right-hand side here of the bead, and I want to cross it over and pull. So cross it over, so it does like a zigzag, so it pulls the bead tight into that hole. So come out of that bead and pull. So the thread is being pulled across the diagonal, right? And then you turn it and you do the next one. That's how you can do it. And you can keep adorning these. You can keep going over and over and over and filling up all the gaps around this bead as much as you want. And that is how I did the big one.
I was just going to say that. We've got the big...
Yep. I've just, rather than gone through the centre, I've then adorned the edges of the bead. You can find so many different ways of doing this. So many different ways. And you can keep adding colour.
And you can add different, you can have the rounds, you can have the facets, you can have the 4
Oh, you
mil,
can
6
have
mil.
whatever you want, really. Whatever you want. Now, I'll come to my last bead here. So I've gone all the way round now.
Looks so lovely.
It does. I love the colours.
And this is the same sort of premise as the pieces that you make that can go onto the bracelets as well,
Oh,
sort of like your little charms.
Yep, absolutely. I'm going to pull that through. So there is your bead. Oh, I've missed one, look. Missed one. Just go through very, very quickly. If you do miss, you just feed it through the beads until you get to the right place, really. Especially in the monofilament. You can't
really see it, can you?
No, no, no. And you can go through it loads and loads and loads of times as well.
And all of this, remember, is using the Paradise Scent jewellery kit. So £19.95. To those of you that are adding that to your order, you can see just how much you're going to be able to do with some brilliant, brilliant gemstones here.
There you go. So that's done. Okay, so that's the second bead that's then on your neckline. Can I hold that up to this neckline? So that is that bead there.
That's your middle one.
That's your middle one. Okay, so the first bead was done exactly the same as this, but not adorned with other beads. The second bead is like this. The third bead is very, very simple. And I know we're running out of time, so I'll just quickly.
You're all right, you're fine, fine.
You sure?
Yep, I'd tell you. Come
on. I took a bead that's a similar colour, similar tone, the caramel sort of colours.
So that's picking one of the cracked agate gemstones
That's right.
that you're going to get in your strand.
That's it. And then I threaded on one or two of these other beads. And see how many will go around. 1, 2, 3, I did 4, I think, 3 or 4. That's it. So put 3 or 4 on, and then feed your thread back through your agate, and just see if that's the right amount of beads. You might want to make that smaller or larger. And you keep going through. You just keep going through and through and through with lots of beads until you go round and round and round in a circle. So that's how the bottom one is done. So that you just adorn all the bead with lots and lots of circles and then tie in a knot. Now you might think that in between the beads it looks a bit different. So if I get a head pin or a piece of wire, the reason they look more sort of larger is that if that is the bead, that is the central bead that I made, when you get to your head pin or a piece of beading thread, pop on one of the beads that matches your beaded bead push through the centre, whoops, and then put another one on the end, and that then forms it into your cluster. You see that?
Brilliant.
So that's what I've done with the middle one, and then I've put a smoky quartz and then put the next smoky quartz on, so it forms more of a round bead.
Beautiful. They look absolutely
Okay.
gorgeous. Thank you, Debbie.
All right.
I'm sure everybody at home is very, very pleased with that. We do have a question though. We've got a question. So
Good.
this is from Alison. Hello to
Yes.
Alison in Lincolnshire. Alison said, how do you finish a bracelet with a stopper bead and no crimp? No computer can't do the web. That's all right, Alison, not a problem. So how do you finish a bracelet with stopper bead and no crimp?
Stopper bead? What do you mean by stopper bead?
Stopper
I
bead.
don't
Is
know
that
what
like
you mean,
maybe
stopper
if you've
bead.
got maybe like a little silver bead or something? If you haven't, or just using.
If you had a.
So if you've got no crimp bead, how would you finish off your bracelet?
So, all right. You can, if you wanted to. I think what you're trying to is using a bead as a bead and a loop. Is that if that's what you mean?
Maybe to use it as a loop.
If that's what you mean, Alison. This can be knotted. I think in one or two of the necklaces here, actually, I ran out of crimps. You can knot this. If you knot it, this is going to look really untidy, but you see what I mean in a minute.
Well, that's useful. I mean, that's useful information anyway, isn't it?
Yeah, because those earrings are knotted. I think I've knotted quite a few of the bottom of the earrings. If you knot the thread and then pass it back through, if I pull this, to pull the knot in.
Pull it nice and tight.
Yeah, pull it nice and tight. You could do that on one end.
Yeah. It's worth knowing, isn't it, if you do run out? It's a good
Yeah.
question, actually, Alison.
Yeah. And then put a bead on the other. This is the other end of the necklace, if you know what I mean. That loop's far too big, but you get the idea. And put a loop on the other, and again, pull it, and then that can be put around. Is that what you mean?
Oh, that's a clever idea.
Yeah?
Brilliant.
So that can be used on the back of the neck. If that's what you mean, I've got a feeling you might mean the spiral bead stopper, but let us know.
Hopefully that helps anyway. Thank you, Debbie. £19.95. And if you've got any more questions, obviously get in touch with Debbie on Facebook. That's obviously a great way to get in touch with us. So thank you very much. Thank you very much for all of that.
All right.
I think really it's only fair that we recap on one or two pieces actually today, because I've got, oh my goodness, and if you were with us right at the very start, of course, you saw us introducing to you the amazing basic bead bundle. We've got the bead box as well, but I've got to go for this straight away, and it will be evident very, very quickly as to why. So what I have for you here is your starter pack. Now I say starter pack, I know there is lots of regular customers who've come in and taken this home as well, because I think this is one of the main sort of major things. If you are starting out or you want to replace or upgrade your tools, I have here for you your three main tools: your wire cutter pliers, your round nose pliers, and your flat nose pliers. They are the tools of the trade. This is what the designers use. This is what the experts here at Jewellery Maker use. And they are very tough. They are very, very hard wearing. And these really, as Debbie said, she uses these to make her own chain mail, particularly if you think about the wire cutters. They are going to cut through that chain mail like butter. They are brilliant. They are your essential tools of the trade. If you're thinking of taking any of the jewellery kits, you need your basic tools. Now, it's not only those three tools that you get in this beading basic bundle, you get your DVD. We do so many DVDs now here at Jewellery Maker. They are absolutely, they are essential to help you go through these different pieces. But I've got to say, the amount of people that have taken these home, I want a few more of you to benefit from this. I'm going to have one of these, I'll be honest with you. We're going to take this a little bit lower. £29. If you've taken this home already, don't panic. We will sort that out. That will be adjusted on your order. You don't need to do anything, so just enjoy it. Just enjoy the £1 or £2 that's going to come off this. You've got solid sterling silver head pins. You've got your tongue and box, not tongue and box, you've got your T-bar fastening in there and your solid sterling silver. You're getting 3 of the round T-bar clasps. You're getting the T-shaped head pins. You're getting 20 of those, 20 of the head pins. They are invaluable. You can't have too many of those. And the twisted crimp beads that we fell in love with in there. Got a little twist. All you need to add into your order here is perhaps a little beading tray, and you're away. You're away, because you've got your gemstones, you've got silver, you get your threading elastic, you've got your stretchy elastic, your beading thread, sorry, you've got your DVD, you've got everything you need to get you going here. And actually, let's be honest, put this against a kit, you've got to get some of the kits. But if you want to start with this is like a mini kit and your tools of the trade. Often, obviously with the jewellery kits, you're not getting the tools. You've got the flat nose pliers, the round nose and the wire. We are going even lower on this. This is your beading basic bundle. Lap it up. I'm getting one. I need to upgrade my tools. This is time. This is your opportunity. I have no idea where it's going down to. I know you can pay £5 bar 5p for the DVD. So really, if we take off the DVD, which could be £4.95, £20, do your price comparison. 3 pairs of pliers and the gemstones. We said, didn't we, at the start of this, you could be paying well over sort of £50 for this. Already we were looking at a saving at about 26 odd pounds because we went low. This is a massive saving now. £24.95. You've got hematite, we've got black onyx in here, and of course your third strand there as well. You've got the fantastic jasper, your silver head pins, your findings, which are the crimp beads, the silver head pins. I've got to show these to you actually. We saw them a little bit earlier. The twisted crimp beads are awesome. They look like little candy twists, but you're going to get lustre from those as well. They're very, very beautiful. This is £24.95. I mean, I'm getting one anyway, but I'm definitely going to get this. And of course, look at your tools. What would you pay? I mean, seriously, what do you pay just for those pliers? On their own, what would you pay for the wire cutters, the flat nose and the round nose? Have a look on our website. Do the maths yourself. If you're looking at this thinking that does look pretty good, but I'm going to check them out. I'm going to try and catch them out. Go for it. Have a look for your beading thread, your elastic, all of the silver findings we're bringing to you. These 3 separate tools on their own, brilliant. And then 3 strands of gemstones and your beading basic DVD. That's essential. Plus, if it's your very first opportunity, of course, you will get the Beading Basics DVD as a part of this kit. You'll get your DVD and booklet absolutely free of charge if you are a brand new customer. Brilliant. £24.95. Well done on that. Loads of you coming in for that. So congratulations. Lap that up. That really is an incredible deal. I'm off to grab that. We also launched the bead box. We've got 6 strands of shell pearls, the most wonderful colours together. Amazing colours. You've got the golds, the yellows, and you've got the pinks in here as well. Obviously, I'm adoring the fuchsia pinks, but these are all your shell pearls, and you can see just how fabulous they were. 6 individual strands, not forgetting honey, violet, pistachio, fuchsia, gold, and cream shells that you're seeing. Absolutely gorgeous. The puffy cushions, rectangles, and of course, you've got the rondelles in there as well. You can see the rondelles pretty much towards the centre. £17.95, you get all 6. I just thought that if I said that quickly, it might hurt less, but it doesn't. £17.95, and you get 6 strands. Plus, don't forget, you still get your beading box. You get your plastic beading box, which will keep them all perfectly sort of defined and not rolling around and mixing together. You're going to keep them in the different portions. For 6 strands of gemstones for £17.95. Again, I think truly unmissable for all of that. Very, very well done to every single one of you who is enjoying that today, because it looks absolutely terrific, and the price is very, very good indeed. It's incredible at £17.95. So don't dilly-dally or shilly-shally on that. We haven't got time to miss out on these today, have we? £17.95 on 0800 644 655. Beautiful, beautiful chance there. So very, very well done. That looks glorious. Honey shell, puffy cushions, violet shell rectangles, pistachio, love that. I love the pistachio shell rectangles, fuchsia puffy cushions, gold rectangles, and your rondelles. I mean, this is your beach look, isn't it? Definitely, you can make the most amazing big sort of stretchy cuff with all of those together, couldn't you? £17.95. Lovely. Don't miss those. Well done. Lots more of you on the telephone lines taking that home. Why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you want those? Why wouldn't you? Right, Jasper. Jasper we adore. We did a great deal on this actually, my word, and we did say, I mean, that would look lovely with so many of the different pieces, with the last kit as well, or even your Enchanting Forest kit, bringing out some of the greens. I think that would be pretty gorgeous, wouldn't it, with the Enchanting Forest? I've got 1 or 2 pieces that Debbie made, actually. I can always just grab one of those. But you can see how fabulous that would look. Can I grab one of the pieces from your Enchanting Forest, Debbie? A necklace or something, and then I'll hold it together with the jasper. That'll probably be the easiest thing to do. But you can just sit, there we go, thank you. Look at how well these are going to work. Look at that together. I'll show you just some of those Those gemstones, they are going to work together beautifully, aren't we? Did we see that? Did we see those together, actually? Oh, we did. We saw the Enchanting Forest. That was the first one we did, wasn't it? But we need to see the challenge. Do we? Yes. £9.95. So, what was that, Ed? We're checking in with Debbie. I'm going to wear that stretchy because it's nice. You know what I'm like. Give me a stretchy bracelet and I'm going to grab it. So, challenge today for Debbie. We had some really lovely pieces, and it was including the kit as well, which was slashed. We had the Star Turn jewellery kit. I know, we nearly forgot. Goodness me. Working so hard in the corner, that would have been a travesty. So we had the Star Turn kit, including, of course, your silver and everything else within there. We'll bring up the details in a tick, but we also added into the challenge, of course, the coral mesh that went to £6.95 instead of £8.95. That's the kit. Star Turn jewellery kit. You can see those fabulous different colours in there from the agate, had the Chinese jade that was in there as well, of course, that beautiful, beautiful pyrite. So that's your Star Turn jewellery kit, which is only £19.99. Because we did slash that price, didn't we, which was lovely. Then we had the coral mesh, as I was saying, £6.95. That's for 24 hours only, thanks to Nick.
Yes.
Being very, very lovely to Ed. And they've all been changed. So if you don't want the coral, you can take any one of the colours, whether it's the copper or any of those, all in the magazine, £6.95. But that is for 24 hours only. 24 hours only. So do take advantage of that. But you can see just how brilliantly Debbie's actually managed to use that. But any one of these colours, you can see in our Hub magazine, it says £8.95. Forget that for 24 hours from the start of this show this morning. You can see all of those lovely colours in there. Love sort of the blues, actually, the teal blues. They're really nice as well. Blues and the silvers, I think, would look lovely together. And, of course, we have the chain. We have the gold-plated chain. Got a couple of those links remaining. There we go, not too many, but I'll show it to you in the necklace in a moment. But you can see there the gold-plated sort of pentagon shapes. You had a 50 centimetre, I mean, that's amazing, 50 centimetre, and then the black frosted agate, which we'll see in the necklaces, actually. Look, you've made a favourite there, haven't you, Debbie?
I have. I just very, very quickly put it on a piece of cord I found underneath. I haven't finished it off or what have you, but...
Now, you can see the long necklace there, first of all, actually, with all the sort of the pentagons of the gold. And you've used pretty much everything in there, apart from the wire. Wonderful drop necklace. Look at this. That is gorgeous. Really, really beautiful. You can see that lovely drop. You picked one of the darker shades.
Yes, there was one that was almost chocolate. It was beautiful, absolutely gorgeous.
Lovely on the cord.
Really nice. I like that.
Absolutely gorgeous.
I like
and we've used a lot of these rondelles. If you do want the onyx rondelles, £5.95. Debbie's used them really, really beautifully there on that bracelet. Another little touch there, of course, with the pyrite at the top, at the centre, sorry. And then, of course, we saw earlier on the bracelet with the mesh, but look at the necklace. That's turned out really well, hasn't it?
Yes, it has, actually. I was a bit concerned about that, thinking, well, do I like the colour, do I not? But actually, it goes beautifully.
And that's where
really pretty.
The sort of the jade, the Chinese,
yeah,
the sort of the pink.
The jade goes really well.
It's brought out the colour of that copper absolutely beautifully. And it wouldn't be overkill, would it, to wear the earrings with that as well?
Cherry
we
earrings.
like those. They're a little bit of fun, aren't they? A little bit of fun. And is that using beads out of the kit as well? We have those.
Yes, it is. Oh, yes,
that's part of the kit. Oh, yeah, part of the Star Turn.
Yes.
That's part of the Star Turn kit. The sort of the cherry reds that you were seeing, the pyrite, everything that you're getting. Add on the other pieces, of course, from the black onyx to the cord, and sorry, not the cord, the wire, and of course any of those pieces coming to you from the Star Turn kit. Well, we've had a lot of fun this morning. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for joining us, Debbie.
Pleasure.
It's been lovely to have you here.
Thank you.
As always. We will see you, of course, very shortly again. Don't forget, the late show will be starting tonight at 5 o'clock until 9. Loads of slashes in there again. We'll see you soon. Take care.
Bye.
Bye.
You can watch Jewellery Maker live every day from 9 till 1 on Sky 655, Virgin 756 or FreeSat 807. Get creative with Jewellery Maker.
You can now keep in touch by following Jewellery Maker on Twitter. Get interactive with Jewellery Maker.
The Jewellery Maker Wall of Fame is where you get to showcase your skills as a jewellery designer. And each week, one lucky entrant will win £100 credited to their Jewellery Maker account, and the runner-up receives £50. If you want to enter your design, just send a photo to studio@jewellerymaker.com, or you can post your photos to Wall of Fame, Coloured Rocks Limited, Unit 2D, Eagle Road, Moonsmote, Redditch, B98 9HF. Good luck and happy jewellery making!
We all know you need the right tools for the